coño.
Enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. Broadcasting live to who the fuck knows.
Now we're styling.
Huh?
Now we're styling.
Yep.
Good morning.
If anyone knows how to get a neck back into place, please call the radio show.
Oh.
I need one little fucking stretch to pop my neck back.
You want me to work on it?
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
I'll help you out.
All of a sudden, I'll just have a shooting pain because the damn neck is pinching something.
Yeah, you got pinch.
I don't know. This happens from time to time, but I haven't had one of these in a while.
It sucks.
My neck, my head is forward. It's supposed to be back here somewhere. So I need it to pop back in.
Wait a minute. Like your neck bones are.
I don't know
man.
the fucking vertebrae or whatever the fuck up there. The discs.
I think yeah, you probably got some nerve in there.
Ah, fuck. What do? I know it'll just pop back in.
You need someone to
And then
grab
I'll be all
your
right.
neck.
Yeah.
You need someone to grab your neck and go.
Fuck that.
Do that whole
That's why I
thing.
don't go to the chiropractor anymore.
Yeah.
That neck snap they do.
Yeah.
How the fuck they know that's not going to break your fucking neck?
That does not fucking. I do not trust that.
No way.
This looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, they
No
go.
fucking way.
Yeah, they go, relax. Oh, okay. And then they
Shake a little.
They grab the sides of your head. Yeah, they shake it a little bit and then just go.
Yeah.
How the fuck
that.
they know that's not going to snap something? And then you get so tense because you can't relax.
The anticipation.
Your whole body's basically telling you not to relax for that.
Yeah.
So I had to bail on chiropractor.
That's quackery,
shit.
if you ask me.
A lot of it is, I think.
Uh-huh.
Just to kind of get an adjustment, I think, is all right. But when they start breaking out, I don't know, like penis bones and whatever the fuck it is.
I don't know. If you ask me, it's like somebody going to a knuckle cracker. Here you go. Let me.
Oh, really?
All right. Yeah, but that's good. I
don't know.
adjusted your knuckles. Oh, I cracked my knuckles.
When I get a massage and they kind of do something with the spine, you feel it going back into place. And you do
Really?
feel much better, yes.
Into place.
But that neck twist, get the fuck out of here. No, thank you.
Yeah. I'll have none of that.
No. Jimmy might be right about the Metro North guy.
Yeah.
Although I'm still holding out hope that it was texting. But
Yeah.
he was a bit snoozy, they're saying.
Fell asleep.
A little snooze. He had to take a little
A
nappy.
little snoozy, yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's basically saying he was in a daze. He's saying he doesn't know what he was thinking or doing.
He got that kind of road hypnosis, they're saying. That's what his union's saying.
What's a road
That he got.
hypnosis?
That's when, you just boo, and you see shit going by, and it happens to people like truckers on the highway sometimes.
Right.
And you just kind of nod off.
No, it happens to all of us.
Yeah.
We've all had that experience where you go, holy crap, what? What?
I think I was hurtling down this highway
Right.
asleep.
Right.
Is that white line fever?
He's got white line fever.
White line
You know what it's
fever.
called?
Yeah,
Like truckers, we get that from
right?
the left
Yeah.
line, right?
Crash train's driver dozed. He caught himself, but he caught himself too late. He put the train in emergency, but that was 6 seconds prior to derailment.
Whoops.
Yeah, they're saying the train was in perfect fucking shape.
Yeah.
So the MTA is fucked. The first lawsuit was announced yesterday.
Of course. Why
And they're
not?
saying there's going to be a bunch of them. A whole bunch of lawsuits.
Oh, yeah.
You can't derail a train. You just can't do that.
No, there's a bunch of people on those things.
You can't be going 82 when you're supposed to be going 30 around a turn.
Is there anywhere on that track where they're supposed to do like 80?
I'm sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm sure. Straightaways.
Straight? Think so, yeah.
Good old straightaways. And then you get that curve coming up. Man, I would love to know what the process is. You're allowed to go 82, but you got to slow down to 30 around that curve. Like,
Yeah.
what are the warnings that pop up? Is there shit on the train?
Supposed to be like signals, I think, right?
Yeah, but why can't they
knows?
do that automatically? Slow down the train or really...
They're working on
Well,
it.
fucking buzzers go off like,
I
don't
know.
forget, you got to slow this shit down.
They got to incorporate all kinds of shit like GPS and signals and
Why not?
sensors on the tracks. It's got no money. That's what they're saying.
We got no money. You know
said
how
it
much
was-
we pay for transportation
I
in and
know.
around New York City?
Said it was
Where's the
supposed to
money
be
going?
in place by 2015.
Right.
But that ain't going to happen.
Well, they're talking about, obviously, cars driving themselves.
Yeah.
Which seems kind of pretty crazy still. But trains that are on actual tracks, it seems like we should have done that years ago.
You'd think.
Especially like you're saying with the GPS and everything
Yeah,
else.
technology's got to be there.
Where the GPS hits you and you go, okay, obviously you got a couple miles before that curve, so now we're going to start slowing you down.
I'm not saying for sure, or I know this. I'm just speculating based on past history with unions and people like that at the toll booths and stuff. But I bet there's a big fucking to-do about that. The unions probably don't want the conductors and engineers taken out of the loop.
All right.
And made it automated, even though it'll be safer and faster and everything like that.
But can't you just incorporate some of this stuff? That GPS technology is pretty impressive.
It certainly is. You'd think so, but it's like the toll booths with the Easy Pass. You just fucking turn on the booth, have one guy there with a wrench in case something goes awry, and let everybody just zip right through. But no, we got to have people still there taking tolls.
And man, I don't know if you heard from the truck drivers yesterday on Twitter, but they raised the tolls again.
Oh yeah.
And now it's official. Trucks are going to be spending officially over $100 to cross the GWB. Where the fuck does that money go?
It's ridiculous.
Just to get more tickets once they get here.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
And then they park to try to unload their shit, and they get parking tickets the entire time they're in Manhattan. The entire time. Not one ticket either. Every stop they get a parking ticket. And we pay for all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
And the MTA has no accountability.
Nope.
Where the fuck does all that money go?
I don't know. Do they ever really do any assessments on these people? And
they got the city by the balls.
Yeah.
They're not controlled by the city or anybody else. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Like the mob.
Well, some say.
Yeah.
Some say.
I'm sure de Blasio will take care of the whole thing.
Oh, will he?
Oh, yeah. He's great.
It's amazing.
Did you see him in the paper yesterday? And I guess he's doing, he was reading Where the Wild Things Are or something.
What?
He was reading to kids.
Oh, really?
I swear to you, it looked like he was in, like, some faraway land. I didn't see one little white kid in this school.
That bothers you?
No, it doesn't bother me. It's just, it's pandering. It doesn't bother me. See, everybody gets the wrong impression. It doesn't bother me, but it's obviously pandering.
To who, though?
To his fucking
most
constituents.
Most white schools don't need stupid de Blasio reading a story to them, trust me.
Well,
where my kid goes to school, they don't need de Blasio.
All right.
I don't need de Blasio reading a dumb story to my kid. Fuck that.
Paying a lot of money. I guess he wants to get this pre-K shit for every kid in New York. Is there room for that? Are there schools for that? Is there money for that?
Well, what? A lot of kids don't go to school till kindergarten?
Yeah.
But that's how we did it.
I know, right? I
remember the weirdo kids went to...
Strange children went to pre-K.
Pre-K, preschool, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Those were the weirdos that ended up becoming really successful, by the way. The parents were onto something.
The first year of school that I had was kindergarten.
I'm one of 7 kids. I think we threw my sister into preschool.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not that she's a weirdo, but she was one of 7. Because it just wasn't what you did.
No, you just, public school. Hey, it's kindergarten.
My kid is 2 years away from kindergarten and already in school.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful because at first I thought it was really stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I can wait till kindergarten. We'll teach him some shit at home. Fuck no, man. You have to get your kid into school early now.
It's crazy.
It really is. He goes 4 hours a day. He's pooped out when he comes home.
It's like a full day for a kid. Jesus.
But he knows shit now.
Yeah.
He knows a lot of shit already.
Learning stuff over there?
Yeah, he is. He's tracing his name at 3.5.
Damn.
He's knowing his letters and his numbers.
Good shit.
So what? De Blasio wants all kids to be in...
Yes. Holy mackerel.
Where's the picture?
I think it's kind of...
Yeah, it's a video right here, I guess. He's reading. Oh. And then he had his transition team going to work, I guess. And then him and his family took a little trip to Gracie Mansion to see if they want to stay there or they want to stay where they live,
Well,
where do they live?
No one's been living in there for 12... How long is...
No, Bloomberg has.
12 years, was it?
He hasn't lived there. And
12 years.
Yeah.
Because it's a shitty place compared to what he can afford.
Isn't his brownstone on 60? When you cross through the park, you can see his
right there,
brownstone
yeah.
because he's got like a little... It's just a little police booth outside of it. It's nothing crazy. He's probably paid for that
But he owns that whole fucking building, obviously. And probably a few others in the city, I would imagine. imagine.
You know how nice his place must be?
It's ridiculous.
I want to go in there.
Have you ever seen Gracie Mansion? I've seen it from the water. It's pretty fucking impressive. It's really cool, yeah.
Yeah, they're looking to see if they want to move in there, and they're also looking for a new police chief, I guess. And I guess they were saying that de Blasio's wife is in on the whole police chief thing.
Good.
She's talking. Yeah.
Good.
Why does everyone have to get their wives involved with what they do?
I don't know.
It's the dumbest thing.
Oh, boy.
It's the dumbest thing.
Hey, he turned her away from lesbianism, huh? How about that? She was a lesbo back in what they call the day. Yeah, de Blasio's wife was a lesbian.
She was officially a lesbo?
Official lesbian.
Wow.
She wrote about it for a magazine and everything, about how she's a lesbian and then he swoops in there and fucking gives her the old de Blasio.
He must know how to use his fucking stick.
That fucking de Blasio cat.
Wait, he talked a black woman out of lesbianism?
Yeah.
Bill de Blasio knows how to fuck.
I guess
he
so.
He should be our mayor.
Yeah, he's all cock.
All right, you know what? I'm all in. If you can turn a black lesbian around, you should be our mayor, because that's pretty damn impressive.
Damn.
Wow, I can't get a black lesbian to be my friend. Wow,
that's all right, man.
Yeah,
no kidding. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he
learned something already today.
Had a couple of kids with her, and there they go.
Couple Afro kids.
Big Afro son gets him elected.
Oh, he's gonna suck for the city.
Oh, is he gonna?
But it'll be fun to watch.
It will be.
It'll be a joy to watch.
It will be fun. I can't wait to see who he's going to appoint to some of these posts. That's the big thing.
Well, but he's trying to get kids learning earlier.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, it's a noble idea, but I mean, again, something that's good for the masses, sometimes it's just not really attainable in the type of capitalistic society we live in.
Well, you're going to have a lot of kids that are way behind, though.
Well, that's true, too.
There's a lot of people starting their schooling a lot earlier. Yeah. And then you throw your kid in at 5 years old, they're way the hell behind. That's what I've learned.
And they never
catch up, really.
They never round up the school to the people that are excelling. They always wind it back down to the people that aren't, and everybody's got to be at that level.
Right.
You know, because you don't want to exclude anybody. You don't want to make them feel stupid, God forbid.
Right.
So you got to change the curriculum and everything to suit the dummies instead of really showing that there's talented young people out there that should be put to the head of the class, as they say.
But he was reading to kids. That's a good photo op.
He's reading to kids. I haven't seen that photo op.
Yeah, they don't really do that. Oh, yeah. Gene in Connecticut, what's up?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Gene.
Are you a dancing machine?
Nice.
Yeah, I am a dancing wrestling machine.
Are you mean?
Man, I'm mean. Yes, I've been getting that all my life. Yes,
of course you have.
Time I heard that. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I just wanted to comment on Bill de Blasio and his photo op with all the little beautiful black children. I mean, obviously that was a position for him to be that way, you know, just to show that he's a man of the people, of the disenfranchised and the malcontents of society, and he's going to be the savior. He's going to be the guy, because obviously he wasn't in a private school reading books to kids. He picked a inner city school with as much black kids and Latino kids as possible, and they sit him in the middle. And he's supposed to be this, you know, savior, which is going to save us all, you know, in New York and get our kids smart again.
Yeah, that seems to be the thing. I mean, he's not the first guy to do this, that's for sure. Yeah. You could see Hillary and George W. Bush and everybody. They always pick the inner city schools and sit down.
I'm not a de Blasio guy whatsoever, but I don't mind that he's reading to kids. I mean,
I don't care about him reading to kids.
I just hope he has his shit together, because what he's trying to accomplish with New York City could really, really fuck up the entire city if it's not done right.
He's pandering, is what it is, though. It's that obvious, and not just him. It's all the politicians.
Well, that's how he got into office. He pandered to the
minorities.
Absolutely. Afro Kid. That's all you need to know.
Afro Kid.
He got elected because of Afro Kid.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
All right, Gene. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Rock on, Gene. Rock on. De Blasio, Head Start is bullshit. The kids don't start school until they are 6 or 7. What?
What's that?
Jose, Long Island, what's up?
Hey, man, how are you guys?
Hello.
We're fucking tired. What do you think? Let's go.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to adjust to work here. But listen, I've been reading up on a lot of this Head Start stuff, and it's really bullshit, because in Scandinavia, like in the countries that kind of, the socialist countries that everybody really like looks up to, that they're so perfect, that you got all the free health care and all that stuff, they don't start school until they're 6 or 7 years old.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but they probably like do some of that homeschooling, I would imagine, some of those places. They probably have more time to spend with their kids.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
I bet, you know how Ann always talks about stats? I would love to look into that. I bet you there's a reason why they start at 6 or 7. They probably get a lot of education at home.
From what I read, they're saying that you get your mind is like better molded, ready for school when you're 6 or 7 years old and you're ready to learn all this stuff. I mean, obviously, you're right. They learn how to read and stuff like that from their parents beforehand.
Yeah, I just kind of remember that before kindergarten. I do have some recollection of that. And it was mostly like talking to your mom and dad and saying dumb shit, and they'd read to you, and you'd learn stuff just by walking around the house and fucking poking around and looking at shit and
asking a lot of questions.
Yeah, that was pre-K. And then kindergarten, you'd go in there, and that was your culture shock of other kids and fucking, a teacher and another authority figure.
Comes down to parenting again, though. You probably had cool parents. There's a lot of people out there, both parents have to go to work, and you're sitting there with some, fucking babysitter that doesn't even speak English, because they're the cheap ones to get.
Maybe, yeah.
And what are they teaching you?
Yeah.
A couple Spanish words?
A few Spanish words, I would think.
Right.
You'd learn some Spanish.
All right, Jose. Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, you got it.
Is that Billy Joel?
Yeah, Billy Joel's going to, live in Madison Square Garden or something.
He's doing a residency.
What does that mean?
Rickles.
One show a month until the public doesn't want it anymore. Like, it's residency is when you just do it in one...
yeah, it's mostly casino hotels.
You do it.
Once a month, that's
place.
easy. Okay. Yeah, because he had tickets go on sale for Madison Square Garden, and they just keep adding shows. They're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
They didn't expect it was going to be this crazy. So then they sat him down and made a little deal with him. So once a month, you get to see Billy Joel at MSG.
At the Garden, yeah.
And he'll mix it up, Probably 1 month he'll just do an entire album or something. A lot of these rock artists they're very successful with that. You go see them and they do one album. And then their encore is all their greatest hits. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the footage of McCartney coming at the Shea Stadium at the end of his... It's great. He was, when he did those Shea Stadium shows to close Shea,
right.
He had special guests, and McCartney had said no at first because he mixed up a date, and then he realized he could actually come. So he flew in. They actually delayed the show just so McCartney could fly in and come in at the end. And I heard that they met him at customs, and like the chief of police and whatever, they rushed him, and he just literally just made it before
curfew. Right?
You never saw that? Yeah, he came on stage.
Oh wow!
It's really
it's on the Blu-ray for the last play at Shea.
That's a hell of a moment.
You don't think they'd do that for the singer of like Men Without Hats? They'd whisk him to
They wouldn't let him in the thing unless his pass was perfect.
Is this it right here?
Yeah.
So what? Did Billy Joel know at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the rumor was around, but people didn't know if he was coming. I actually haven't seen this footage here.
Wow. That's a lot of people.
Man, I just hung out and had wine with Billy Joel last year.
Oh, there he is.
In Huntington. It's so fucking weird. There's Paul.
Jesus.
Hey, New York. It's so cool to be back here on the last night. Came here a long time ago and we had a blast that night.
Why is there pubic hair on the screen?
We're having another one tonight.
Asian subtitles.
Oh. They couldn't pick a better song.
They had to go to the deep tracks.
Come on, man.
Fuck, play one of
Play
the
something
hits.
we know.
In times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me.
We're playing this out, by the way. Fuck it.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness. She is standing right in front of me.
You think up till now and stuff, Paul McCartney's had a good career?
He's had a few flops.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When all the broken-hearted people living in
Billy's trying to figure out when he comes in.
Billy,
See
you
that?
just sit there and watch
Yeah,
a
just
Beatle.
shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Just watch a Beatle.
But he's like a fucking 10-year-old kid.
See, he keeps putting the mic up. He's like, no, I can't do this.
I've seen footage from the audience of this. I've never actually seen this. Yes, good.
Let it be, let it be, let
Do you think people were singing along?
It was odd. I think a couple of were.
Oh, it's harmonizing.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, be. The whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
That McCartney, fucking amazing.
That cocksucker can really belt out a tune, can he? Nice guy in person.
Oh. How many people are on that stage? Jesus.
How embarrassed would Billy Joel have been if he jumped up on the piano and the legs broke and he fell?
How many people are in there? It's
He
like,
broke McCartney's shin.
what do they get? 100,000 in there almost?
I don't know,
With
probably.
the floor?
With the field, yeah. Man.
Yeah, Phil Shea.
That is, what year is this?
A couple years ago, he was 5 years
Oh, the
old.
closing. Okay. Stupid Shea Stadium. Everybody gets all nostalgic. The place stunk.
It was terrible.
But when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow.
Ah,
let it
Billy.
be.
This guy's shut up.
I woke up to the sound of music, but the Mary comes to me, speaking words.
Yeah, he literally doesn't know what to do.
No,
He's sitting there
it's
watching
pretty-
a Beatles sing, and he's like,
It's
do I chime in or
fascinating,
do I shut
actually.
up?
He's being alpha male big time.
Yeah.
Billy Joel looks like 5 different people now, sorta.
Yeah.
It looks like Scorch.
Don Rickles, Scorch. Dun, dun, dun.
Wow. Billy just didn't know what to do there.
No,
Yeah, that
he
was
just-
really
He just had
fascinating.
And there was nothing McCartney did. He was just singing, but Billy didn't want to step on him.
That's all he's got to do.
Right.
But then Billy's like, well, this is my show. You're supposed to kind of jam.
Prick.
Sir Paul McCartney.
How many did he do?
I think he did one more. I don't know.
Jesus.
Looks like Mike from Breaking Bad, too. Billy Joel. Yay. Oh, you can make the audience chant. Sounds like a Nuremberg rally. Nice.
That's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
really cool, actually.
I thought he did too. I mean, he might have done another one.
He flew in just to do Let It Be.
Yeah, he might have done one more, and
Probably did one more.
yeah, because I've seen a footage of him singing. It was like she was just 17, or I saw her standing
Yeah, I
there.
saw her
You
standing
think the
there.
cops got him through traffic?
Oh, yeah.
I think the cops got him through the fucking U.S. Customs. I think the chief of police got him through U.S.
Yeah,
Customs.
yeah.
Whoever it was really high up in the police department, and he was whisked.
That's nice when you're whisked.
Yeah, I've
You
never
know?
been whisked into a building.
Oh,
I've only
Yeah, we
been whisked
have.
out. When?
the
Philly.
whisk.
Philly used to.
They used to
Philly
whisk
would
us.
whisk us around.
Philly whisked us around.
Good old whisking Philly.
A whisking.
Yeah, we
a
did
good old
get
whisking.
A good whisking.
It was embarrassing, actually.
Yes,
They'd
it
pick
was.
us up at 5 in the morning. There's no one on the streets, and they would
Yeah.
have full sirens. A motorcade
Yeah.
all the way to YSP.
We don't know how to accept nice things. Like, whenever someone is nice to the show, our whole attitude is like, oh,
I know.
we
We don't deserve this.
Oh, yeah, he
We
comes
don't
back.
deserve
Yeah.
this.
What song is it, York?
I saw her standing there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now Billy's like, I could play on this one at least.
Right.
Yeah.
Play a little honky-tonk piano.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sir Paul McCartney.
Again? Boo! Boo! Boo!
Well, she was just 17.
Hey.
You know what I mean. And the way she looked was way beyond your bed.
He just sounds just like he did.
I've watched footage of him singing like Brazil recently, like on all like these McCartney loops. And he's singing this fucking 50-year-old rock song.
Yeah.
And fucking like 20-year-old chicks are like jumping and their tits are bouncing to it. It's amazing.
Yeah, because it's a pop song.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's one of those guys that like still sounds like Paul McCartney when he sings. You know, it's not sad to watch.
No, he's in great shape.
Yeah, he's fucking. When we saw him play, how long did he fucking play? It was amazing.
I love his drummer.
Yeah.
He's got that drummer who's really fucking kind of a weird dude, but he's really good, and he seems to really enjoy playing with Paul McCartney.
I bet he does. Yeah.
You got a guy that was at the show saying that Let It Be wasn't even the highlight.
Oh, hey,
come
Billy.
on. Rob, what's going on?
How's it going, fellas?
Hey, man.
Well, for a lot of people, Let It Be was definitely, the highlight, but for many people, hello?
Yeah.
Wow, we're so listening to it. Let's go.
Miss Saigon, Billy Joel had a chorus of veterans on stage.
Miss Saigon. It's Goodbye Saigon.
Yeah, it
Miss
is
Saigon
Goodbye
was
Saigon.
the Broadway play, silly.
Correct.
Miss
So anyway,
Saigon.
he had veterans on stage in a chorus singing,
Okay.
and there were people crying. Like, I looked over and I saw at least a dozen people. I was probably about 30 rows back from the stage, and I looked around and I saw about 30, 40 people crying during that song.
Wow.
With the veterans on stage. So you might want to just check that out. That was incredible.
I might have to download this show.
Yeah, this looks good.
Paul McCartney
Thanks,
just
Rob.
leaned on Billy Joel's back when he was playing. Could you see if Billy just fucking hit him? It's
Yeah,
like,
and then had him
got
escorted
all
off
mad.
stage.
Yeah.
Stop touching me.
Security
He's a
fucking-
germaphobe. He had his back Purelled in front of everybody.
Security just takes Paul McCartney off stage.
It's got to be weird for Billy Joel.
Oh, my God, dude. Yeah.
Sounds a little better than when the Beatles were there. All you heard was terrible.
I was watching Beatles footage from like some really weird black and white show they did, and the camera, it's so funny how the cameras were back then. There was just no movement.
No.
Cut! Shots.
It was just one shots on everybody.
Yeah, this
and
was
then
like-
the band.
It was like from the middle of the fucking, like, it was probably from like 50 feet from the stage, and, the angle was awful. It was, they just had no mobility.
Hadn't had that figured out yet.
How did we get on Billy Joel?
This is Madison Square
Oh,
Garden.
the MSG thing, the deal he just signed. So once a month you get to see him at Madison Square Garden. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
The Post is killing a woman on their front page today.
Wow, they're
I tweeted
killing
the
her?
photo for the people that are somewhere else. Huh?
They're killing her? Man,
Pretty much, man.
pretty fucking harsh.
We had a guy that was saved from jumping off the Brooklyn Bridge yesterday.
Oh, an asshole that was fucking up traffic. Great.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if these guys jump. I just don't give a fuck. Even if it was someone in my own family, jump. They just jump.
I've had enough already.
With the me shit. Just jump then. But anyway, this woman did what I would say most of us would have done.
Yes.
In this day and age of social media, everyone's looking for that picture for their Facebook page and their Instagram and whatnot. So she took a selfie with the guy in the background.
Yeah.
So the front page of the Post today, selfie-ish. My photo with Brooklyn Bridge suicide dude.
Now, meanwhile, even if she didn't do that, the Post would have published the picture of the guy trying to
Of
jump.
course.
So what makes them any better?
And then you read the story, and they're trying to do a whole, it's all about me. Yeah, the jumper. Not the
exactly.
selfie broad. She's doing what everyone would do.
There's a moment happening, and she just wants to get a picture of herself in that moment. That's all it is.
What the fuck was she supposed to do? She can't help anyway.
Who took that picture?
The post photographer.
Oh, so he's just as guilty.
Dude,
Of
these
course.
fucking vultures, they're still putting pictures of Lanza in the paper because there's a new book on Newtown coming out.
Right.
They're still doing 2-page spreads on them.
Right.
These fucking cocksuckers to criticize anybody
Yeah.
else.
You know what? I didn't even catch that. Yeah. The selfie is not even the selfie pic.
No.
It's a picture of her doing a selfie.
Right.
So you're right. The photographer for the Post had to snap that.
Pretty
wouldn't
much
give her
doing the
name.
same thing.
Huh?
She wouldn't give her name.
She
They
should
asked
have
for
gave her name.
No,
Should have
she-
gave her Facebook page. Fuck it. Deal with the hate. You'll get some likes.
Yeah.
That's what you're going for, right? Don't jump until I get this picture lined up.
Oh, you think
First of
she
all,
said that?
of course not, but that's how the article starts by Paul Martinka, I guess. America's selfie obsession reached a new low on Tuesday when a woman snapped a cell phone self-portrait that also captured a suicide man on the Brooklyn Bridge. With scores of onlookers watching the dramatic 10 a.m. rescue by cops, the crass camerawoman turned her back to the scene, angled her phone toward the bridge, and snapped a shot.
So what?
Exactly. How dare she do something when the Post is trying to capitalize and make money off it?
Right.
Fuck them.
The scarf-clad blonde even cracked a thin smile. When approached by the Post afterwards, she suddenly became camera shy. I'd rather not, she said when asked for her name. She then hustled out of Brooklyn Bridge Park. Yeah, Jimmy's right. They were going to show that picture on the front page no matter what.
Anyway, yeah. So they make a story out of
The
it.
shot of the unidentified man who was saved by officers has instantly earned a place in the Rogues Gallery, not far behind Anthony Weiner's infamous crotch shot and Amanda Bynes' topless breakdown photos. Selfies have become so widely popular that the term was named Word of the Year for 2013 by the Oxford Dictionary. The craze includes not just celebrities at their worst. Average people have also become viral phenomena.
Yes.
One of the most
Selfie.
notorious came in the Bronx in May when Basid McLean, 23, murdered his mom, Tanya Beard, then posed with a picture of her severed head.
Oh, my God.
That's a great selfie.
Wow.
In October in Florida, high school junior Malik Whiter snapped a selfie in a classroom while his teacher was seen going through labor in the background. Yeah, that's what people do now.
Wow.
So what this is the message the Post says. We are going to give people infamy for doing this shit.
Right.
And then if you want to make yourself a part of something, we're going to criticize you for it. They're such creeps.
Is that the pic that they blacked out?
They blacked out the head that he's holding up in his selfie.
And maybe his mental illness is the issue there.
Where's
Not the selfie.
Where's the picture?
Why'd they block out the fucking head?
Yeah.
Someone's got the picture
Where's
with the
the
head
actual
still,
picture?
right?
There's got to be. If they got the edited one, they got to have the real one. Mm-hmm. No? That's funny. He fucking, boy, did he hate her.
Yeah. He's smiling, too.
Damn,
Creepy.
yeah, he is smiling.
That's some creepy shit.
He loved cutting off his mom's head.
Yeah. Wonder what she did.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
Not only did he cut it off, but then he actually had to line the phone up and hold it like.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
know, he probably had a couple bad shots until
Couple
he
of
got it
bad
right.
ones. Mom's head was swinging, so it was a little blurry.
A little blurry or
had to wait
not
for it to-
completely in the shot.
Yeah, not framed.
I have no problem with this broad doing this.
Nah, what are you gonna
None.
do?
Because the Post was going to show this this sad individual anyway.
Yeah.
About to jump from the Brooklyn Bridge, but it turns out he did not.
And then another thing
Most of
going
these
on.
guys don't jump, by the way.
Now the cops talk him down.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm all for the NYPD, trust me. But I think in the end, a lot of these guys
Yeah.
don't have the fucking balls to do it. And they're kind of thankful that the cops finally show up and make it look like, oh, thank God you're here.
Phew. I don't have to go through with this.
Right.
I guess the city council, again, getting their nose in shit, wants to ban the e-cigarettes now.
Why?
In every place where there are cigarettes. Now they want to ban the e-cigarettes. The
Well,
whole thing was the secondhand smoke thing, and like
I hate to say it, I don't have a problem with it.
with them banning those.
Yeah, because I think it just leads to people doing the real smoking.
Really? I
Yeah.
don't see that.
No.
I
Yeah.
could see.
They just don't want people fucking smoking anymore. period.
But they can't think for other citizens like that. Like I get, like you said, the secondhand smoke thing, but
there's a workaround, and they found it. Like to be able to just sit there and smoke. Like Ronnie,
was there any health issues?
Ronnie B was puffing away on one here in the studio.
No, is there health issues when you puff on those things? There's got to be some kind of fucking chemical.
You know what? There's
entering your lungs, right?
There's two camps on this one, and no one's really showing any facts.
Right.
Whether it's dangerous or not, it's
doesn't
vapor.
smell bad.
It's not smoke. You can't smell it at all.
I'm going to change my opinion.
Oh,
right here,
shit.
right now, right here, right now.
Right here, right.
Yeah, they shouldn't be able to do that.
No, I mean,
I didn't really think that one through. Yeah, I don't like them fucking telling us what to do.
Yeah, because they just
especially when it's legal shit.
Yeah.
So I have to change my thought on that immediately.
They just want to blanket cover, like, hey, wherever cigarettes are illegal, we're making these illegal too. It's like, why?
Yeah.
What's you need a reason?
You're absolutely right.
And half of the people who do that drink and then get there, fuck them.
Yeah.
Me and Kenny on the way in, we saw three guys, probably mid-20s, heading toward the Christmas tree area, so I don't know what the fuck's going on there. I don't think they were there for the tree lighting, which is tonight.
Tree lighting tonight.
It must be something the Today Show's doing. And all three of them, it was like 5:20 in the morning, they're just smoking. And I turned to Kenny, I'm like, that just seems so fucking weird now to me.
Smoking?
Watching people just smoke in this day and age.
You ever see a guy coming in?
Bar.
Huh?
They probably just left the bar.
But then I told Kenny I was guilty of it. I was one of those fucking bar douche smokers. Thought I was cool.
Don't you feel sick when you see somebody doing it? Like, there's a guy I told, we've talked about him before. When you walk in, you see he stands outside and he smokes and he's chewing gum.
Right.
And he holds the cigarette like between his middle and pointer finger low, like towards the hand.
Oh.
And he's just taking deep drags and chomping on gum. And I'm just like, cancer mouth, cancer mouth, cancer mouth. Like, all I'm thinking of is how sick his mouth must be. Like,
oh, yeah.
dude, you gotta stop. I want to hug him.
And you two smoked pretty heavily for a while
years.
there.
Yeah.
You did 17 years.
17 years.
Yeah, I was a smoker when I first met him.
Loved smoking.
When did you stop smoking? I don't even remember anymore.
I don't know, early 2000s.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I loved smoking.
It just seems fucking weird when you see it now. Really strange.
I smelled it last night.
It smells good.
Indoors, it was Attell was smoking because he was shooting something. It was in the village. The place was closed to the public. And I'm in the building. I smell smoke. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like,
yeah.
I thought we were on fire. Then it's just Dave standing over there like a fucking lunatic. I'm like, all right.
I remember jumping on the school bus as a very young lad, and then the smokers. Kids would wait until they were about a mile away from the school. They thought it was safe, and they would light up in the back of the bus, but they would have all the windows open and all that shit, but you would still smell that?
Yeah.
I used to love smelling that on the way home.
The smoke would waft
But I didn't
up.
smoke.
Before you take a drag, you'd have to look in that giant mirror that was over the bus driver's head.
Right.
See if you could catch a fucking drag before
They
she
all
looked
knew.
up.
Didn't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't give a fuck back then. They let you do it.
Oh, yeah.
Because, of course, they knew you were doing it. Everyone else smelled it.
We had a bus driver, a black bus driver. I'll never forget this guy. Like they would rotate whoever would pick us up. And some school administrator had yelled at all the students smoking on the bus and came in and said, no smoking. And then we drove away. He said something like, you heard the lady, no smoking. You can smoke all you want. It's great.
Let's go to Kevin in, we don't hear from New Mexico often enough. Kevin, what's up?
Old Mexico.
Or old, right. Yeah, what's new about it at this
smoking
point?
cigarettes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I quit smoking cigarettes about a year and a half ago, and I started on these electronic jobs. Man, I can't even stand the smell of regular cigarettes. They make me just friggin' want to puke.
Yeah.
But these things, you get the different flavors. Hell, I'm smoking grape flavored right now.
Well, look at you.
People, maybe they should, like the gum and stuff. Hey, how come you can chew the gum? I mean, the fucking gum is probably bad for your mouth. Like, Voss has been chewing it for 5 years. It's like, dumbbell, you got to stop that, too. You chew a little bit, and it's to wean you off.
Right.
But that's no one's business but Voss's or anybody else's.
In 2013, you would assume they'd have come up with electronic cigarettes at this point, That's kind of a futuristic thing you would have seen back in the day in movies. Like, oh, look at what's he smoking. Oh, it's an electric cigarette? That's crazy.
And the tobacco companies are still kicking ass, right?
Yeah.
Even though smoking's pretty much banned at this point. You
Yeah,
get
overseas.
You get one circle outside your building where you're allowed to smoke.
Yeah.
Dr. Steve put up a thing.
Fuck Dr. Steve.
He recommends smoking.
I know. It didn't
He's the 1 out of 10 that recommends it.
Yeah, it's good for you. You rub it on your gum.
Right. That 9 out of 10 doctor shit. Who's the 10th guy? What?
Yeah, he put up some article or something on Twitter, you know, about the pros and cons or whatever. And I can't exactly remember what it said, but, you know, like you said, there are two different camps. Some saying, yeah, it's okay, and some saying, no, it's not. Well, you know, all I know is this thing has just a small amount of nicotine in it compared to cigarettes. It's almost, you know, really nominal as far as nicotine goes, but it doesn't have the 400 or some other stupid other chemicals that fucking cigarettes have.
But you're right, dude. But it's also not, and as much as I hate to say, it's not. Then again, I don't like paying for people's health insurance when they're fucking doing things on. We all do unhealthy shit, but when you're smoking in 2013, you're really just kind of jacking up medical costs for the rest of us. So
Right.
maybe I don't know. I kind of like, I don't want to think for other people, but I don't want to pay for it either.
Well, you know, and here's the second thing to that. Now, nicotine, according to different studies, and I've done my reading on it, nicotine isn't the one that causes the you know, the health issues. Nicotine is no more addictive than coffee is. So, you know, it takes, you know, I don't know what the hell to say. Comme ci, comme ça, you know, whatever. It's catch-22. Either yes, it's good or yes, it's not.
What are you talking about?
Did you just have a mini stroke?
Sir, what
Are
do
you
you
just
mean?
blurting out fucking
cliches?
cliche, man?
Yeah, sorry, Chinese bullshit.
6 to 1, half dozen the other.
Exactly.
Yin yang.
That's what I was looking for.
Yada yada.
All right, Kevin.
Jesus.
All right, see you
All
later.
right, thank
Your
you.
time is done.
Yeah,
No idea what he was
we've
getting
had you
at
up
the
to
end there.
here.
Oh, man, did that call go awry?
Sure did. So the selfie thing is a phenomenon, and there you have it.
Yeah,
I think that's a great selfie.
yeah, it's a good one. Made the news.
Oh, they'll kill her, though.
Now she's got a selfie on the fucking front page.
This prankster,
What did he do?
Fox is doing a story on the prankster. He uses social media to read people's minds. So basically what he does, he's using his Twitter, does a little Twitter search, sees someone tweeting some shit, let's say outside of Starbucks or something, and then he's in the area, he goes there, finds the person that just tweeted that shit, and depending on what the person tweeted, oh, here he is. He's explaining
puts
it.
their information out there on their social media profiles thinking it's just for friends and family and stuff. But really, strangers have access to this information. And that's kind of what blew me away, is that people put this out there thinking it's
Know that
safe.
kind, Jim?
Right. But it's available to me.
You mean stuff like... You mean
Thankfully, you're a
stuff
nice
like...
guy.
Yeah, thankfully, exactly.
Personal stuff like this, Jack? Watch.
Business that you're in, some kind of a business that has to do with cell company or phone company or something like that. Yes? Wait. Hey, someone in your family is referred to as Pops. Is it like a dad or a grandpa or something?
You were tripping me out right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, too, because I know you were actually... I should have said it to you because yours was before hers. But
birthdays?
anyway, like a little white curly dog, sort of like a little white dog.
Stop it. That's creepy. You have a dog?
Recently, like, had lunch, dinner, or something like that. Chicken. There was chicken involved, I know for sure.
Shut the up.
Jack, what has the response been that you put this out there? I mean, you get a lot of YouTube hits anyway.
Yeah. Usually, you know, I'm just looking for reasons to come up with a new prank video.
Sure.
And so this was a really interesting response because I get to come on, you know, cool news shows like this.
Just like that.
People are interested because it's sort of a privacy issue, I think.
It's a disconnect
You know,
between what we put up in the privacy of on our terminal at home and what you find on the boardwalk at various places in California.
Absolutely, 100%.
But a good message within the funny.
Yeah.
Jack Field, where can everyone find you?
Good message within the funny.
Good message.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go eat bugs.
Yeah.
That's the bug girl.
Oh, boy.
She'll always be known as the one that ate bugs.
Yeah.
She's pretty, man. Fuck.
Like her?
She's a twat.
Is she?
Yes. Everyone knows this.
What's her name?
I forget. She was on Barbara Walters' The View. What's her name?
Oh, is that Elizabeth Hasselbeck?
Oh, Hasselbeck. Thank you.
I didn't even recognize her.
She's a twat.
Yeah, she's irritating.
Indeed. Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
Anyway, that's pretty. That was pretty smart on his part. You know?
Yeah, it's a good gag.
You know, someone tweets in the area. I guess he focuses. Where?
By the village or wherever.
You search by wherever you are. You just look up your tweets.
Yeah.
People
Right.
post their locations.
And they're tweeting all the time. Is like, oh fuck, this person just tweeted from that restaurant right over there. Nice. And then he goes over there and fucks with them.
I'd probably
because then he
mess it
quickly
up.
looks at their
photos,
their Twitter to see what they've been up to in the last few days, and then you could fucking nail them with something.
I'd mess up and refer to them as their Twitter name. Just give it away.
Oh, that would ruin everything.
Yeah. Somebody here, Janet1520. Yeah, it's my Twitter name. Oh, forget it.
The other side of that, obviously, there's got to be some fucking major crimes going down because they use it for evil.
Yes.
You know, all these people that are, Instagramming the picture of them with their family going to Disney.
Yeah.
Now everyone knows that your house is empty.
Oh, right.
I know.
Right.
It's very scary.
That shit has to be going down.
That for scams, for people that want to scam people. Anytime you're getting information on people, you get a little leverage to work shenanigans, as they say.
Will they ban nicotine completely? That's a good question.
I don't know. I doubt it, considering we're getting close to legalizing marijuana. The weed?
The weed.
But they found a medicinal purpose. They found the workaround there with the medicinal.
It's like, hey, it helps me out.
Dude, I've been trying to get off coffee for a while. I mean, what you want to talk about addictions? And they always said that caffeine was a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I've drastically dropped it, but I get the headaches and everything. So then I have to, like, I've been barely drinking it this morning. I had to drink a full cup just to get rid of the headache.
Oh, man.
I'm 75% down, though. I'm down to one small, lousy cup of coffee a day, finally.
You got the monkey on your back.
Well, you remember.
Coffee monkey.
When we met, I was doing three pots of coffee a night.
Nice.
And it continued for 20 years.
Now what? What are you
One
down to?
small fucking cup of coffee, and now I'm down to half decaf, half regular, but... Yesterday, I was dealing with a fucking headache, so I got just a regular today, and boom, no headache. What happened?
Do I like a nice shot of espresso?
Jim's got some. What?
Oh. Huh?
I was thinking, as you're talking as regular Joe, I just kept thinking, if I was an octopus, I'd be holding 8 cups.
Yeah.
But you don't really think of caffeine as a drug. They always say it, obviously, but then when you do try to get off it, you realize, oh fuck, man, it truly is.
I never really got
People
on
have
the
worse
coffee
addictions,
bandwagon.
obviously. Yeah, you're lucky.
I like that, espresso with dinner kind of a thing, but that's about it.
I don't do it during the day anymore. Like, I'll stop. This is my second. Sometimes I'll have just 2 mediums in the morning.
Right.
But I used to go all day with coffee, and now
then that fucks up your sleep. You get dehydrated. It's all sorts of shit that happens.
Oh, no.
Everything fucks up my sleep. Like last night, laying there with an apnea mask on, just staring at the ceiling. Yada da 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 da.
Oh,
Wide
no.
awake. I couldn't be more awake.
And you don't put anything on, right? Like a TV or anything?
No.
That's crazy because you got the apnea mask.
Nice and loud
You
in your
need
ear.
something to distract from that, maybe. I don't
know how anyone sleeps with a TV. I can't.
Dude,
do it.
I sleep way better since getting rid of most of the caffeine. And I feel a lot sharper, and I'm not as stuttery. Not as stammery. I think my fucking tongue was way faster than my brain.
Caffeinated?
Oh, fuck yeah.
You're all caffeinated?
But still trying to, drop it completely, and I had to have a cup just to get rid of the headache. It's unbelievable. Look it up online, what it does to you when you try to... Some people die when they give up caffeine.
That's
if you don't do it right.
That's probably because they get into an argument with the wrong guy.
Yeah,
like they're
yeah.
cranky.
Right.
They fucking sound off at the wrong dude. And
yeah.
I was watching something yesterday coming from the gym, and I'm leaving, and there's a Chinese guy in a van stopped in front of a hydrant. And he's being blocked in by another van, and then there's a woman parked in front of him. She's in the passenger seat. So the Chinese guy gets out and is just yelling at the woman in the passenger seat, but she's not in the car that's blocking him in. She's like in a legit parking spot. And I think the guy was just mad that he was blocked in.
Right.
And I'm walking, and I'm thinking, like, I hope this girl's boyfriend or whatever comes out and he just breaks this guy's jaw.
Wow.
I couldn't even hear what he was saying.
Yeah,
It was like
yeah.
he was talking to her.
He was trying to get her to move so he could get out of his
But I
spot.
don't even know if he could have, because it was the van. She wasn't double parked. She was against the curb.
Right.
It was I guess that prevented him from sneaking out
That's what I'm
around the
saying.
double parked guy.
He was hoping to use her to get the fuck out because he's blocked in by the van.
But I'm just like, some people just start arguments with the wrong people in life.
Yeah.
I'm amazed people
shot.
aren't getting killed every day by that type of shit, because you see it every day in Manhattan. These arguments.
Yeah, believe me. I see it.
They're starting to say engineer, nod it off. They're really going with that one, so I might be wrong with the texting thing.
Yeah, they probably checked his phone, and you can figure that out pretty easy.
Pretty quickly, you
Yeah,
think?
they just check the towers or whatever. They see, but if you haven't sent a text in 40 minutes, like they know what you did.
Right. So,
good luck to you. Good luck with that defense.
But you're right, that's not a crime as opposed to, I mean, there's negligence, but I mean, it's
Yeah,
not as
yeah.
bad as texting.
Yeah, and you could say, oh, it was, I didn't know I had this, and I wasn't.
well, it saves his
diagnosed.
ass, but
Yeah.
Well, the union, of course, will stand by him. Of course they will, because that's what they do. Regardless of whether you're right and wrong, you paid in, so they're going to stand by you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even if you're wrong.
Well, they're going to get fucked with lawsuits, so. A lot of lawsuits.
Yeah, union rep tells that. Oh, okay, I feel that he feels remorse. All right, I'm sure.
What?
Nah, there's nothing there. He said the union
This
rep.
accident may be a window into Mr. Goals.
Well, I think that's what the FRA is pointing to.
All right, that's fine. Shit. What the hell's the FRA?
FRA, I'm going to guess some Federal Railroad Association?
Sounds about right.
Or,
FRA.
Yeah, it's the FRA. It's France. The whole country of France.
Oh, there it is. The wonderfulness of Chris Angel last night.
What? Can we save it for after the break?
Oh, we certainly can.
You're still watching Chris Angel?
I don't know why. I can't not watch that dumb ass show when it's on and just get angry at it.
That Shaq balloon, man.
Oh, yeah, Shaq balloon was fucking great.
Took on a life of its own.
It's
the one video of us just breaking down Shaq balloon is doing extremely well. People love it. It's a nice little visual element for the radio show.
I have a theory about Chris Angel.
All right, save it.
I will save it, but I got a theory about this Spike series that's on.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're still watching?
I don't know why. I watch and I get mad.
Did he bring someone back from the dead last night? Was that the one?
That was a rerun. No, he did the elephant
rerun.
one, but I saw it last night. Too.
Okay,
They
all right,
do
well,
like a marathon before the new episode.
We're going to do some Chris Angel shit after the break.
Yeah.
And very good news. We got Brandon Steiner coming in.
Oh.
The collectible guy. He's very entertaining. I like him a lot. And he's going to give, he brought in a shitload of stuff he's going to give away just in time for the...
Literally a shitload?
I was going to say just in time for the holiday, but guess what? Hanukkah, not so much. Christmas, though, yes. Is Hanukkah over?
No.
Hasn't it started yet?
How many more candles?
No, it started.
Oh, it started.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize it.
It's got to be just about over.
Yeah, I think it's been
5 days.
five or 6 days.
How many do they do?
Oh,
7?
yeah?
There's
How
8
long?
crazy nights.
Well, that's true.
8 crazy nights.
Instead of one day of presents.
And we stress about one dumb night.
But they don't have to get him good shit.
Yeah, you don't celebrate
It's like
all
stupid
8.
stuff. Oh, wow, a dreidel. Oh, boy, look at that. It's the little coins.
Oh, wow.
The little fucking chocolate
Fish.
coins.
I didn't know fucking thanks. I thought it was during Christmas time.
They went early this year.
Yeah, this year it went very early.
Oh, it changes.
One of the
Yeah,
earliest
yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
It won't coincide with Thanksgiving again.
75,000 years.
8,000. Yes.
I don't know.
8,000 years?
78,000.
Oh,
Oh
78,000.
my God. Who the fuck's going to be around for that from here?
Most of us won't be.
You'll know someone's
Most of
lying,
us.
by the way, if they say, I remember the last time this happened. No, you don't, Pop.
No.
It was 78,000 years ago.
Probably won't even be using the same calendar anymore.
No,
Yes, we will.
being out of
78,000 years?
Absolutely.
Okay.
In the year 25. What?
Wow, 78. That's right now, that's almost, say, 30 times. Like it's 30 times the time since now in Christ.
Yeah. It's
Away
like
from now.
recorded history.
That's a
pretty
long
much.
time. But it's a drop in the bucket in the universal time.
Oh, of course.
Shut up.
Okay.
And Justin Bieber's in trouble there, Sam?
Well, the mayor of
He hopes so.
some Australian town
Okay, we'll get into
put out
that.
a video memo
Justin
about him.
Bieber.
We love Justin Bieber stories because he's just he's just an asshole.
It's me and you making fondue. Having fondue. Even though I like the chorus of that song. Boyfriend?
Oh, I bet you do.
I do. It's a good song. It's nothing to do with me liking cocks. It's not about cocks. I like the song.
You don't like his pseudo raps?
No, I don't.
Asshole.
He's going through an awkward time. I wish he would just go through it like Miley Cyrus is taking the exact same time in her life and becoming a sensation.
Yes.
She might be Man of the Year.
Yeah.
She should be. Fired out of a
She's
cannon.
awesome.
I think she's in the lead, right? For Times Man of the Year?
That's Person of the Year, Opie.
Whatever. It's Man of the Year. Oh, and we got to talk about some asshole politician that wants to legislate bench warmers.
What?
That's something we love talking about on this show.
Oh, boy.
The PC bullshit continues.
Love
Find that story for me. I don't think we have it today. Or I'll find it, whatever.
time I hold you, I begin to understand. Everything about you tells me I'm your man. I live my life to be with you. No one can do the thing you do. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it. Baby.
For a minute there, I thought we were just listening to the radio.
Yeah, right? Just kind of hanging out, listening to some Roy
Sometimes you
Orbison.
forget that. You got to throw your participation in there.
Right.
Roy Orbison. Never got into Roy Orbison. But when I listen to this stuff, I like it.
Yeah.
I guess he gave his final concert 25 years ago.
Gee.
And then died 2 days later, excuse me.
Damn, with the Wilburys?
I don't know. Was it a Wilburys,
Traveling Wilburys, yeah.
concert?
That's when George Harrison, I think, called, what's his name, Tom Petty. They were in the band together and said, ain't you glad it isn't you?
Oh.
Who died. Like, he was just saying, like, it's sad, he's our friend, but it's better him than us.
Hey, better him than us.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, me head hurts. Let me get back to you.
Someone's been following me with a half-full fishbowl, shaking it. Oh, that's just me ears.
Oh, my
Good impression, Jim.
How this is written, though, it says, Roy Orbison gave his final concert 25 years ago. He died 2 days later.
Damn.
Like, he chose to give his final concert, and then 2 days later happened to drop dead. No. He was going to keep on going.
Had more concerts.
Right. He wanted to keep on going. But God had another.
Yes.
Did he?
Yeah.
Was he
God
blind
needed a
or
concert.
did he just wear
No,
those?
it's the whole plan. God had a different plan for him.
Was he blind or did he just wear those big dumb glasses?
No, I think he had some shit going on.
Did he?
Man, I thought I was looking at a zombie on the subway yesterday. You just remind me of something.
Yeah.
An old lady with a cataract thing happening with the cloudy eye.
Really?
I couldn't stop looking, and she knew I was looking, and I kept looking down, and then I said to myself, "You got to look again." I would look up, and she'd be staring at me because she knew I was looking. But it was one of those really over-the-top cloudy ones.
Yeah, like
that's
zombies.
cataract, right?
Yeah.
Cataracts.
Cataracts. Yeah.
And then she got off the subway. I'm like, man, was that a fucking zombie? Or was that like just...
Was she poking around like she couldn't see, or?
Yeah, she was having a bit of a time.
Did you grind on her ass with your heart on?
Always amazes me, the blind people in Manhattan getting around. It blows my mind how they do that.
Dude, they should all get fucking prizes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's scary.
Up the block from us, they put in those weird, like, it's these fucking Bloomberg turn things.
Right.
And when you go to cross the street, in the street, there's like that
Bumps.
raised bumps. Is
Right.
that for blind people?
I would assume so.
Ooh, good idea.
Like little bumps, like almost like something you put your
Braille.
dishes on.
Right.
Braille, like Braille.
Yeah.
One of the strange things about living in New York, you'll be at a light waiting for it to change, and all of a sudden you'll hear someone just go, "Excuse me, is anyone around?
Oh, no.
Anyone around?" And you turn to your right or your left, and there's a blind person needing a little help.
Run away.
Every once in a while that happens, and it's so strange to me.
And you got to put your arm out so they can grab
have a
onto
little
your
conversation and do
No,
the right thing.
I say, yeah, don't worry. No, it's all right. All right, go now. Go now. Go now. No,
I
go,
don't
go.
think that works. That's mean.
How do they count out the steps? They find subways and, oh my God.
They make it
I
home.
bow to those people. They make it home.
Yeah. All their other senses are heightened, maybe. Maybe that's it.
But do you get freaked out, though, when they're doing that little stick? I'm just thinking, they're dragging that through dog shit and spit, and then they put it on their rug.
God, you're right.
Yeah, I guess.
Or maybe they just put it in a little thing and use it outside. Yeah, blind people are pretty fucking amazing.
Maybe they have the outdoor cane and the indoor cane.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Oh, you know what?
I would do.
That's pretty smart.
Leave
Put
it
it
out
in a
there
cane
little-
holder as you
Yeah.
go in your front door and grab the nice one.
A nice clean cane.
A nice clean one.
And then you have a shit cane for outside.
Sure. Do you have a holiday cane?
Yeah.
Yeah, striped.
Yeah.
little striped action. Yeah, that's what I saw. The cloudy eye yesterday.
Oh, God.
She looked like she had kind of like a lizard eye or something, and it was only one.
Cool.
I was so close to taking a picture.
Oh.
So close.
That's not nice.
But it's just because it's fascinating to me to see stuff I've never seen before.
Her zombie eye.
It wouldn't be nice, right?
No. Probably not. She'd probably be like, oh, look.
God, I missed that gene.
Just trying to
I just don't have that gene.
Just trying to exist. Yeah. This guy's snapping pictures of my wacky eye.
Yeah. What about the guy pissing on the subway that you tweeted?
Oh, God. What a fucking pig.
That guy scared the shit out of me.
Oh, he looked
just
like a
watching that
problem.
video, I was kind of scared.
He looked like a problem.
Absolutely.
Some guy sitting on the subway.
Was it Live Leak that had that one?
Yeah.
Because I don't think YouTube allows peeing videos.
No, it was Live Leak. And he just pulls his dick out and just pisses from the sitting position all over the floor of the subway.
But he's peeing on himself, too.
Oh, yeah, on himself.
Obviously,
you have to be.
Just another fucking mental case.
Yeah, lunatic.
Another fucking...
But he looks angry.
Oh, yeah.
That is the thing of anger, yeah.
Boy, he looks like he's got a problem.
Oh, yeah, he's got issues.
Yeah.
Where is it, Sam? Stop not finding it. Go to Live Leak, literally.
Or go to Ant's Twitter.
Yeah, Ant,
He
Sam.
tweeted it.
What are you doing? Stop fucking around with their wrestling sites.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop looking at Hulk Hogan.net.
Look at my pictures. There's the fucking rectal exam that
the prostate
Dr. Steve brought in. Yeah, the prostate exam.
Right.
Yeah.
Prostate.
I
always had that R on that word. I don't know why.
What?
I know it's prostate.
What do you say?
Prostrate. Sometimes.
Ah, geez, my prostrate there.
And I do know.
Yeah, that's like a professional
Prostate.
straight.
Oh. You find it?
Sam, what are you doing? You're not... Oh, there it is. No?
Yeah, that was him.
Sam, where is it?
Something about a zoo.
That was him.
Come on,
Yeah.
Sam.
Click on that. What the fuck's the matter with you?
Sam, stop fucking around. What are you doing, Sam?
No.
Sam, you're ruining it.
No, that's not it. It's the one where you commented that it's,
Yeah.
he's a zoo animal or something.
Yeah, Live Leak fucking video.
Right there. Yep.
Man.
There it is.
You just won't do it.
Oh, my God, Sam.
Yep, right there.
Oh, Sam.
Sam, what are you're not helping.
Right there. There it
Sam,
is.
you go.
Yep. See?
Ah.
You're not 18.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, looks like Kanye.
Yeah, he's a problem. Ugh.
He's just peeing. What the fuck?
Imagine saying, hey, you fucking asshole, what are you doing? He just charge at you and bite your genitals off.
Yeah, well, you just gotta worry about a knife or a razor.
Yeah.
See, looking at the camera, it's hard to tell.
What a fucking pig.
Just an animal. An animal.
Ugh. Yeesh.
Yeah.
Probably smells great.
How great would it be to see a cop come and take a nightstick and crack it across his forehead?
That'd be great.
Bam.
And then they'd sue the police
Of course.
department.
Brutality.
Yeah.
So Chris Angel.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Chris Angel.
You're watching his new show on Spike, huh?
Yeah. Now, I have a theory, and it's only because the show is so utterly bad. It's Chris Angel, you know. He's, the big Vegas magician. And he's doing these unbelievable stunts and fucking magic and illusions and whatnot. And it's called Believe.
Right.
But they capitalize the A-L-I-E in Believe.
Right.
So it says lie. So I'm speculating, only because this can't possibly be someone's idea of good magic and illusions, that it's all done on purpose. Like, hey, assholes, look at me. I'm doing horrible magic. I'm lying. This isn't Believe. It's a lie. It's obviously I'm faking all of these. Now watch. Because I can't imagine anyone thinks...
He's not that clever.
Could I see that insignia? Or the?
He's not that clever, and that's probably his way around lawsuits in some weird way.
I don't know. It's so...
He's
so bad.
Stinks.
You think too much of him. He's not that clever.
He's not that clever. I like the guy, too. He came in. He was cool enough.
He's great.
He liked us, but this is just horrendous.
Don't try this at home.
Where's the police there? I want to see that.
Okay. This episode of Believe.
Is that right?
Oh, you nailed it!
I want to pay homage to Dini by attempting an escape with 2 straitjackets while suspended high in the air with weight around my neck.
That's putting pressure in your carotid artery. The
No.
more you struggle,
2
the more
straight
oxygen you're
jackets,
gonna
huh?
lose.
That's it.
Yeah.
Chokes you.
How you
I
gonna
should
hang like
use some
that?
of those mystery jackets.
It's just ridiculous.
Wait. God, I would just come.
Oh, he goes back to his little Long Island home?
And why is mommy worried?
Well,
going to be successful
very
if I
dangerous.
attempt to be the first person to escape shoot jackets, and
Well,
there'll be 50 pounds around my neck.
If he died, we'd have heard about it.
Yeah. With a 50-pound weight around his neck with a noose. Oh, look, he's on top of the Luxor. And then, look, he's going to levitate. He's just he flies. He's an amazing flying man. Look. Look, people are looking up like, oh my God, he's floating in midair.
Chris Angel, Believe.
Well,
yeah, it
that's
looks like all the letters are the same size.
Yeah, but on other graphics they show them where it's lie is bigger. Right.
How is he not scared of that being up that high? I would be.
Because he's attached to a crane with cables, he can't get hurt.
Right. All sorts of wires and shit.
Yes. And there's nothing to worry about.
Right. So, what did he do last night that bothered you?
See, look, the lie is like highlighted on the side of the Luxor.
Oh.
Well, last night I watched. They do the marathon before the big new episode, and I watched the one that I had missed, which is him bringing a dead person back to life.
All right. Was the person really dead?
No.
Can't you look that up?
It was Shaq. It was Shaq Balloon all over again.
Oh,
It was a dummy.
Right.
It was a dummy or something laying on the table.
Right.
And it was supposed to be
Why
some
wouldn't they use
kind
a
of
real dead guy?
cadaver. Well, because they couldn't. You wouldn't even get past the censors to say we're going to show a real dead guy on a fucking gurney.
Well, that would make the illusion way more impressive.
Yeah. Well,
and then you take the dead guy's clothes, put it in another guy that sort of looks like him, and you're good to go.
Obviously a fake.
So how does he handle this?
With fake people in the audience.
No, but how does he try to sell that it's an actual dead guy?
He just sells it. He goes, here's the dead body.
What? I got to see a little of this.
Oh, you gotta.
It's probably just a live person.
It could be a live person in makeup. See, that's supposed to be the dead
I love
body.
the pans to the faces.
Oh, yeah.
Skeptics, paranormal experts, and medical experts to prove beyond any doubt.
Yeah, it's
what
just
they're
some
about
fake
to
or
experience
guy in makeup. Or
is real.
This gentleman, he's in his early 50s. You can tell that he's had an autopsy.
They describe.
Obviously, a deceased individual.
Why is the video frozen?
Why can't we just watch a video?
Why is the
Froze
video
the video.
frozen?
Just for
Chris Angel froze it.
Home's place of business. The devices we brought today, K2 EMF meter. It reads
Yeah.
the electrical
Hold on.
What?
They got paranormal experts in the room, and they have these certain meters and gauges and whatnot that they put up by the dead guy, and they just start jumping like crazy. It looks like an ohm meter and fucking voltmeters and stuff you pick up at Radio Shack.
No, it's a life meter, buddy.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes, it is.
This was so fucking fake. And like I have to tell people it's fake that he didn't bring a dead guy back to life. Of course he didn't. But it's done poorly.
Do you know how much big news that would be?
Right.
It would be huge.
If he brought a dead guy back to life for
He
real,
would be the Messiah.
You wouldn't have exactly. You wouldn't have a good night's sleep.
He's basically saying he's Christ.
Right.
Yes.
And no one's covering
People
it.
would be pounding at his door all night long.
No one's covering it.
But I mean, your point, because people go, of course it's fake. Our point here is that these illusions are done horribly.
Yeah, they're done very poorly. It's done with camera tricks, bad makeup, and actors that are supposed to be there.
Horrible reaction
to
shots.
watch, what's going on.
Right.
He then, I guess, made some elephants disappear last night. And, all right. Yes. But the elephants, of course, are behind the curtains in a big open field. And then he made sure he put a ring of bystanders, witnesses, around the curtains with the elephants in the middle. And they were all like cuffed together.
Right.
So you can't sneak the elephants out past these people.
Right.
But meanwhile, you've seen so many of these that you know everyone that's involved is fake.
Or they just do the famous David Copperfield trick. They just rotate the stage until the Statue of Liberty disappeared.
This was totally different.
You know that one, right?
Did people know that they were doing it?
I think the Copperfield, they had a stage that slowly moved, and the Statue of Liberty, they covered it.
Yeah.
Covered the view with, like, tapestries or curtains, whatever, and then they slowly
had a turntable that the audience was on.
And then they opened up the curtains, and, of course, the Statue of Liberty is now gone.
There's no way the audience didn't notice, oh, there's a giant statue 30 degrees to our right.
No, because the curtain that was blocking it was now blocking the Statue of Liberty
and
from
where it
them
actually
when they
was
opened
now.
The curtain
it was actually kind of clever on his part.
We see that later.
At that time, yeah.
At that time, it was kind of clever.
How do you not feel that you don't notice the cityscape behind you unless they did it towards to Jersey way where you can't see
Well, he
as much.
figured out an angle where it would be tough to tell, I guess.
Yeah, and the curtains are placed like they're supposed to be.
You know, the biggest challenge there was trying to figure out how to move the stage without anyone really noticing.
Yeah, it's an impossibility.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think they were in on it. I really believe that,
Yeah, I don't think that audience was in on it.
No.
But everybody, I mean, you can't cuff people together, have them surrounding some elephants, and then all of a sudden the elephants really disappear. When you do tricks like that, the thing, whatever you're trying to make disappear, is always brought away from where it was, away from the cameras or the audience.
Right.
Through some kind of deception. Yes.
But since they start using curtains and stuff, I'm out.
Curtains and
you're like,
and
okay,
fake people.
That's part of the trick.
People that are in on it. It's such a gag.
Why not just make it disappear while we're looking at it?
Exactly.
Yeah, good point.
There, be magical.
What's with the curtain?
Well,
Stupid curtain.
in the old days, I guess it made sense in some weird way, but now it's like, as soon as you use the curtain, I'm done with you. So done.
Yeah.
There's got to be other ways to do your illusions.
You're right.
Yeah.
Why do you need the curtain?
If you're so fucking brilliant, wouldn't you want people to see it just kind of disappear?
He tried to sell the curtain as another thing that could keep...
Needed?
Yeah.
Needed?
Well, that could keep the elephants from going out the back. You'd see the curtains move.
We'd see them if they moved.
I know.
I don't need a fucking curtain to tell me that a 6-ton animal is moving.
But that's our point again.
Yes.
It's how these illusions are done that's so stupid.
Yeah.
You want people to believe ridiculous things.
Yeah.
That's the reason he's using a curtain? Get the fuck out of here.
And then they showed his, he went home to Long Island, and I guess Long Island, his original house. Was he born and raised on Long Island?
I think so.
Yeah, because it looked like Long Island.
Right. Yeah, he's a Long Island guy.
Yeah. And, he's there with his mom and his brother, and all I'm thinking is, oh, God, we bash him, and maybe his brother listens or something.
Yeah, but...
That's kind of bad.
Yeah,
I
but
know.
he's not taking care of his brother if he's still living in some shitty house in Brentwood. How about you make money appear for your family and get him the fuck out of Long Island? Or get him into a better town.
All of his illusions are done so, they're so obvious. And the acting is so bad. He walks up to a building at one point, and he sees this dove, this whatever, pigeon, white dove, whatever it is.
Right.
And it had flown into the window and snapped its neck. And it was laying on the ground, flapping a little bit, just twitching, blood. And they go, oh no, his head is severed from his body. And the woman that's with him is like, oh, and the acting's so bad. And a couple walks up and they're like, that's Chris Angel. Oh, it looks so bad.
God.
And then he pulls the fake head off of the pigeon thing.
Right.
And then the little pigeon body goes out of frame,
right?
So that he could put his arm back and grab a pigeon that has its head tucked under the wing, like they do it,
right?
So it looks like it doesn't have a head. And then he's pushing the head back on it, and he's shaking, and then the wings start flapping, and it's alive.
Ugh. That was last night too.
It was part of the marathon. It wasn't last night's episode.
Let me see the dead guy thing.
It's so bad.
How long is the dead guy?
It was much too long, but...
We fast-forwarded.
Oh, good.
All right, yeah.
Very apparent in those meters.
In those meters.
Manifests itself.
Manifests itself.
Okay, would you turn on your devices?
I'm going to bring back the dead's body.
May I take them?
Those devices are horrible.
Life forms and spirits suffer from succotash.
Look at how horrible their devices are, though.
I know, they're little ohm meters from...
They look like just old TV remotes.
Yes.
You completely relax in yourself.
Why are they using a live person?
Feel.
They need her energy
yes,
or something?
Yes. See.
Or is she not going to be dead?
So you have no
Goes
more
without a pulse for a while.
physicality.
As the dead guy gets a pulse.
Won't function, even if
And
you
his
try
body,
to raise
you
your
see him
hand
start
right
breathing.
Who would volunteer to be dead for a little while so the other guy comes back to life?
He assured her it was safe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
You're
all
right.
he did. He said, I guarantee you will leave here exactly like you did.
Oh, okay.
She's like, okay.
Can I see your medical degree?
All right.
Yes.
Yes, he tries to be so mystical.
Chris Angel's from Levittown. That's coming in.
Levittown?
Did you feel something?
Touch his dick.
Yeah. See, now he's touching the dead guy, and she's feeling it. Oh, man, that's crazy.
What's going on?
And why does he touch his dick?
He keeps poking at his
That's
dick.
all I would do if I was a fucking mortician. Poke their dicks, shame them.
Where are you right now? Where are you? At a park.
She's at a park. She's got this long-winded story. You see,
a bench.
There's a man.
And there's a tree, a big oak tree behind it. It's blowing in the wind right now. Do you feel that?
What's this
And you
mean?
see
This is nothing.
a man sitting on the bench, yes?
That's this dead guy.
I want you to approach that man, and you will discover that man is Robert Rodriguez. I would like the use of 2 medical students. May I use both of you, please?
Oh, 2 actresses. I mean, medical.
Hey.
And you're
Oh,
gonna take this
2 frumps.
Yeah.
glove and place it onto your right hand, please.
Yeah, because you don't want to touch the fake
And I want
dead
you to
guy.
tap the glass in a couple of moments in the rhythm of her pulse as you feel her pulse.
See?
I want you to tap the glass. Put your hand on his neck.
Wow.
If you feel a pulse begin,
And Chuck Berry appears
I
under
want
it.
you to just interrupt me and tell me.
Right.
Here's the He took his coat off, so here comes the magic stuff.
Here comes the magic. Now he's standing between the girl and the dead guy, waving his arms out, of course, like he does because he's magic. He's looking like he's taking
is slowing.
Uh-oh. It is. And
What are
look,
those things?
The meters are going off.
What are they?
The old TV remotes?
Yeah.
He can't even come up with something that looks modern.
No.
Turn on the EKG.
Looks like Gordon Gekko's cell phone.
Uh-oh. They turn on the EKG.
You just killed a girl?
Listen to the music.
Now the EKG is picking up.
He's breathing.
He's breathing.
It's a robot.
Look, his stomach's going in and out. Yeah, there's some kind of embalming fluid coming out of his mouth. Oh, the black lady just ran out of there. Oh, she's all scared. Bad camera
Sits
move.
the girl up.
That was a dummy.
Right.
Why? She's crying. He's holding her. This is very good.
Like she isn't an actress.
No.
Stop.
She's a lady of
It's
magic.
inexplicable. I saw the chest rise, and
Oh.
I have no explanation.
Supposed to be a doctor, that
Your
guy.
meters, did they
He's going to have a tough time
indicate
getting a
anything?
gig after
Yeah.
this.
Yes, there was a definite break in the electromagnetic field.
Was there?
What
It was
field?
Some kind of a spirit presence.
How did you feel?
The air getting sucked out of the room.
I noticed tears in your eyes. Tell me what that's about.
I'm stupid.
Tears in her eyes, I guess. As he raises the dead.
Yeah, they get maced.
Love is so strong.
You saw the dead body through your tears.
Did you feel?
Felt out of breath. Felt displaced.
I felt displaced. Shut up.
Like my heart was slowing down.
Why wouldn't they?
No, that feeling was, what the fuck am I
Why
doing?
wouldn't they have
Yeah.
the fake guys like sit up?
About
Because that's too much.
Or was it a robot?
It was a
Or was
robot.
it an actual dead guy?
I think it was a robot.
It was a robot.
I think it was a fake dead
Shack
guy.
balloon?
Yeah,
Shack
it's a shack
balloon
balloon.
with a little thing inside that made his
Right.
diaphragm look like it was moving to
robot.
breathe.
So why-
A robot.
And just pumps fluid out of the mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
So why bring him back to being dead then?
Because the
He has this,
woman.
but he has this power, so why not say, fuck it, let's make this guy
See,
live
here's
now.
the gimmick. The woman has to be there She said that you need to take someone's life in order to give someone back their
Life force.
So he could have kept the dead guy alive, but then the woman would have been dead.
But that'd be damn impressive.
Well, yeah, he's like Frankenstein.
And then wheel out the broad as a dead person now.
Yeah,
if you really want to
sorry.
freak people out.
Sorry.
Leave him hanging, and then have that guy sit up and walk out of the room.
Yeah, the guy that's been dead for a week. He's fucking rotting. He's got
down the street.
Autopsy scar on him.
Right.
Yeah.
He just bought that dead body at a Halloween store.
Exactly.
It's not true, Sam.
It's true.
He's a man of magic.
Every one of his dumb tricks are like this, and it's so obvious that I am starting to think that the whole show is just a put-on.
But what's the payoff?
Maybe the final episode, season finale.
He's lying to everybody,
and kind of shows people how he did some of this shit, because that'd be kind of cool.
That would ruin his career. No, that would ruin his career.
It might.
Because after this is over, he's still got a huge show in Vegas. There's no way that that's what this is.
Maybe he's doing shitty tricks so that he can reveal them at the end because he doesn't want to reveal his good tricks.
Right, just go, look, I really do have magic in my blood, but I also do shitty tricks.
These are all camera tricks. That's not a magician. I remember with an 8mm camera making it look like you disappeared. That's not a magician.
No.
You just fucking stop the camera, move out of the way, and restart the camera.
But his concepts are just stupid. Like, she has to die for, 30 seconds to see this guy's, chest start moving up and down?
So he's a temporary murderer. He killed her for 30 seconds.
He killed her for 30 seconds.
Shouldn't he get a year
for
that?
Guy.
Should get a year for that in jail.
Should get something.
Can't kill someone temporarily without consequences.
You want magic? How about you make 2 sandwiches appeal in my lunch pail?
How about you get a job in on time, right?
How about you want magic? How about you get the electricians to do their job?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I know. Sad but true.
I think this is why David Blaine does like a big trick once every 2 or 3 years.
Right.
Because when you got to do one every week,
it's just
you just put shit on TV.
That's nice language.
Shit.
Sorry.
It's shit.
It's utter shit.
The Shaq balloon is still the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
That he's done.
Balloon is
Maybe that'll be the season finale. That will be like, well, Carrot Top had this Shaq balloon.
People
and he let me borrow it.
Our followers were killing Chris Angel over Shaq balloon, just killing him, and not one response from any Chris Angel fan or Chris Angel himself. He just got killed.
Well, wait till they see Dead Mannequin.
Dead Mannequin.
Dead Mannequin is good. Yeah, Dead Mannequin.
Yeah. Doesn't have the same ring as Shaq.
Shaq balloon is the best.
All right.
Yeah, so that was...
and the elephants, how did he do the elephant thing?
I don't know. I'm just thinking that they had the ring of people around the elephants. They pull up the curtains around the elephants.
Could you show me that, Sam, real
And then
fast?
they say, drop the curtains and the elephants are gone. I'm sure there's just a camera cut somewhere.
Right, like he cuts the camera.
Cuts the camera, gets rid of the elephants.
I want to see the quick setup and then the reveal.
It's outside. Maybe you can see where the shadows are.
Yeah.
Maybe we could figure out how long it
Follow the
actually
shadows. That's where Copperfield blew it for me at his Vegas show.
I just got one question. Are you ready?
What is he doing here? What is he doing here?
It's going to make the elephants disappear.
Elephants on a football field. They're surrounded by drapes.
Oh, I thought he was in the safari.
Oh.
He can't even do that?
They don't have a travel budget.
No.
I'm going to ask for the human chain to kind of...
That's great. These abused, beaten animals. Poor
I'm
things.
looking. The shadows are definitely going with the
elephants could already be gone.
The yard line. Yeah.
Like, he puts up 3 walls.
Oh, there they are.
Curtains on 3 sides.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
The front curtain. Let's do this, bad boy.
All right, so now the 4th curtain goes up.
4th curtain goes up.
Right.
Kristen, wave to me, Kristen.
And the people make a chain on 3 out of the 4 sides?
No, they're all around, aren't they?
No.
No?
None of these shots are steady shots.
No.
They all have breaks in them.
Right.
Any one of these, they just simply put the wall down and had the elephants walk away.
Of course.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Okay. Let me give you a peanut. There you go. There's a peanut. Here you go. Are you ready?
Yeah, someone dug a hook into the elephant's fucking nose and pulled it out.
elephants are gone.
They just walked away.
All right, so it's obvious what's going on here. They got the crowd on only one side, so the people making the chain are obviously in on it, and then the elephants go out the back.
Right.
Or they're just splicing this applause from something else.
Right. Yes,
no, because
exactly.
they try to use the real people to, you know.
But they would have seen the elephants
to sell the
leaving
illusion. Not if you know it. You could take them straight back out, and they're not going to see them at all. Look how it's set up.
You saw the YouTube video, too, where he was fucking up his tricks.
Right.
And they said the louder you cheer, the more likely you are to be on television.
Right.
Here's what what I've heard they do.
The people in the human chain are in on it. That's obvious.
Yeah, they're in on it. The audience,
the audience could see the elephants, and they put up the final. What are they calling it?
Fourth wall.
The fourth wall.
Yeah.
And as they put up the final wall that's right in front of the people that they want to trick, they drop the back wall, and the elephants just walk straight out of the fucking stadium.
I don't believe that. It was a man of magic. They were all cuffed.
and
That's
they
all.
do things where the audience sometimes sees how phony it is. But they're applauding for like the preliminary act.
Right.
Like
Right.
he'll do some kind of amazing thing to get the reaction shot.
My problem is if you're in on, this audience shot,
Yeah.
right away I'm like, oh, we're only allowed to stay here. This is ridiculous.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it is ridiculous.
And everyone's trying to figure out magic tricks these days, so you gotta trick them better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
as soon as you know you can only stay in one area, you know exactly how the trick is done. Exactly.
I mean, there is no trick here. You're just like, okay, stop the camera, stop the camera.
No, I think
that's what I think. I don't know.
No, I think they just walked them out the back.
Let's see where they could have walked the elephants.
They could have walked them out the back easily.
Let me see. It's a big open.
Go to the setup
field.
shot again, because I want to see what's behind.
Okay, there.
Yeah, see,
right
they
there.
could walk right out. There's nothing stopping them from just walking all the way to the goal line.
Yeah, but
somebody would see them.
Yeah, you'd see them on one or.
Look at how tight the crowd is on one side and they're squished even together.
It can be done, but
you'd see them go to the right or the left.
Yeah, they can make noise. The other might make noise walking out.
Instead of having the people 10 to 12 deep, why when they spread them all the way out to the sidelines? They don't want them near the sidelines, obviously.
Plus, they would
why wouldn't you give them a better vantage point?
They'd have to leave
unless you don't want them in that area.
They have to leave the curtains up for like 15 minutes.
Well, that's the thing. See, that's where the edit is for the TV show.
Just cutting all that time.
Yeah, so he must be fucking around, blah, 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 giving the elephants time to do it, and then they do it in post, the quick edit.
Where do they go? To the left or the right once
They go
reach the
straight
end?
out, man.
Where, though?
There's
after the end zone.
There's trees there. It just keeps going.
Oh, my God.
There's no seats.
A mile away.
But that's the trick. He probably takes his damn time, yapping with the crowd, joking with them and stuff.
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you, dude.
I think it's
that's
just
the trick.
pure camera.
Yeah, I do too.
I think it's an edit to take. It probably takes 5 minutes to get them out of there, and they probably, chop it down in the edit to a quick, 30 seconds.
But here's my thing. Those drapes are not high enough to conceal all the way back. Like the drapes, if that was
the
20
people low
feet,
to the ground, you're not going to see over the drapes ever.
I still don't think you can conceal
And why
that
aren't
far
they?
back.
The giveaway is the people aren't all the way to the sidelines. He's forcing them to be 10, 12 back.
Right.
So he doesn't want them on the sidelines,
But where do
obviously.
they go? Let's say the
because then
elephants-
you would see him in the distance.
Where do they go, though? Let's say the elephants go straight
They go
back.
straight back,
To where,
obviously.
though? There's a scoreboard, I think.
It's
and then there's
probably
trees.
something right under the scoreboard is where is the out.
There's just a truck there, and they get into the truck and drive away.
Maybe. Or behind those trees. It's the look at the sideline. That's the giveaway. Why doesn't he want them by the sideline?
Maybe they turn them to the right.
Here that they stop at midfield.
Maybe they turn them to the right.
Huh?
Maybe they go out and then turn them around that
But
corner.
people would see that. But somebody would.
No,
I think
that's
the risk of being seen is too big.
No, he already figured that out by not having them all the way to the sidelines. I'm going to obsessively say that over and over again because look at how the vantage point for most of these people. They have 5, 6, 7, 8 people in front of them, right? Here, play it again to show the crowd. Because all those people would not be in on it. The people that are making the human chain have to be in on it.
Let's raise.
Hold on.
The back curtain up.
See, those people you got to know are in on it, the human chain. So let's blow them off. But you can't have the whole stadium in on it.
Okay.
You're going to bend around the contour of the curtain.
Those are all his friends, family members of his
Yeah, but
staff.
you see how narrow it
Look
feels
how
like
narrow the viewing area is. And he forces people to be way the fuck back. Look.
Colin,
He
go back,
set
go
that
back
up
one second. Go
purposely.
back 1 second, Tim. Watch. This is why I'm not sure about that. Because when you go here, if there was something right behind him, I would. But go right to where they show that back angle. Where can they go?
They just walk straight back. They
Look,
take
right
their
there.
fucking time. And then in post, he cuts down what probably was a 10-minute bullshit session with him.
There's a fence
and
back
make it quick.
Right?
Yeah, that is a fence
There's a
behind
fence.
the trees.
What happens is you go back
You can't
there.
really see if there's an exit at the fence or anything. You can't see.
They'd have to turn to the right, but they may turn to the right.
All right, maybe they do. You know, there's a reason why he doesn't have them all the way out to the sidelines,
Right.
period.
See how much longer the shadows are. If you had to wait that long,
There might have
the
been
shadows would have been.
I mean,
like-
how long does it take elephants to go? It looks like 40 yards, maybe.
But
you know, that could be less than 5 minutes, really. That's a couple minutes.
It's crazy.
And then he just edits that down in post with a cut shot.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think camera. I think his camera's the simplest solution.
Yeah.
It's the easy. Like he does something to get them crazy, and
We're
I think
gonna have to
it's-
agree to
it's-
disagree on this one, gentlemen.
I think it's. I think that's.
They're
I
not
think it's
selling me
camera
on
work.
that.
I think he would have
Because
gotten.
I think he needs some people in that not in on it.
Oh, I don't think that the audience is in on it at
Right.
all. I agree with you. I think they're not in on it, but I think they're cheering for something else, and he's just splicing that together like they're cheering for the amazing trick. Because I don't see how you would.
Let's watch.
You walk him straight back, and then the exit. I'm not really sure of, but
Yeah.
he even makes the shot of the audience tight, like they could be all the way to the sidelines.
Raise it up. Kristen, wave to me. Kristen, are you up there? Wave.
Mm-hmm. See, there's the cut.
Yeah, they keep cutting.
That's the cut because they need to cut down the time of the illusion. And look, they're only tightly in the center of the field. You can't even drop the curtain right. I went straight back, period. See, look, why would you have people 20 deep when they could be on the sidelines? Especially if it doesn't matter, if you're going to do a cut shot. Let me say hi to Jessica in New Jersey. Jessica.
Hi, how are you?
All right, what's up?
So, the Masked Magician did a thing on this trick where, like, they show you how he does it.
Right.
You probably find the clip online. It's basically like there's a fake scenery that they put the elephant behind so that you can't see him with the camera angle.
A fake what?
Fake
Scenery, yeah, so he doesn't really go that far away. He's like maybe 30 feet away, and he's hiding behind what looks like fake trees.
This is an outdoor thing in a football stadium, unless there's just no camera work.
A fake fucking scoreboard or something. Like it's just.
All right,
fake.
here's Magic Revealed, and it
All
looks
right,
very
let's see.
similar
Doing the
to
exact same trick.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
All right.
The magician, seeing exactly what the witnesses see.
Wow.
Nothing unusual here.
No.
Other than a man in a red shirt and a scary black mask.
Wow.
We've now walked to the other side of the sheet.
Is this the Chris Angel
There's
trick?
nothing extra.
I mean,
Or is this that trick in general, or is he specifically addressing Chris Angel?
No, I don't think
No,
he's.
I mean, the Chris Angel
No, that's the
trick he
problem
just
with Chris
did.
Angel. He does a lot of tricks that have been done a million fucking times, too.
That's how you know he's a hack. Like
He's trying to put his own little spin on it.
But he's not even doing his own spin. The curtains even look the same.
Exactly.
The Masked Magician has already shown how to do this.
That's why
trick.
Penn and Teller are brilliant, because they spend ridiculous amounts of time coming up with new illusions, and
They
they're-
actually
and they're-
create.
and they're not satisfied until it's done perfectly.
Illusions.
And then they finally bring it to the public. Penn has said many times on our show, some of these things they do, it takes years for them to figure it out right.
Let's see what this guy is up to.
The magician commands his assistants to bring in the sides of the sheet, forming a large three-sided box. Now to close it up. He commands the smaller sheet to be raised to form the front of the box.
Okay.
Not much of a trick, but there it is. A big fabric box in the middle of a parking lot.
Okay.
Maybe he's not done. He tells his assistants to hang on firmly to the large sheets as they battle the wind. This is the high cost of doing a trick outside.
That's exactly what...
One final command for the TV audience to keep our eyes on the box, and the magician prepares to reveal the results of his conjuring.
Oh, my God.
Let's watch. What do you know? A 5-ton elephant.
Oh, it's the reverse.
Yeah, he makes it appear.
Where did he come from? He was definitely not on the witness list. The girls are impressed. Maybe the masked magician can do real magic after all.
This is the exact same trick.
Yeah.
Except Chris Angel
So how does the magician make the elephant
I know.
appear
Pause.
from
I see how we do it.
in the middle of the lot?
They cut a hole in the parking lot and they lower it, and then they raise the elephant, and then they quickly have a truck come in and seal it up
And pave it.
The fucking thing walks from the back. That's obvious.
Let's see what he says.
And that's what Chris Angel
Circled by
did.
spectators.
Is that tree fake back there?
It sounds impossible.
Does.
It is. Here are the secrets.
Oh.
First off, let's start with the group of spectators. The secret here is
They're in on it.
they're all in on the trick.
All right, so far
The magician
I'm
has
right.
no trouble positioning them in a circle since they've been rehearsed.
Right.
This 360-degree walk is designed to convince us that the parking lot is empty and free of wandering elephants.
Here you go.
Next, the large sheet is raised. Again, we can see the surrounding parking lot appears empty, but appearances are deceiving. We know he had to be hiding somewhere in this vast, seemingly empty lot. But where? We've been looking at his hiding place the entire time.
What?
Don't you remember seeing it? You did.
What?
Constructed near a group of trees by the edge of the lot is a painted Hollywood backdrop and some fake trees.
Holy
This
shit.
is the elephant's hiding place. Sound far-fetched? It's true. And chances are, it fooled you. Even though this looks like a setup that a cartoon roadrunner might use to trick a wily coyote, it's actually an effective hiding place for the elephant and his trainer. No one would ever expect a real pachyderm could be stashed away behind some phony trees in the middle of a parking lot, completely
middle
undetected.
of a football field, right?
But the farther away the
Yeah.
camera travels, the more deceptive the phony setup looks.
There you go.
See it now? When you know it's there, it's much easier to spot.
Yes.
The trick is that you didn't see it the first time because you didn't know where to look.
Wow.
This continuous camera angle from the illusion is low and only shows the front side of the sheet. The trick only works from this perspective because as the sheet is raised,
He's walking the
elephant
elephant.
begins to approach from the rear.
So Angel just walked the elephants out the back.
Right.
We should watch
From
that
this
again.
high angle, you
And
can see
find
the
the,
elephant walking towards.
And the key here is that it takes some time, so that's where you guys are right with the fucking edit. To knock down the time from whatever would take 2 minutes to get the elephants
Is it-
out.
I think Opie's absolutely
Maybe
right.
there's a fake. If there's a fake thing put in, that's
I'm sure
definitely
there is,
possible.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, but
Well,
you're
the
not.
fake thing, there was no way he was walking him that far.
Right.
But this makes sense.
I think he could
Makes
also
sense.
just walk them that far and just get rid of it in the edit.
I'll
Let's
bet
see
there's
now
a
that
fake
we
thing.
know to look for it. Let's see if we could find
the
the
fake thing.
secret hiding place for 4 elephants.
Take this hat. Here's a peanut.
Oh, there it is. That fat woman's vagina.
No,
Oh, sorry.
Are you ready?
It's gonna be hard to
can
see
go
the
back
fake
farther.
area though on TV like this.
Yeah.
So you blend it in. It's probably the scoreboard.
And there's people.
Yeah.
It probably is the scoreboard.
It's something to do
Hold
with
on.
that scoreboard area.
What? Do we know what field that is?
No.
Not
I
offhand.
think it's like a...
Oh, high school probably.
Yeah, but all it has to be is the trees, like
Right.
Yeah.
giving the illusion that the trees are way far.
Wait a minute, maybe it's the scoreboard.
It could be.
Wait, there looks like there's a scoreboard in front of the scoreboard.
It could be.
Doesn't it?
That is something.
It looks like there's something in front of the actual scoreboard looking like another scoreboard.
Like between the goalposts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Missouri State. That's Missouri State. So let's take a real look at the real Missouri State field and see if
Look at us
that's
trying to debunk this.
yeah something fake.
It was
Or prove it.
obvious. It was obvious that he walked the elephants out the back. So obvious.
Yeah. I mean, he had to. Be real here.
Because, I mean, the people in the human chain, yes, you got to they're in on it, obviously, but you can't have the whole crowd in on it because you do want some fucking dummies and their reactions.
Is that the scoreboard right there?
Okay, so this is where he was in the middle of the field.
There look to be more trees.
Yeah, there are definitely more trees.
Yeah.
Back up.
There's no real trees.
Wait a minute.
It goes right to a parking lot.
It goes right to. Well, it looks like from the other angle. It might be a scoreboard on
unless the other
angle.
side has the trees.
Yeah, try to get the full field. Maybe that whole fence area was fake.
Dude, to the left of the scoreboard, there were more trees.
A lot of trees. That goes right to a lot.
The parking lot was definitely on this side, unless there's parking lots on both sides.
Check the other side and just see.
See if you got a better shot of the,
the
stadium.
whole field. Come on, Sam, you're not finding it.
Why, you think there'd be 2 scoreboards?
Oh, yeah, there is probably.
Oh, look.
There has to be.
I don't know.
There's no real trees.
No, because look, we were
There's
at
no
the,
trees on either side, really. There's some.
It's not the park. We were just looking at the parking lot side.
Right. So the other side has
is the field.
even less trees.
So this is what we were just looking at.
Yeah.
This is 100% the same area.
Now let's see the
and there's
Chris
no
Angel
trees.
one.
Look.
There was all trees back here.
Come on.
So the scoreboard isn't fake, but the trees right behind the scoreboard are fake.
Look at it.
Look, it's all trees.
What is that? Chris Angel's so fake.
There's an elephant behind those trees.
Come on.
Nice.
Now let's see. I want to see if we can pick that up.
So they did walk quite a way.
They probably did, yeah.
But they had a lot of elephants. So, I mean, but Chris Angel's really good at distracting the crowd. It fools around with them a little bit.
And they hid him behind all those fake trees, which are a lot closer than they appear.
And the whole thing.
No, they're not. No, because you could see the end zone or the track that goes around the stadium. That's pretty obvious.
They're at least behind that.
So they're at least behind that. So I really believe they had to walk them a real long way.
Big elephant footprints.
See, they had to walk them all the way to. Say, yeah, that's similar.
There's no trees at all.
There's absolutely no fucking trees.
Find me the other side too.
So the trick goes like this. It took a while to get the elephants out the back. Yeah. Chris Angel babbles for a while with the crowd, and then in post they go to that cut.
And then that's
to
that
chop
whole
down the
thing
actual
where it's
time
like,
it took.
Where he asked that guy, like, oh, you got to hold on because the wind is blowing it or something.
Right,
he did say something to one of the...
Right, so that was the distraction for the people.
And that probably went a lot longer than what they showed on TV.
And I think you get the elephants out within 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably within a minute, to be honest with you. A little over a minute, maybe. But for TV, that's a long time.
That's pretty funny.
You can take 10 minutes. He can distract the
That's what I'm
crowd for
saying. You
10
take them,
minutes,
yeah, because he could fool around with other shit. Because they're like, okay, the elephants are obviously in there. We see the human chain.
He's
So
like,
they're
look,
not
I'm swallowing a sword.
Yeah, they're not sitting there going, why
Right.
is this taking so fucking long? They don't care. If you can entertain them during that time.
Oh, that Chris Angel.
What a piece of shit.
But this is, I gotta say it again. I know we say the same shit over and over again at times on this show. But this is where he's a lazy fuck with his illusions.
Yeah.
Look how easy it was for us to just Google image the stadium and see how the stadium is actually.
And also just do a YouTube search for the magician, magician reveal.
Right, reveals it.
But as Chris Angel, that's your business. When you do that and go, okay, fuck, so people know how this trick's done, so now I got to do it in a way where it tricks them and where they go, wait a minute, that's not how I saw it done.
Or I got to stop worrying about looking pretty and actually think of a new trick.
Right. Or I got to find a stadium that people can't look up online.
Right.
Because there's no trees at this fucking stadium when you Google it. Not like that, anyway.
No.
Wow. He put a lot of trees in there. He put
What
a
about
lush
those
forest.
Ford elephants.
What about those light? You see those light posts?
Yeah, it looks like in between the light
In between
posts
those light
where
posts.
There's a little shenanigan going on.
What are those? Those like
light posts. The
that and yeah.
You mean the posts that are holding up the fucking facade?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So go back to the other shot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Where are the real trees at?
There's none of that there.
It's exactly the real trees end where the light posts begin.
Wait, how do we know? Hold on.
Wait,
How
you
do we
see
know
the
that-
light posts in the actual stadium shot?
No.
No. Okay.
Because that's where the trees are.
How do we know that that's the? We're not looking at the other side.
Because the other side is a field. And there are cars back here. Behind
You
the
see
trees.
cars?
Yeah, we saw them. You could see them throughout the trick.
I don't
See
know.
right there. Look at this. What's that?
Oh, those are all the
Oh,
cars, right? So
There's your car right there. It's the parking lot is behind this.
Okay.
yeah, so they're using the parking lot side that
Yeah,
you could
this
look up
whole
online
shit
for
is-
yourself.
This
That's
whole
fake.
shit is fake.
Right. And you see the actual poles with the fake scenery.
Can you imagine if one of the
You can't even
trees?
figure that out.
Trees fell over.
How great would that be if a tree blew over?
That's pretty funny.
It's held up by fake light posts.
Now the fake light posts. Could you zoom in on that somehow?
This I can't.
Can you?
Yeah, because I want to see how he blended the fake trees with the real trees.
Yeah, can you take a screen picture and then we can zoom in?
How do you do that?
Could take a screenshot.
I don't know. I know you can fucking click.
Right.
I
don't know what the
Because I want to
PC
see
thing
how the trees are blended in.
There's got to be a way to do it.
I know. Or just make the
yes.
Maybe make the video full screen. Can you see anything?
Enhance.
Enhance.
You need some kind of a oh god, put in MS Paint. Zoom in. Let's go. Oh man, look at you. He's working this. You are working this keyboard. What are you doing?
Who uses Paint?
Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see this.
No, I don't mean you, but
All right, let's see this. Now we're zooming in.
Zoom.
Keep zooming.
All right, hold
Go to
on.
the sides.
Okay, I do see
That right there.
Look at the green on this tree versus the green on the.
Yes, that is half a tree. Half a fake tree.
And there's so much more bright.
Right.
Like, look at the freshness of this green life.
And then those trees.
And then it.
Oh no.
Oh, Chris. Look at.
Oh, Chris.
Okay,
I don't see any difference there.
look, you see.
Oh,
how,
I could totally see it.
you see how these trees are literally in front of those?
Right.
You can see the depth of field is totally different from this tree to that
All right,
tree.
zoom in again.
Right.
You know why? Because there's an elephant behind this
Look
one.
at the bottom of it.
Right.
Look at where it meets the ground.
Look at this. It's a straight line.
Yes.
Like a facade.
Right.
Wow, that's what a hunk of shit.
Now, the only thing I add to this is, could he be using real trees just to make the trick a little different?
I bet he could.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Just haul in a whole bunch of new trees.
fake trees.
It's probably a
fake
combination,
trees.
yeah, of fake foliage and real
Yeah, and a
foliage.
painting.
Right. And then, yeah.
That's also, I mean, the Masked Magician had some real trees, too.
Yes, he did.
He
So-
did. But what an idiot that he doesn't realize that everyone could just Google these days, and you could Google the stadium the trick was in, and you could just see how ridiculous it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, there are real trees in
Look
there.
at the. It's literally just a big version of the Masked Magician's facade.
Right.
He put
Yeah.
some real trees. With
Real trees in front of the canvas that needs to completely block the elephants. And then the canvas has fake shit on it, fake trees and stuff.
What a buffoon.
All right. We're just obsessed with his.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
You're right, though. He did what you were absolutely right. He walked him back.
We are obsessed.
That's a false front.
Well, yeah, that was the only missing piece of the puzzle. Where's
Yeah.
the exit?
Yep.
And he didn't have to put him on either side.
But he could have done this trick anywhere. Would have been where it would have been a lot harder to Google the place he was doing it at.
At least block out the big Missouri State thing.
He
Right.
doesn't care.
No. He's just trying to put together some cheap
He
television.
doesn't care.
He's just trying to put his lies together.
He's trying to sell some Vegas tickets.
Yeah.
All right, now that we bored the hell out of the audience, we got Brandon Steiner coming in, and he's going to give away a lot of cool stuff.
That's right. He's actually got me. I signed a bunch of baseballs and footballs. And
You
that's what we're
did?
yes.
Oh, I can't wait to get those.
Got some NHL
Want them?
game-used hockey sticks. Steiner Sports NHL game-used hockey stick ice scraper. I have no idea what that is. What is he using old hockey sticks and making ice scrapers out of them? Maybe.
That?
Iconic college coach Bob Knight quote autographed piece. Wow, that's like a $500 value. Lou Holtz autographed play like a champion today. Photograph. Tom Brady unsigned walking with hands up.
What?
I don't know what that
It was
is.
signed by somebody. I'm guessing the photographer.
Signed by Hauser.
Wings?
He'll explain
Or
this.
Hauser.
He'll explain this stuff, but stand by if you like sports memorabilia because you got a very good chance of winning some stuff today.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Want to welcome Brandon Steiner back to the old radio show. Brandon!
Oh, here he comes.
What's up, sir? Sorry to make you wait there.
No worries.
You all right?
It's good.
Oh, that's the ice scraper I was trying to figure out.
Oh.
So what, you get the old NHL hockey sticks and you make ice scrapers out of them?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I'm sitting there, we're about to throw these things out. I'm like, shit, what the hell do we do with this?
Right.
And then I'm like, ice scraper,
Ah.
no-brainer. You know,
See,
kind of,
that's
you're a
how you
hockey
do it.
fan. You got to pull out your ice scraper with a hockey stick.
See, that's why.
That's kind of smart, man.
Come up with the good ideas.
That's
like
kind of
that.
cool.
Not bad. I've been, I hate to throw things out. Obviously, I have some issues when it comes to that.
And
since I'm a kid, frankly.
And all those sticks have been used in NHL games.
Yep.
Those
game used sticks. They're cool.
Oh my God, they're gonna sell like crazy.
Yeah, fun little items. Just came out with it just a couple weeks ago.
Do you know what game they were used in, or you don't go that far with it?
I didn't go that far with these
Okay.
because actually some of them are actually decent player sticks. They're just broken. These sticks are really expensive, like $150. So I think we make like 3 or 4 of these scrapers out of a stick.
Wow.
But listen, after dirt, I'm trying to figure out ways I could use the ice, melt the ice down. We've sold a lot of
You can make
grass.
iced tea or something.
Yeah, I got to do something with that. Yeah. Well, we want
Melt
to
the
filter
ice.
the water. We were thinking if you want a championship game,
right?
Stanley Cup, can you go melt the ice down and filter that water? It would be cool to drink Stanley Cup ice water.
Well,
it'd be kind of a limited. I'm thinking I'm not drinking that even if
No.
it's filtered. Yeah.
Or how about
we nixed that idea? Though.
Guys bleeding on the ice, getting fucking hit with sticks.
Or how about you get some water and make believe it's the ice? Who's gonna figure it out?
Yeah. I got kind of.
How do you feel about those guys?
The Rangers?
No, there's a lot of
A lot of fake guys.
a lot
out
of
there.
fake shit out there.
No, I'm feeling good about it. Matter of fact, tonight, for the first time, a positive piece has been done on Collectibles on Showtime 60 Minutes.
Oh.
And they did a nice little piece on, they did a 60-minute Showtime with just sports. Our arm contain, it's interesting because he had interviewed me 20 years ago when I was like in a little office, probably about the size of the studio. It was my whole office. And then for him to come back and do the retrospect, obviously, from 50,000 square feet now. It was very cool. And because everybody's always dissing the collectible business.
Brandon, 20 years later, we're in that small studio space.
You guys are making a lot of money,
Thanks.
though.
Thanks for that.
But you're making a lot of money. That's
We should be in a big
thing.
space by now. We deserve it.
Yeah, I'm feeling you could go with a little bit of a bigger studio. I'm
We
going to
had
right
the
in for
bigger
that,
studio a few years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Having a lot of fun these days at Steiner.
Yeah.
And it's nice that things are a little more under control. And I think when I didn't see the whole piece, but when I looked at the teas, I was like, man, 15 years ago, everybody was like, everything's fake and this and that. But I think now there's like an order to things. And I'd like to think that had a little something to do with it. Working with MLB and working with their authentication process. And obviously the Yankees and some of the big teams and players have entrusted me.
60 minutes, that's pretty strong. I got to get up there. I got the invite to check out your joint, and I still haven't done it.
I got to tell you, if we were dating, I'd be in therapy now, the amount of rejection I've gotten.
Oh, man.
I got to go up there. I want
How
to.
many times the brother got to invite you guys?
I know.
I want to go up.
And you love it up there, too. This is a good time of year. You probably need a couple Christmas gifts.
Yeah, I could use a couple.
Couple things. Couple broken hockey sticks. But we did bring some really cool stuff.
I got a football in my office that needs to be signed by Dan Marino.
Doable.
Oh, doable.
All right, let's get that done.
Love Dan.
Do you guys have anything with George Foreman?
Yeah, every now and then. He doesn't sign a lot, but we get that grill, man. It made him too much money. But every now and then he'll sign some stuff, and we see some Foreman stuff, and opportunities come around. We're able to do that. What we're going to be doing next month is Mike Tyson. I'm interested to do something with him at our Steiner store in Roosevelt Field. And he draws a big crowd still.
No shit, right?
Yeah, he draws a big crowd.
He's had a huge comeback.
Yeah,
he does our show regularly now. He's got the one-man show, which made it to HBO. The book is unbelievable. It's a great read.
Yeah.
And he gets to do movies.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he figured it out.
That's a good one.
So
Who else is big right now?
Well, I'm kind of fortunate to have Mariano Rivera under our wing. So we've had a great run with him. We've had the whole Mariano Rivera line. That's been just an amazing year. And else, Peyton Manning. We just did a signing with him yesterday in Denver.
Yeah.
It may take a little while to get the stuff back because there's a snowstorm in Denver right now.
What was he signing?
Signing some footballs. We did a special.
What do you mean by some footballs? How many does he sign?
We did this special program on Amazon. We did 150 footballs and a flash special for them, and then we created these helmets with him and Elway. Put him and Elway on a helmet together, so we did Elway. Elway happened to be in the neighborhood, so we got a couple of his.
Oh,
so we
nice.
Did dual
If you're a
sign
Broncos
helmets.
fan, that's got to be
amazing.
cool.
Yeah, we love Payne. We've been with Payne for about 5-6 years. Some ups and downs, frankly.
You gonna have Geno Smith sign some shit?
No.
Some dog shit?
Yeah, we've been
Get it?
been
He
kinda,
stinks.
Yeah, we've been kind of staying a little
Frustrated.
bit careful with the Jet thing. Thank God
yeah, huh?
Sanchez, who I wanted to sign coming out of school,
You should have him sign clipboards.
rejected me. Wouldn't let us sign him.
No?
So we're just so grateful. I sent him a thank you note, actually, for not letting me
Yeah,
throw
'cause
that money away.
You would have lost money on that deal.
Yeah, I would have lost money on that deal, no question. We just signed Carmelo Anthony. We're hoping the Knicks make a little comeback. But you know who just signed? A deal with us? We're going to do a signing next week with him. This guy has never signed. And I hate to admit this on radio. I haven't told anybody we did this because he's a Georgetown guy, but Patrick Ewing.
Wow.
And it's weird, but he just never wanted to sign autographs. And finally,
Well,
he gave in.
He probably needs a few bucks at this point.
I don't know. I think, he's getting ready to be a head coach, building up his image.
He's been getting ready to be a head coach for 10 years.
No, he's focused now, though.
But no one will fucking give him the shot.
Maybe he's going to get the shot now.
For the people that don't know, he's an assistant coach forever.
For Charlotte, yeah.
For Charlotte, right.
I tell you something. I was surprised. I liked him. Yeah, first of all, he's always been a great basketball guy, a warrior. Probably underappreciated here in New York, actually, when I look back on him. But he's taking the coaching thing a lot more seriously and supposed to be turning it up a notch. I always felt he should have coached in college for a couple of years. Would have been a good initial step instead of the assistant thing. But
do you really like Carmelo Anthony? The Knicks will never win a championship with him.
I'm
know
biased.
That, right?
I'm a Syracuse guy, so I love Carmelo. He brought me my championship in 2003.
But he's a great player, but he doesn't make people around him better, and that's what you need to win a title.
Yeah, you got to have the right people around you, too, though. So I still have confidence in this team's going to get on a run.
Oh, you're crazy.
Yeah, I know. I believe the Orange.
What are they now? Last I looked, they were 3-13.
They're struggling. It's a tough couple months for New York sports. I can't wait for the Super Bowl. I mean, bring that on. Let's go.
I'm a Jets, Knicks, Islanders guy. It's brutal. Nothing's going on with any one of those teams.
Nothing is going on, man. New York. I mean, New York sports. Steiner sports. I tell you, thank God for the legends, for the Derek Jeters, the Eli Mannings, for Steiner. Otherwise, I don't know what I would be doing. I'm thinking about maybe going to unemployment or filing or something.
I really think the ice scrapers is a really smart, clever idea.
Next to the dirt's still cranking. We're still now up to now. I just want you to know. I want to give you an update. I haven't been on probably for 6 months or maybe 8 months.
That long? Wow.
But we're up to over $40 million of game-used dirt now, approaching 50.
That's crazy.
And when you see the whole line, when you come up to the office, you'll see this whole now dirt operation because we came up with this whole new line of products that are flying. We're able to customize the dirt maps where you can take a picture of you, and then you go and travel to see all the different ballparks. So you actually be able to kind of take a picture with you, and then you have all the different ballparks. And as you hit these ballparks, you're able to kind of check it off and have a map of that. It's kind of cool. That's been selling like crazy.
Do you cheat with the dirt?
No.
Out of bounds.
All the dirt
out of bounds dirt is what I'm saying.
All the dirt is authenticated by MLB, so it's witnessed,
dirt.
and we can't even open up a tub of dirt unless the authenticator's there.
A tub of dirt.
So
how did they get the dirt again? It's been a while. I'm trying to remember now.
We're at the ballparks. We have authenticators and the field guys there, and they'll take a bucket and they'll take it right off usually the pitcher's mound, and usually the infield area. But some of the ballparks will actually go and take some off the warning track too. What's kind of cool, I think I have one of them here, is all the dirt from the ballparks is a little different. The texture, the color. So it kind of makes a cool piece. But how much? One of our best sellers.
But how much you take out in any given day?
Usually a bucket goes a pretty long way.
A bucket? Okay.
Yeah, a bucket usually goes a long way. Usually sometimes two.
And they obviously just replace that and move on.
Easy. The margins are unbelievable.
Who the hell figured that out?
The margins are
Were you the one that figured out the dirt thing?
Yeah. That was my creation. I remember it for the guys selling dirt.
Because you remember when you
pathetic.
used to run on the field after the championships, you would watch everyone just grab that handful of dirt and throw it in a beer cup or whatever.
Now I'm watching everybody who runs on the field and seeing what the hell they're taking and trying to get security to stop them so we can sell that stuff. But we have a actually it's extremely well organized when these championships happen. Like I was thinking the Auburn-Alabama game. Is there a better game than that game?
Amazing.
I mean, screw Alabama. I mean, I'm so happy that Auburn won, which that's another story. But where's the ball? Where is the ball from the final from that game? No one knows. No one knows where that ball is. Now, if Steiner was there, and we had a system in place, we'd at least know where the ball was, and all the equipment would be authenticated from the guy who ran back for the touchdown, and stuff like that. I mean, it's one of the great college games. And that's my whole thing. It's like, people knock me a little bit here and there for grabbing stuff and taking stuff out of the locker room with the teams and that stuff, but at least people know where it is now, and it's real.
Yeah, if people want it.
I thought they had that down now, where they would just know where that ball was.
Yeah, not a lot. Well, some of the teams, but not all of them. And that's my goal, and that's one of my visions is to get all these teams together so that we can authenticate and we can organize this stuff. So 50 years down the road, we're not arguing who has the home run ball and who has the touchdown ball. I'm hoping that's going to come true.
Did I ever ask you? We all know the Honus Wagner card is the most valuable card, right?
Yeah.
Did I ever ask you what the second most valuable card is? Does anyone actually know that?
It's a good question. Obviously there's the Triple Crown card with Mantle, his rookie card, very valuable. There's probably about 15 or 20 cards that
are sort of in
matter
that
of fact,
category.
there's a bunch of really cool cards right now. We're doing an auction on our website, and there's a whole set of these cards. This guy Jeff Gittimer, you ever hear of him? The Little Red Book of Selling, and he's a real character. But anyway, he's a huge collector. He's got some issues. I mean, several $1 million. And finally, his wife finally said, either you or the collection go. And he decided the collection. And he has these incredible cards as part of his collection. I'm a mild card collector, but there's definitely cards that are worth as much as $10,000, $15,000 on our site right now that we're auctioning off.
Really?
Very cool, great
Like
cards.
which ones?
There's definitely a Babe Ruth card on there on the site. And there's a couple other ones, some individual cards.
Who's he?
Some very cool stuff.
Oh.
You know, we're doing the Deacon Jones collection.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, Deacon
Wait.
passed.
You're too much going on here.
Okay.
I got to slow you down a little bit.
I was thinking on the auction.
How much does the Babe Ruth card go for?
I don't know. It's on an auction.
But how much you think it's going to go for? I guess is good enough.
$10,000, $15,000, that card. There's very rare cards in this set.
Right.
And the whole set could go for as much as $100,000.
Wow.
In this
Be
set,
dialing. Be dialing, people.
I think
not to push you on SteinerSports.com, but if you go there, you can take a look at the set.
I think you could sneak a Babe Ruth card my way at this point.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
This fat, drunk, womanizing,
The
cancer
collector-
kazoo man.
That collectible.
Or how about a
always
Babe
comes
Ruth
out.
ball? I'll take one of those.
We have some nice Babe Ruth.
How much does a
items
Babe
on
Ruth
there.
baseball
I think
go
more
for?
like, why don't you take one of the lockers from the old stadium? We're trying.
No, I want a Babe Ruth thing.
You want
How
a
much
Babe
for-
Ruth thing, really?
How much for a baseball?
The baseball's still anywhere from a decent baseball is $7 or $8 grand all the way up to 50.
Damn.
I mean, people will pay $50,000-$60,000 for a baseball.
Wow.
But you can get a Babe Ruth chit for a couple $1,000s. You know, like an autograph that somebody's cut, that maybe signed on a photo, or
And they just cut it out.
and they cut it out. Yeah, that sells for anywhere from $700 or $800.
Well, that's how they get around the personalized autographs. You just cut the thing out.
Exactly. Yeah,
And then mount it nice.
Yeah, just mount it nice underneath the photo.
Right.
It's kind of what we're doing with Kyle Clemens, on the Rams, who used to be on the Jets.
Oh, I got
You
to
take all the Jet crap and you cut the photo. Well, that's another story. But
did you march into Kurt Schilling's house for the open house sale?
Oh, I couldn't be happy for Kurt. Really, couldn't be happier.
Really?
Kurt is not one of my favorite people.
You had a bad experience with him, you said.
Bad experience, but I'm just. It's
was
nice to
selling
see him coming down with with all the rest of the people.
But he was selling his DVDs even.
He should be.
We did an hour on all the stuff he was selling.
Yeah, he
it
should
got
be
more and
selling
more
it all.
pathetic.
I
it was
wouldn't
just
sell
sad.
it, but I wouldn't
One of his
sell it. But I have
lamps.
some Schilling. If there's any Schilling fans out there, please. I mean, you can steal Schilling stuff off my site. I'm hoping by the year 2020 to get rid of it all.
Wow.
Yeah. It's taken a
Don't even
while.
want
But maybe
any.
he gets in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, he was just bad. He didn't treat us well. I'm putting Alabama underneath Kurt, but Alabama was right up there too and not treating us well.
Really?
In that relationship.
What do they do?
I don't think they were really fond of well, first of all, anytime you have an equipment guy's name is Tank, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But I mean, Tank had his own little had his own little thing going on there. And they just didn't get the cooperation. They weren't just on board with me. Although I love Saban. Saban was great. Saban was great to work with, and he was a true pro and did all the right things for us.
We should do an Opie and Anthony collectible. What do you got? What do you got in mind? Anything?
I think it's got to start with the bobblehead.
No, we're better than bobbleheads.
You got to start with the simple stuff.
Come on,
people
man. That's all
man.
you think of us?
A bobblehead.
Bobblehead.
But I think you got to take all your favorite sayings and put it on a baseball. Probably that'd be a good start.
That
too.
would be a good start.
That'd be a good start.
Let's
to
think
baseball.
past the bobblehead, please.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Bobblehead's
I like
a
a good
compliment. I mean,
bobblehead.
bobbleheads are hot.
If you're like in baseball or something, not for radio
The
guys.
bobbles are hot.
They're still hot, huh?
Yeah, they really
Look,
are.
there's
I
the
mean,
Sam
especially
Roberts
this year at
bobble.
Yankee Stadium where they were doing the giveaways, and I mean, people were calling me up asking me usually, for tickets. They're asking me for the bobble.
Look at the Sam Roberts
I'm
bobble.
like, crazy.
There's a Sam Roberts
that's
bobble.
really nice.
Wow, that's hot.
Yeah.
I bet you that's highly sought after.
Very, quite.
How many of you sold?
No, there's only one.
Well, only 3 were made.
Oh no, that's even more limited.
Very limited.
Probably somebody you probably auctioned that off.
That means
get
it was in
everybody's
high
autograph.
demand.
Yeah.
How can you tell the difference between limited edition and nobody gave a shit?
Well, you go to my website, you look under Kurt Schilling signed photographs, and you see some of the limited editions.
Did nobody care?
Yeah, not a lot of people care.
Wow.
And the guy, broke the curse. I mean, he did probably some good for the people up in Boston.
But you see, it's weird. We felt bad for him because of that whole thing. But you're someone who had a real experience with him and just said he was a fucking jerk. Just really not nice.
I didn't quite use the F word there.
No, I used it, but I'm just paraphrasing.
Just a
But yeah,
jerk.
you were right. You're right in the territory there. I mean, imagine you have 5,000 items to get signed, and the Red Sox were one of the best years of Steiner sports ever when they won. They broke the curse. After I got over the misery of the Yankees losing and everything, I kind of got on the Red Sox bandwagon. So imagine we have these 5,000 items, and you have a truckload of stuff, and we needed to have 4 players sign it, Kurt being one of them. And he's like, I said, Kurt, well, we have to get a hotel, and these other 2 guys can only sign on the same day you're signing. Is it okay if these guys come over your house? One of them was Johnny Damon. I forget who the other player was. And he's like, no, they can't come over my house. I said, you're teammates.
Oh, boy.
No, they can't come over.
But did he ever give you a reason why?
No. It just, and then I saw that attitude when we were in a hotel about a year later. We were at the Hyatt. He wouldn't go in the room with the other players. It was Ortiz. I forget the pitcher's name. There was 3 guys in the room at the Hyatt. We were doing a signing, and Schilling's like, I'm not going to the room. Those guys are signing. I have to have my own room.
Oh, boy.
I'm like, you've lost your mind. And I'm like, by the way, I'm not one of the signing guys. I had to introduce myself. I'm like, I'm here. And I'm like, I don't come and do these signings that often, so you need to come in this room and sign this shit now. He actually did. He actually kind of came down a little bit and went in the room with his teammates to sign the stuff.
Yeah, wow, that's outrageous.
This is why I don't have any hair left on my head. I mean, it's insane. It's like you're dealing with this insanity. It's crazy.
Do you have any personal stuff that you collect yourself?
Oh, all the time.
What's like your best thing you got?
I mean, it's a couple different things. I mean, obviously, I have a lot of stuff that I've collected. My Thurman Munson autograph that I got when I was a kid.
That's a good one.
When I got, he came in the elevator after I was screaming at him on the field, and then I was staying in that hotel, and he came in the elevator and got in my face and said, "What do you want?" I was like 14 years old. I was like, "I just need your autograph, please." So that was a great moment. And then my Mark Messier photo of him holding the cup. We did it. That's how I started Steiner Collectibles. So I just figured I could sell 15,000 of those. That's the amount of people that the garden holds.
That's how it all started, huh?
That's how it all started.
Wow.
Yeah, it was that one photo, and I love Mark, so he's one of my favorite players. Just a great person, so I have that. It's one of my favorites. And then one time I was doing, I would do a show on Yes Network, Memories of the Game.
Sure.
So I go to Mariano's house. This is early on, like 99, and
don't you dare tell the goddamn cardboard glove story again.
Well, did I tell you that already? I told you that story. I'm getting
This will
old.
be the third.
Senior.
This will be
That's one
the
of my
third time.
favorites. That's one of my favorites.
And to be honest, last time you were in and told her we made believe we didn't know.
Wait, I wasn't here when that happened.
I would say that glove. It was a cardboard. See, he wasn't here. There's always
He
somebody.
was here.
What happened?
But it was a cardboard box. It was his first glove he used as a kid.
Yeah.
But the other favorite items is I have his cleats from the last game. I have his cleats from the last game of Yankee Stadium he gave me,
shit.
which is kind of cool. All the dirt on there and everything. So that was kind of cool.
He used to actually play. He would cut the glove and play with a cardboard glove and fucking
He was pouring
You get
stuff.
that on my website. We'll get that on BrandonSteiner.com. You can watch the whole Mariano story.
You want to give some stuff away?
Let's do it.
Oh man,
Yeah, let's do it. I brought some really cool stuff.
You want to do sports trivia or something?
We got to do
But keep it-
something.
Yeah. Can't just give people stuff.
Our phones,
crazy.
I guess they love you, Brandon, because our phones keep it. They keep
crashing.
blowing up. Yeah,
I
all the
love it.
lines
Well,
are
thank
ringing
you.
and then they go dead. Now they're ringing again.
Well, I'm very grateful. First of all, the fans. I'm 26 years now, and at least I'm thinking of stuff that people still want, and I never take that for granted for a day. So thank you for everybody out there that has supported the product line, Steiner, because I love it, and I don't want to stop. So,
How's the A-Rod stuff been selling since his big controversy?
You would find him in the category a little underneath Kurt Schilling.
Oh,
but
shit.
Really?
Actually, I love A-Rod is such a great collectible guy because he was one of those guys who would write anything and loves the sport. So he actually still sells a little bit here and there, but obviously a big drop for him. I'm hoping that everything gets straightened out. Maybe we get him back on track.
Who's like huge? Jeter, I guess, would be.
I'll tell you, Mariano was used this year. And no question. And you know what we're kind of getting into also, I know it's a stupid thing. You know when the guys are on the mound and they pull Mariano out of the game, him, Jeter, and Pettit? That's like been the hottest thing. Signed, unsigned. I mean, people just love that moment.
Yeah.
It's just a moment, I think, just the end of his career, kind of the last thing that happened for his career. And people just buying that stuff out of sight.
Wow.
And I love that. I love that moment. I love moments. Nothing like a great moment. You know, Jeter diving over the wall or the catch with Eli and, in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that stuff, man.
It's more than a catch.
It was more than a catch.
It was more than a catch, yeah.
Whatever happened to that guy?
Yeah, where is he?
He's at the Steiner store at Roosevelt Field in a couple months. Signing autographs and drawing. Well, now we have them drawing out the play. Which I love. I can't believe that Eli was up in the office the other day drawing out the play. I'm like, I cannot believe you're drawing out the play. I can't believe you remember the play. And he was like, well, yeah, he's asked me to do it, so I'll do it. Eli Manning is the nicest human being on the planet.
Yeah.
The best.
Okay, we got the phones ringing. Give me a number from 1 to 9 there, Brandon, to make this totally random.
I'm a big 3. Number 3.
Let's go to Scott in Jersey. Has a chance at something here. Hey, Scott.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Pretty good. We got Brandon Steiner in here. He's got a terrific collectible business.
Morning, Brandon.
How you doing?
All right. How are you?
Everything's good. Thanks for calling in this morning. I appreciate it. And we got to start off with the hockey stick ice scraper.
Okay.
Just because that was a good topic of conversation.
Actual sticks used in NHL games.
So that's...
All right,
who's the all-time... Who has the most
from.
wins as a goaltender in the NHL?
I'm going to say... Oh.
This is just a shot. I'm going to say Patrick Waugh.
Oh, boy. I'm sorry. That's not going to work out. But he was the all-time winner, but somebody just surpassed him, and he's in the New York area.
Oh.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Give him a second chance.
Oh, you want to get one more chance?
It's a nice scraper.
Yeah, please.
Sorry. One more chance, Scott.
Another team not doing well to start off, and hopefully they'll make a little comeback.
I'm going to say Brodeur.
That's correct. Brodeur.
All right, let's put you on hold.
Got your ice scraper there.
But with hockey sticks that have been used in NHL games, I think that's actually really cool. Scott line 3-1. All right. Pick another number there, Brandon.
Let's go with Jeter, number 2.
Number 2. Okay. Wow. I really liked what you got in your hands right there. That's pretty damn cool.
This is like where we have to go with you guys, though. We got to get some of your famous quotes and get this up. But
I like that idea.
We're in.
We got the "Don't Go Home with Hope" sign on the door.
Yeah, you may need one of these up. You may need one of these up in your office.
No kidding.
Now we're in Coach Nights in Lubbock, Texas.
Right.
I was a little nervous, Frank. The first time I met him, first thing I see in his house.
Was he nice?
Unbelievably nice.
Huh? And what kind of house?
Nice house, middle of kind of. It's Lubbock. I mean. Yeah. Not much going on there, but it was humbling, to be around a guy like that because so knowledgeable and a great guy. Way took me by surprise.
What was in his house that
First
made you
of
go,
all,
wow?
an insane collector.
Really?
Had to have at least 150 guns.
Wow.
Was a big hunter. Wow. Fishing rods that he fished with presidents who were 30, 40 years old. Game used basketballs. I don't think the guy ever threw out a pair of his sneakers that he coached with. He was a big saver. And what surprised me the most with him is the amount of books. Had to have at least 1,000 books in the house. There wasn't a basketball book I'd ever heard of that he hadn't have in the house, which he didn't admit reading them all, but I think he did.
Right.
His knowledge is unbeful.
Right.
I could talk basketball with him for days.
Did he take any of his sneakers when he wasn't
Took
looking?
them all. I took them all. Yeah, because he's very close to my size. So.
Good for you.
Yeah. And what's crazy is he saved every red sweater.
Right.
Which is great. He had probably out 200 red sweaters, and then the amount of ties were crazy. He was my kind of guy because he's a serious collector.
Right.
Closet collector, but he never admitted it.
Yeah.
Like, Coach, you are a collector. I mean, I know you don't want to admit it, but I love when we're at the Garden about 2 months prior to that. He's like, Brandon, I'm going to give you 2 months to get to my house or I'm throwing this shit out. And you either get to my house or I'm throwing this out. I don't want to hear it. And he wasn't kidding.
What did you get from him?
Well, his rings. You know, we had auctioned off his rings. I think there's a few things on the auction site now that we're still selling of his, but his rings, and he had some trophies that he wanted to get rid of. He's moving to another house, so he had the red sweaters, the ties.
Wait,
some great
actual
photos.
red sweaters you're selling from Bobby Knight?
Yeah.
Holy!
I mean, this guy was notorious for wearing a red sweater.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know he actually gave you the sweaters.
When my time on Earth is gone, and my activities here are past, I want them to bury me upside down.
Oh, no, don't say it.
So the critics can kiss my ass.
Oh.
I love that. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, we got to replicate that. We got to replicate that.
Shakespeare.
And,
so you got it all framed, all nice, and
It's
of
all
course Bobby
framed.
Knight signed it.
Hand signed it, yeah. These
That'd be
are on fire. I mean, people buy these all the time.
Yeah. That's a great addition for anyone's man cave.
All right, we got Alex in
there.
Boston. You want a shot at that Bobby Knight quote?
Yeah, I don't know shit about sports trivia.
Oh.
But I called in to suggest a piece of memorabilia. How about a signed wiffle ball bat?
Oh, well, the wiffle ball bats.
We used to do the wiffle ball bat challenge.
Wiffle ball. I mean, what's better than a wiffle ball in the backyard?
Nice wiffle.
We used the wiffle ball bats
In the
differently.
back door, yeah.
Yeah, the back door, whatever.
Front door, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, you don't know anything about sports, huh?
I don't know, give me a shot.
Give me an easy question.
What team did Coach Knight coach after he left Indiana? It was only one, so it was one team. And I mentioned the town, so you know what town where he lives in Lubbock, so you just have to figure out what college.
I have no idea.
Oh, come on.
Texas Tech, you faggot.
All right, Alex, we're going to have to let you go because this is a biggie. Unless you want to give him something else for trying.
Yeah, how about a fucking hang up? He gets a
Really?
dial tone. He gets a dial tone.
That's just cold.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Sorry, man. You give him something else. I don't care.
You got something you can give him there, Brandon? Nothing, huh?
We'll give him a gift card.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
If you go to my Facebook, message me on my Facebook on Brandon Steiner. I'm going to send you a $100 gift card.
Hey, I got a question, Brandon. I got a 1946 Sox ball signed by all the players on that team. Ted Williams is one of them.
I like that. That ball is probably worth anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000. I'd have to see the quality of it. When you go to my Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Take a picture of that ball and send that to me, and I'll email you back a guesstimate of what the ball's worth, depending on the quality of the autographs.
Right.
It's mint.
And I'm going to put the first collectible in your hand, because I'm going to send you a $100 gift card. You can go to my site and buy whatever you want.
Well,
all right, but let me put him on hold so we can do this
Appreciate
officially, because you're going to have a lot of Alexes from Boston trying to get a hold of you on Facebook. So, Alex, hold on the line. All right. I'll just pick number 8. Carlo
Yogi
in
Berra.
Atlanta. Carlo. Or is it Carlos?
Hey, boys, how are you? It's Carlos.
Carlos, okay.
Carlos.
And I actually grew up outside of Lubbock, so I wish I had that question.
Oh.
Well, we still got the Bobby Knight quote signed by Bobby Knight.
Where did Coach Knight coach right when he graduated from Ohio State? What was his first coaching job?
Oh, guessing it's not Indiana, so I'm not sure.
East
That
Coast.
was a guess, by the way.
Indiana.
East Coast. He was an assistant coach, and it's in New York.
NYU.
Oh man.
Jeez.
Sorry, guys, I'm not
That's
a
all
college basketball guy outside of Arizona.
You're an Arizona guy?
Yeah, I went to school there.
Ah.
Hey, what's the abbreviation for the state of Arizona? Go.
AZ.
That's right. Put a T on that and take it.
Wow.
Oh, he didn't get it.
Oh, I got it.
No, I mean the
No, you
answer
didn't
to
get the
Well, I'll
collectible.
give you a consolation. If you go to my Facebook,
No, we got to put him on hold
we got
because
to
you're
put
going
them
to have
on.
a lot of
Okay,
Carloses.
yeah, okay. We'll be on hold. We're going to we'll give you a gift card.
Give him a little gift card.
problem.
All right, let's Kentucky. That's a good college basketball town. Let's say hi to Jeff. Jeff, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, man. All right.
Hey, Jeff.
Still got the Bobby Knight sign.
I'm going to give you the
quote.
same question. Where did Coach Knight coach when he finished playing at Ohio State?
Yeah.
It was at Army.
You got
Correct, Armando, and for our country.
Army.
Absolutely,
Yeah, that's right.
Army. Absolutely. You know, Coach Knight was a great baseball player, too.
Krzyzewski was there, too, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Stop Googling. You're Googling, sir.
All right, we'll give you credit for
I'm
that.
a bit of a college basketball fan.
Oh,
All right, then this is perfect. You got the Bobby Knight signed autograph there. Signed quote, I should say. Thanks, Jeff. Hold on the line. Jeff from Kentucky's on line 3. You won the Bobby Knight thing. What's next there, Brandon?
You know, we did these subway signs, which are kind of cool. We customized them, and we made them for all the different teams. It kind of gives you all these different kind of sayings, for the different teams. So we have one from Chicago.
Okay.
Anybody there on the phones from Chicago?
Chicago.
No.
How about Boston?
We got New York, Atlanta, Long Island, Pennsylvania.
So we have this subway map from Chicago, or we have another one from...
Yeah, save the Chicago thing for someone from Chicago. We got a New York one?
Yeah, we have a New York one from Mariano. We did a special one just for him.
All right, so what is this again?
It's like these subway maps.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
This is another collectible idea for you guys. All your famous things that's happened over the course of the years from the show.
Right.
Do your own subway map.
Look at that.
So there's a lot of big fans of the show.
Yeah, we know.
And they're proud of it. You guys are huge.
They would love it.
Could write just voyeur bus, homeless shopping spree,
boy.
sex for Sam.
So anyway, this has all of Mariano's accomplishments. It's a really cool poster.
What are some of the accomplishments on there?
His 602 when he broke the record. Part of the core 4. He's the last one to wear 42. 5-time world champion. 42 postseason saves.
Mariano Rivera.
So, ready for that? Ready?
Yeah, let's go to Bobby in New York. Bobby.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
man. Hey, Brandon, Brooklyn guy. But can I have one quick question? I have a 39 team ball from Christy Walsh that was authenticated by James Spence before he was JSA, actually authenticated by him. I've been trying to trade it for a cut Gehrig, which is Gehrig's on the ball, DiMaggio's on the ball, Crissetti, and, most of the team is 9 or 10 guys, including Joe McCarthy on the sweet spot. I can't find a way to trade it for a good cut.
What does a good cut mean?
Well, what you do is you take an autograph, what we were talking about before the chit, you take a cut off, of
you
an
cut
index
the autograph
card.
out?
Yeah, cut
Okay.
the autograph out. Just trying to put a collection together here.
Wait,
Okay.
you cut-
short an autograph.
Hold on, you cut the index?
Well, the index card would be a cut. So sometimes the autograph's on a photo, sometimes on something that you really don't want, or sometimes on an index card. That would be
Or
considered a
it's
cut.
personalized and you're not that guy, so
Right.
you
wanna
cut out the autograph.
You want to cut out
Gotcha.
the personalization. So, but with the older autographs, sometimes people are putting collections together, original people in the Hall of Fame or a particular team, and you're trying to find these different autographs. eBay really gives you a good chance to do that, or these auctions that we do. Right. And he's trying to put a collection together.
And
with this
who are you missing?
Well, no, I have the 39 team ball, but it's hard to display a ball, so I wanted a Gehrig cut. Now, on the ball is Gehrig, DiMaggio, Joe McCarthy, Frank Crissetti.
Nice ball.
All the guys from the team, and it's authenticated by a reputable guy. I feel like the value of the team signed balls are going down in relationship to the cut signatures, because I think they're a lot easier to put together and display.
Oh, so you want to get rid of the ball and just get the actual
So do you want to
cut
sell that
autographs.
ball?
Gotcha.
You want to sell that ball?
I would definitely sell that ball, but I would only want to replace it with, because I'm a very, very big Yankee fan, very big Lou Gehrig guy.
You gotta call.
First baseman.
You have to call me in the office at some point. You got to call me the next couple of days. Maybe we could work something there.
He's such a huge fan. He's trying to get the disease.
That's
Wants
what I
to
would say.
die from it.
Wait, Brandon.
Yep.
I know I don't want to kill your negotiations.
I'll give you 100
obviously,
for it.
But I just need to know how much would a ball like that go for? You think? You don't have to say it.
They're not as much as I thought they would
Not
be.
as much as you think.
Really? They're not as much as I thought.
I think to the right customer. Again, you have to see the quality of the ball and the quality of the signatures, but that's probably a $10,000, $5 to 10,
Jesus.
$5,750, maybe even $10,000 for that.
Yeah,
ball.
I think on the low end, the thing is, it's one of those, the Christy Walsh on the blotter with the, that was.
What's that mean?
Christy Walsh used to give them as gifts, and they were on this blotter, so they would sit on your desk. And I have it off the blotter in a shadow box, but it's just not as good as I want it, because the Gehrig autograph is smaller, and Joe McCarthy, the coach, is on the manager on the sweet spot. So I was out for the Gehrig autograph, and that's why I got it.
But it's still but none of the signatures are smushed, right? They're all there.
No, they're all perfect condition.
Is the blotter a good one? That's a good thing, or no? That was on the blotter.
It's a story.
Is this Bobby the Champ?
Yes.
Former intern?
Yes.
Extraordinaire?
Sure. Yes.
We know this guy.
And a collectible. And a collector. And a collector.
How much would you be able to sell, let's say, a birthday card to George Steinbrenner signed by the 95 Yankees? What do you think? Nice and framed.
I like that.
Yeah.
The whole team?
The whole team.
That's Donnie Baseball's last year. Donnie Baseball.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet you that would sell for a few $100, $500.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know some kid that's got it. But
Yeah. You know his autograph is
gotta
through
get
the
it
roof
from him.
also is Mr. Steinbrenner's off. Great autograph.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, people love that. Anyway, you want to do a quick trivia for
I was in on that one. Yeah, Bobby. I mean, you got a chance at the subway map thing.
You want to tell us the year that, well, first of all, tell us the year that Mariano Rivera won the World Series MVP.
The World Series MVP was, I think it was 99.
That's correct.
Wow, look at
I
this
almost got that one wrong.
guy.
All right.
Good job
Hold on the line,
You'll love
Bobby.
these Subway pieces. They're really great Christmas
You want
gifts.
his number so you guys maybe could do a thing
Yeah.
too?
I would love to get an office number, please.
All right, so hang on. We'll exchange numbers there, Bobby. Good talking to you. It's been a while. I don't remember.
I have no idea who that is. I heard like he's an intern.
I have
like,
no idea.
I have no idea.
What did he do for us?
He,
I was just making believe because I saw what you wrote.
Two big standouts. Number one was he used Anthony's megaphone. And Ant threw the megaphone out and yelled at him and was very mean to him.
Okay.
And the other thing was he created No Homo for the show.
didn't.
For the show. Rappers created it, but
No, we created that.
no, he
And then
brought-
rappers took it from us. We
he
all know
brought
that.
No Homo.
We
and-
did that in Boston. Stop it.
And Jay Moore stripped nude and wrestled him.
Oh.
Oh, God.
I don't remember this stuff.
I have no idea who this
Kenny?
Bobby the Champ is a cool dude. He just came to Jim Norton's show recently.
Oh, well. That
Fascinating.
Cool dude.
Brandon, what do you got?
Well, I wish I brought a Deacon Jones autograph. If you're a Deacon fan.
Hold on. You know what? I want to match the cities with some of this shit. So I apologize
You got a Boston item.
I apologize to everyone that I'm hanging up on right now, but I want to do this proper, man. Because a lot of New York guys are calling, and we got Boston fans.
There's nothing like Boston fans. I give you that. They're the best.
Yeah.
Boston people take their sports seriously.
What do you think of the trade?
Well, I'm happy. I'm happy for the Yankee staff for Boston. I love the way the Red Sox run their business. I always feel like they know what they're doing, but I always feel like the Yankees do also. And it's a big name. Obviously, it's a big deal.
Ellsbury.
Yeah, it's a big deal. We got some fun with that name.
Right. 617 is Boston, right?
Yeah.
I thought so. Let's go to 617. Who's this?
This is Jimmy in Boston.
All right, Jimmy, you got a chance to win something here, all right?
Nice.
Now, we have this photographer who actually is a very, very exclusive photographer, gets to shoot all kinds of NFL games. And so these pictures are kind of cool. It's not just a normal picture.
This is a biggie.
And it's a picture of Tom Brady.
Yep.
And also, it's signed by the photographer as well. And I think it's a 20 by 24. What team did
Signed by Hauser.
Signed by Hauser, yeah.
Okay, if you
And
know
you can
him.
see it on the Steiner website. You'll see his picture of Tom Brady with his hands up. This is another great gift. Not incredibly expensive, but a really nice piece.
All right.
And that's the color. I just took a leak. That's the color photo with that black and white background. That is fucking amazing.
And Brady's walking down the field with his fingers up in the air and like number fucking one.
Hey,
It's a great pose.
Frank, can I ask you a quick question?
Uh-oh.
Sure.
About 20 years... No, nothing bad. About 20 years ago, you were up in Boston. I sold you a piece. It was the Baseball Writers program from the 50s. Tris Speaker, Duffy Lewis, and Hooper signed it. The mayor of Boston at the time.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes.
How much you end up getting for it?
About 15,000.
No, sir. Did you really?
Yeah.
I think you gave me like a nickel for it.
I got 15,000 for it because the one guy died. It was a rare item.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
I think I should just win this Brady picture automatically.
No. Business is business. I mean,
oh man.
What team did Tom Brady play for in college?
Thank you, Michigan.
All right, there you go.
You're welcome.
Go Blue.
All right, hold on the line. We're
You know,
gonna
my
give that
son's
to
a
you.
Michigan guy, so I got to throw that question out there. Love Michigan.
Line 4 won that. I forgot his name already because it's not on the screen. But go back to Chicago though, Brandon. All right. We'll do the Chicago thing. It's Mike in Chicago. Hi, Mike.
Hello, boys. How you doing?
You got a question for Brandon as well? Because it seems like a lot of you guys have questions as well.
No, I mean, I'm a huge collector myself. I just actually went out last night and met Martellus Bennett. Signed a helmet, so.
What's your number one item that you got in your collection?
My number one item, I'd have to say, I have it's not a sports figure, but it's a signed John Candy.
Wow,
That's cool.
I like that.
I like that. That's nice.
That is pretty cool.
You don't want to sell that, do you, by chance?
No, well, it's personalized, and I kind of keep that one for my collection.
Well, we have a Cub Subway sign. Actually, has some game-used dirt from Wrigley. I'm a big fan of Wrigley.
Oh.
Love.
I'm a huge Cub fan.
Oh, God.
What happened there?
Hold on. Let me turn down the phone.
Phone
You got a little excited there. I like that. Yeah, I like
Go ahead,
that.
Mike.
That's how Cub fans get.
So what do you got?
Because the Lord knows they haven't won in a long time.
That one has actual dirt.
What player said, let's play two?
Ernie Banks.
Correct.
Wow.
All right. This is a nice piece. You'll love this Subway sign. And listen, I know it's been tough for you the last, 80 years?
Oh,
but
man.
Hopefully, maybe next year could be your year.
Yeah, I hope so, man. Thank you.
All right, hold on the line, Mikey.
Calling.
Question coming in: is there a way to restore a faded signature?
It's difficult, but there's a way to stop it from getting worse. Every situation is a little differently. But what I try to do is, just because it's fading doesn't mean you have to completely lose it. So you got to kind of, there's protective glass, and there's certain cases. We sell the cases on our website, on Steiner Sports. So we have, obviously, always protecting what you collect is important. And there's also some special glass you could do if it's a photo. Protecting what you collect. One of my biggest things is I see so many people have their collections under their bed in their closets because they're afraid it's going to get faded or ruined. And there are really cool protective stuff that you can get to at least showcase your stuff and have fun with it.
Well, Brandon, I got signed boxing gloves, and Jimmy pretty much had a heart attack when he came over to my house.
Yeah,
because my I think he was 7 at the time, nephew had him on and was punching people.
Yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard. Sorry.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, probably not good for the kids to play with.
Good.
I didn't even
send
yell.
you a case for those gloves, right? Can I send you?
No, I was trying to get a case. I had to order them from somewhere. I wanted the UV protected.
Yeah, I thought I'd send you a boxing glove case.
No,
my gloves are in my closet right now.
I'll send you.
I have an Ali glove. I'm trying to get.
Our cases are probably the second best thing I've ever invented.
Wait, are they on the site?
Yeah.
Because I go to the site sometimes I can't find them.
They're on there. The boxing glove cases are beautiful.
So not a good idea to have your. Not a good idea to have your nephew wearing it and punching people?
Not a good idea.
Where the autograph hits you
unless your nephew's going to be the next Sugar Ray Leonard. Then.
Right.
Wait, where are they on the site? Because I think that would be a big seller, and I try to find them.
If you go to the website, and you punch in
which ones that you have signed.
The Ali, the Joe Frazier.
Oh, yeah, those are good.
I want those protected. I had to order them from some other place. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, and they are UV protected?
Yeah.
Because I put everything in sunshine.
What do we got there?
We got to do the ballpark dirt just because.
This is a biggie.
That's pretty cool.
Fun. This is a map of all different teams, and it's got a little dirt from every team. Wow. This is actually a bestseller in 2013.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Kind of crazy. But
the ballparks of Major League
You see the different
Baseball.
viscosity here of the dirt, the different the textures and the colors.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Kind of cool.
That is.
So we could pick anybody out for this.
Yeah, give me one from 1 to 9 there. What number?
If you want to just
7,
honor me a little
Mickey
bit, you could say 9.5.
Which one you say? I didn't hear you.
7, Mickey Mantle's good.
Okay, sure. It's Danny in Arizona. Danny.
Ho! How you doing?
Pretty good.
Dan,
you got a chance
welcome
at
aboard.
this really cool collectible.
Dan, are you a baseball fan or?
Yes, sir.
You are.
Yes.
Let's go back to the Diamondbacks World Series game. Name me 4 players on that team.
Well, I'm a Cub fan, so I can care less about the Diamondbacks. Let's take.
I like that. Well, that's moving me, by the way. Obviously, because they beat my Yankees, so you got some extra credit for that.
All right, we got Gonzalez.
Good.
We got Schilling.
Good.
We've got the big unit.
Good.
And we've got Luis. First name Luis.
All right, not bad. That's fair. Not bad.
Google?
Yeah, of course he's Googling.
You Googled that, didn't you?
I'm in the car driving.
I could hear the car.
Yeah,
you can't Google on
Good
the
job
phone.
on that.
In the car.
Who was the relief pitcher that gave up those home runs? I forget his name. You were dying. I mean, the state of Arizona was dying when he gave up the game-winning home runs in Game 3 and 4.
It was the Panthers.
4 and 5. I mean, 4 and 5. It's a Japanese player, right?
Yeah. I don't know his name. Kim.
Yep, Kim. That's good. Good. There you go. All right, we're gonna send you this ballpark dirt. You'll love it.
Great. Hey, I got something that I want you to tell me if it's worth anything.
Sure.
You there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I've got a Jim Brown signed political shirt from the Dole Kemp campaign.
Nah, no, worthless.
I like that. Yeah.
Well, it got a little water spot on it from when I moved.
Oh, that's a problem.
Oh, you dummy.
That's going to cost you.
A little water.
From when you moved.
That's a problem.
Why don't you put it in a box?
How did that happen?
I put it in a box in the garage and it got wet.
I love how he says a little water
Yeah, a
spot.
little water spot. Yeah, a little
Does
water
that drive
damage.
you nuts, Brandon, to hear
Yeah,
this?
it's sad, but it's true. It happens all the time. And people bring in stuff, and they're like, my kid was playing with it.
Right.
That's
funny.
all the crazy stories, but it happens.
All right, Danny, you get the dirt from all the baseball parks. That's pretty cool. Stay on the line.
Cool. All
Line
right.
7. Oh, shit.
One of my favorite.
Danny.
Uh-oh.
Danny.
Did you hang up on him?
Hopester!
Oh, man.
And the phones are so hot. I went
never
right
getting
back to
through
him,
again.
and it's already another guy.
Give him a
No.
little responsibility, he screws it up.
I know, he panicked.
Shit, I really fucked that guy.
That
He's a
guy
sweet
had a
boy.
rough question.
Who's on the
too.
line right now? Hello?
Oh, no.
Oh, just say hi.
Say hi. 254 area code.
Hello.
Is that Arizona?
It's me.
Who are you?
Josh.
This was supposed to be Danny.
Guy answered 4 questions pretty much.
Did a good job.
Five,
If he's out there, Facebook me, and I'll try to dissect you.
Oh, that guy?
God.
Hope he's red. He feels really bad.
I feel horrible.
He's getting nothing.
Usually you get them back right away, but the phones are just lit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, hold on the line. You might have a shot at something. I'll put you in the fucking pool of
We don't hang up on you first.
possibilities. Oh, man. Sorry. I didn't do that on purpose. What do you got there, Brandon?
One of my favorite motivation. Rudy was up in the office the other day. We did a special line of product with Rudy. Rudy from the movie.
Yeah, stupid
You're
Rudy.
5 foot nothing. You weigh 200 and nothing.
Right.
No talent.
Didn't they exaggerate the story for the movie, though?
Isn't everything a little exaggerated,
Right.
though, a little bit? Give the guy a little slack. He still came through. It was a good movie. Great movie to watch with your kid.
Great movie, but not believable.
It was a little stretch. But anyway.
See, people know that. A little too much Hollywood in that
But
one.
you know when you watch that movie, you're crying at the end.
Of
Come
course.
on.
You ever see Radio? I cried at that one, too. Cuba Gooding Jr., good
Yes,
actor. Go ahead.
of course.
Back to you.
Play like a champion. The sign that the Notre Dame team touches on the way out.
Sure.
One of my favorite, Lou Holtz.
I like what Penn
Signed
State
it.
touches on the way out.
So, tough year. Tough year for Notre Dame, by the way.
A fucking
Not as tough as
damp
Penn
hanky.
State. Right. Can you imagine? What goes on with Paterno and his collectibles?
Bloody underwear.
Not good. He didn't sign a lot. He wasn't most cooperative when it came to this sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And, he wasn't.
At what, investigation?
Wasn't an easy guy to deal with.
And now he's erased from history.
So,
Like he never even was a coach officially.
Is his legacy hurt by this whole thing?
Hurt would be a word. Demolished would be a little
He
bit more
officially never
accurate.
won a game.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Wow.
Amazing.
But they don't listen. His career is demolished, no question. But when you go up there, they don't think anything happened.
Oh, yeah. He's still...
it's very strange up there. I mean,
Yep.
there's people still where the statue was. Before every game, people are crying. It's very twisted.
They still love him.
Yeah, they still love him. I mean, he's cherished up there.
He's such a he's a bum. It's really weird how they worship. When it came out that he just didn't do what he was supposed to do, how are people so tied to a game that's more important than him reporting a pedophile? What the fuck's wrong with people?
It seems like you knew
Well,
some
you
things,
lose your way.
I guess so.
You get to the top of the mountain, you start looking down on people instead of being blessed and being happy that somehow you got there and doing something good with it.
Right.
And that's kind of what happens sometimes in sports. People get a little crazy.
And radio.
I happen on the flip side, I happen to like this coach. I mean, I thought this coach was one of my favorites, Lou Holtz, who always seems to have done the right thing, and we love our relationship with him. And I like to play like a champion, which is a little inspirational, motivational.
Sure.
Anybody there in the Midwest or?
You can go to Indiana.
Indiana's good.
All right, let's go to Clay in Indiana. Clay.
What's up, boys?
Hey, you got a question for Brandon?
Yeah.
Is this the Joe Paterno blinders?
That's pretty funny. I didn't think I was going to like you. I thought I was going to have to mold you into something, but you really came through. His name is Clay.
All right, listen to Brandon. You got
Clay.
You got a chance at this.
Are you a Notre Dame fan?
What?
Are you a Notre Dame fan, or what are you a fan of?
No, I'm a Cubs guy. I was hoping for the dirt, but
Oh, jeez, yeah, the Wrigley Field dirt would have been great.
yeah, it would have been.
Way to rub it in.
Rub the dirt in the room, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Good one.
Give me the. I got to come up with a good Cub question so you can answer that. Well, you know something? I'm going to ask you a Bear question. The Bears.
Okay.
All right. Can you tell me who the Bears beat when they won the Super Bowl? I think it was Super Bowl 20. No, Super Bowl 20 it was, yes?
New England Patriots.
What was the score?
We showed them 42-7.
Oh, 46-10.
46.
Who scored the last touchdown for the Bears? I'm just
Right in
curious.
front of me.
While we're on a roll.
The fridge?
The fridge, that's right. Anyway, you'll love this thing. It's a good kind of Midwest thing with Lil Holtz and Play Like a Champion. By the way, I have a lot of Chicago Cub game used stuff on my website that I cannot get rid of. So you can probably steal it. You can have a field
Why
day
can't you get rid of it?
Because the Cubs suck.
But what kind of stuff you got?
I have all the jackets and the jerseys and bricks from Wrigley Field and all this stuff.
And they just aren't selling.
Cub fans are down. You know, they raised the prices of the tickets, which kind of pissed off people because they always had to sell out. Now they don't. And Cub fans are a little sensitive now. They feel like they're getting a little bit pulled and pushed. Am I wrong? Is that listener still there? Or?
No, we got rid of
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
hung up on
fans, Cub fans are a little touchy, but I have the stuff right out of the locker room: the jackets, the sweatshirts, the fleeces. I mean, it's there for the taking. It's easy. We have time for a couple more. Or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Got anyone in Boston?
We did Boston already.
How about the Lakers? How about L.A.? Does anybody listen to this show out in L.A.?
Yes.
Yeah, they
Have
do.
you ever done Abdul-Jabbar? Have you ever had him sign?
Yeah.
How was he? I mean, his publicist is a delight, but how is he?
I like him. Very quiet, you know, very subdued, but always cordial to me. Not the most friendly necessarily, but always with me. Always signs does his autograph the right way, and we've had that's nice projects with him because we do Lakers, we do a lot of stuff with Magic, and I like Kareem. He's okay.
All right,
New York guy. So
pick a number.
All right.
If we have one of these subway signs, how about number 5?
Number 5 is snowy in Michigan.
Hey,
or is it just snowing in Michigan? Is your name Snowy?
This is a nickname I use when I call.
Oh, what's your real
fair
name?
enough.
Douche?
What do you got there? I see signed baseballs. By the way, our own Eric Nagel wants to sign baseball today.
Yeah, what is this about?
Yeah, here he's in the back
E-Rock,
lobbying.
what's going on
back there,
Are
Eric?
you grubbing back there?
Yeah.
No, you got some misinformation.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, you know we sell several 100,000 autographed baseballs a year at Steiner. Who's this? I'm going to give away a baseball from your favorite team, Detroit Tigers. Who's the starting center fielder for the Detroit Tigers?
It would be, for crying out loud.
Former Yankee.
Yeah, I know. We
traded for Granderson.
We traded for Granderson, yeah. Oh, it ain't Hunter. God.
Nice language.
Sorry. For Christ's sakes.
His last name is the same as a Yankee Hall of Famer, number 44 for the Yankees.
God.
Jeez.
Oh, man, I'm pissed. I know this.
Obviously you don't.
Position.
No. He doesn't know.
Gee, he doesn't know.
Got another position?
It's not a good week for Michigan, by the way. Michigan sports, not a good week.
I think we're gonna have to just hang up on this.
Yeah,
game.
yeah. You can't be from that area and not know this.
Yeah, we
Especially
can't give
your
you-
team's been winning.
Right.
Should have gone to the World Series, actually.
All right. Give me another number there, Brandon.
Number 2.
Number 2 is Staten Island. Steve, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Roland is insisting that the Eric info is indeed correct.
Yeah, Roland also lies a lot.
I've
never asked for a signed.
I've never caught Roland in a
whatever
lie,
ball.
not once.
Neither have I.
You're lobbying for the Mariano signed ball, huh?
No, that is not correct. That part is not
I
correct.
heard that's what we all heard out
Multiple
here.
sources now have informed
Multiple
me that
sources.
that is happening.
Okay.
I don't blame you.
And
I asked perfect baseball.
And this is what's going on back there. He's going,
Yeah.
like just in the room where Brandon's guy is in. He's
Right.
going,
Oh, yeah. I mean, for me, like, if there was like a Mariano Rivera ball lying around, I would love to have
that's
that.
bullshit, too.
Wow. Why are you getting mad?
Why would there be one lying around?
Sal.
People like this stuff, though.
Sal?
So I'll explain exactly what happened.
Go ahead, cool.
E-Rock goes to me. He goes, "Oh man, I'd really love one of those Mariano Rivera signed balls."
Were you alone in the room?
Yeah,
You said I'll take 2 of them unsigned on my nose.
He says it in front of Brandon's rep, the guy who's in the back there.
Okay, so there's the beginning of the lobby.
Right. So E-Rock says that to me. So I literally said, "So buy one."
No, he didn't.
Buy one, shitty.
No, he didn't. He's trying to come off like he's fucking clever.
I texted Roland that because I knew Roland would love that info, but Roland might have manipulated.
See where this is going? Telephone game.
No, but he just said that you said to him while Brandon's guy was in there.
I didn't speak anything about this to Sal. I said to Roland earlier, if there's any extra Yankee stuff,
When is there ever extra Yankee stuff?
He brings stuff all the time.
Hold on. Heard Brandon go, "Oh, what the hell am I going to do with this Ron Guidry ball? Where's the garbage?"
He's brought stuff here before.
But it's never extra.
It's extra.
Why don't we ask Brandon's guy?
Yeah, work
Yeah,
Chase.
guy's right
Chase
here.
Chase is there.
Yeah,
Work
Chase, just slow down.
Yo, Chase, what is he saying back there?
Oh
Hit
man,
the fire catch. Because
Go ahead, Chase.
Right here.
he can't hear.
There you go.
What's up, guys?
Hi,
Hey,
Chase.
how you doing?
Welcome aboard.
He's
Thank
from
you,
Seattle,
thank you.
Chase, so he's a little new in the city.
cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you get any inkling from Eric right next to you there that he was talking and hoping you would hear something? And
Eric's a good guy. He didn't say anything. I got his bag.
He's got his bag.
I got Eric's bag.
Way to go!
happened
Way to go
there?
with the bit.
He's been
Fire that guy.
He's
He
been,
stinks.
hey, I can't even see you. All right.
he's been trying to get a Mariano ball.
He hasn't said one word.
Eric.
But what happened with what Sal said? He said if there's any extra shit
I don't think
laying
Sal's
around.
totally lying. Maybe
No, I said again, I did not ask for a Mariano ball. I asked Roland if there's Yankee stuff.
Right.
See if I could get something. That's all I said to Roland.
see if I can get something.
Yeah.
Sal,
Who
Eric
says that?
Eric is
I
saying that
did.
you're lying, that he did not say anything
He
about
said,
him.
see if I could get. You just made it worse, Eric.
He
See if
said
I could get
you're
something.
lying.
You look me on a
sounds
date.
it sounds like this show needs a little road trip up to Steiner.
Oh yeah.
Maybe send a car down to pick you guys up.
Is that where you keep the extra stuff?
Yeah. All that shit you have laying around, it's just going to get thrown out anyway. Who wants a Rivera ball?
that's
The tires.
Wow. Well, we do have a Mariano Rivera. We got to give away a Mariano Rivera.
Well, we got
talked
Steve in
about
Staten Island. He's been sitting through this whole
We
nonsense.
have E-Rock.
Or just throw it out. We don't need it.
It's extra.
Steve.
Extra.
Yeah,
Steve,
jump.
Oh,
Steve,
by
are
the
you a
way,
Yankee fan?
hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. I got more intel coming in from
Okay.
one named Don Wicklund. He writes, I think E-Rock has enough signed auction items from years past.
That is true. That is true.
Wow.
It's not true.
E-Rock.
Oh.
E-Rock.
You guys are going to see a lot of familiar
One for
stuff.
them,
at this
one
party.
for me. One for them, one for me.
Oh man.
2 for them, 37 for me.
E-Rock, have you ever grabbed anything from some of those auctions?
Never.
That's bullshit. We didn't do the last auction. We
Yeah.
have piles of stuff.
Oh,
Once
man.
again, we'll tell this fucking story. The last day at the XM studio, we gave all the shit we had in the office away because we never did the other
Not the
auction.
good stuff.
No, we didn't
We
get
gave
some of it.
everything that we
I
had
would've
in those
taken some of
bins.
it. No, we didn't.
Hey,
No,
can
we did.
We
What
should,
did you keep?
we should do our own auction.
Nothing from
Not
that
to make
stuff.
money, but just give it to all the listeners.
But we never. All the extra stuff ends up in
Well,
the
we should start
Nageltown extras.
let's start collecting again, and we'll have one big fucking
Let's do an
over the top auction. Maybe we'll give money to charity or
Let's do
something.
charity. We'll do that on Steiner Sports. We'll do the auction for you.
And then you got to figure out an Opie and Anthony collectible.
I'm going to do it.
But that's for like a little taste.
Yeah.
we want a little taste of that one.
A little scratch.
A little scratch, a
We're
little
going to
pocket
do it.
money.
I'm going to come up with a couple ideas. We're running by you.
And how much do you get?
I got to make some money.
How much is your taste?
I mean, usually we go like 50-50 on it.
50, but then
I
we
gotta
got
make
three
it. I gotta
guys here.
sell it. I gotta commission guys to sell it. I gotta ship it.
But then us three have to share the other 50.
Well, you'll work it out.
That means it's 17-ish
But
for us, 17%.
But it actually depends on the item, actually, though. But you guys want to maybe sign some of the?
How about we give you 33%?
We're negotiating.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'm good
And
for
that's
that.
means
Yeah.
we still only get about 22% each.
That's fair. Let's do it. I think I can come up with a
You know
couple
what? I'm
good
going to do
ideas.
this whole thing myself. Fuck it. I don't need
Maybe you should get a little more than
I'm
those
going on
guys for
Shark
less.
Tank. Fuck you.
I'm going to come up with that idea. But by the way, you guys should do a little auction. We'll do it once a year around this time.
Yeah,
Raise some
we'll
money
figure
for one of your
something out.
charities.
I got a signed Ted Williams. It was Ted. No, not the head.
The head.
It's a signed thing congratulating the Red Sox on their World Series victory. How much is that?
A photograph, or
yeah,
it's about $500, $600.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, do you really believe that the Ted Williams head exists?
Yes.
He died before that happened.
Yes.
I dealt with John Henry, and I believe that he was a little crazy.
I read a
we
whole
dealt with
thing.
him. Yeah, we were like his,
Oh,
we were like
about
his
that.
distributor.
No, I remember the stories.
prior, and
His son was a complete asshole. He made
difficult.
Ted sign all fucking day long. He didn't want to do that at the end of his life. But where's the head, and can you see it?
I don't know. I don't know
No.
that.
The head's in Arizona, I think. I read something. It was the day they took Ted Williams' head, and it was a story about what they did. They got him. They ship him over in ice, and then it's a long operation. They got to drill holes in the side of his skull to relieve any pressure, and then they put sensors to see if his brain was freezing, and then they lopped the head off. They cut through, and then they take a bone saw and sawed through his neck. It was a whole play-by-play about him getting his head cut off.
This isn't a Seinfeld episode?
No, swear.
Holy fuck.
And then
so we know somebody that has seen the head. So how do we get to see the
There's
head?
staff there that then put it in cryogenic freezing. No, the tank isn't see-through or anything, and you can't take it out.
Why can't we take a little peek?
I don't
You
think
looked
they
it
allow
out of there
that.
for a second.
Yeah?
There is a
Why
photo
not?
of it, but that people didn't know if it was real or not. There's a picture that was taken of
No
it as
way.
the procedure was happening.
No way.
I don't know if it's real or not. I'm just telling you what I've
say
seen.
No.
All right, we got Steve still waiting.
I made that
Poor guy.
He's dealing with our nonsense. Steve from Staten Island, welcome to the show. You got Brandon Steiner. He's going to give you a chance to win which ball?
Some old junk he doesn't need anymore. All
Extra
that.
stuff.
The Mariano ball that E-Rock obviously wants.
Oh, I love it. My wife's a big Yankee fan. I love that for Christmas.
All right.
Have you ever bought anything from Steiner before?
No, I haven't, but I do have. I used to work at Tops.
Yeah, we got to hang up on this guy. No, I'm kidding.
What'd you do at Tops?
Yeah, what'd you do at Tops?
Sell hats?
I was a writer. I was a football editor. I actually have a helmet I was going to ask Brandon about really quick, but I have.
For the trading cards. What kind of helmet?
It's it's awful. It's from the 2006 NFL draft. It's got a couple of autographs on it. It's got Mario Williams, Vernon Davis, Reggie Bush, but it also has Vince Young and Matt Lyon on it, who completely diarrheaed the bed in their NFL careers. But I don't know if it was you.
What kind of helmet was it?
It's just a plain. It just has the NFL logo on it.
Oh, NFL logo?
Yeah.
It's worth, basically it's always worth a few $100. You can always wipe off the bad autographs off that helmet. That's the good news. And keep the good autographs and add some other ones to it.
You never want to wipe them off, though, because you never know what somebody will do one day. Like, they may save the president.
Oh,
and then you'd be like, no, I wiped that off.
I wiped that autograph off.
I'm not
Gotta
sure that
save
any of
the
those guys are going to be saving
Yeah.
the. I don't think any of those guys will
I
do
have
anything.
I have a tampon that Bob Apodaca signed. How much is that worth?
Yeah, not a good item. So anyway,
Brandon's not playing.
not a good item to have now.
You're fucking with his livelihood. I love this.
No, but people probably come up with all the time with these fucking idiotic things that they think are worth a lot of money, and they're just
Yeah, like Tommy John's girlfriend sent me an X-ray of his surgery. Tommy John's
What
surgery.
kind of surgery?
The X-ray of the Tommy John surgery.
Of course. Oh, really?
And you couldn't sell that?
Well, that sounds like something that would be
I
kind
wasn't
of
feeling that, but I would
Why?
have liked.
If Tommy John now
the
signs it.
namesake, yeah.
I wanted Derek Jeter's cast to his foot. That I would have sold.
Wait, I think.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Why do you want to give it to
I
me?
think Tommy John signing the Tommy John X-ray would
Right,
be
that's
pretty
big.
fucking cool for a lot of people out there.
Really, I didn't feel
Mass
it.
produce the
Maybe I gotta
X-ray.
go
Get him to
rethink
sign that shit.
Well, I could get you one. Did you want to buy one?
Not
Because I
really,
could transact
'cause
with you right now.
But I'm just thinking, if you're a big time baseball fan,
And give you a discount.
and now the surgery is legendary. Like
Yeah.
to see the X-ray of the first one, that's kind of cool.
It was,
Oh, we got to
kind of
fix
idea.
this. We got to put that there, and then
Right.
what should we call this procedure?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, he changed the name. I mean, he didn't, but they did.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to think that again. All right, that's good feedback. If you like that idea,
I like goofy items. I'm a fan of the goofy
Sometimes
items.
it's something
like
no
that
one else
idea,
has.
come
yeah.
back to me. Send that in to me, please.
Jessica tampon.
The Bob
Like
Apodaca
that Tommy
tampon
John.
is big. Ed Kranepool once signed a booger, and I ate it, though.
Couldn't help yourself. Let's go.
How do you sign a
Who
booger?
was on the phone again?
I don't know. Steve's still there. Steve. All right,
who
we got the
was
ball.
the 1996 World Series MVP?
John Wetland.
Correct, Armando. And one of Mariano's mentors. That's why I bring it up. So you won the Mariano Ball, and
good for you, Steve.
Even though you can't find this on my website, I'm kidding, by the way. I assume you're a relatively intelligent, functional person. Probably know how to find it. We came up with a new case. We did these cases that actually have the photo in the case and game used dirt.
The case that gave me.
And game used dirt. Let me see the game used dirt.
Cool.
Wow, you got a lot of things here.
I got a Rivera
What's
thing.
kind of cool is the dirt is on the bottom of the case.
All right.
Whoa.
And then you have the photo in the back. Pretty cool, right?
Wait, where's the dirt? I don't see the dirt.
It's
I
in
have
there.
it. I have it covered.
E-Rock, wouldn't you love that?
Yeah, just laying around.
E-Rock's crying.
By the way,
You don't have to show me. It's okay, bro.
I have one.
of
I
course.
have one of those in my house. It was sent
That
by
is
Steiner
pretty cool.
Sports.
It's pretty cool.
It's You take the packaging off, and the little round circle that the ball sits on a little bit of dirt. It looks great. I got my Rivera ball
This
in
is
there.
cool.
Cool.
It's like a new product line we just came out with. I figured let me take the photos we do, the dirt and the ball, and bring it all together. Because you never could read the autograph sometimes on the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Except with Mariano, you can. Speaking of dirt.
Hold on, let me get rid of Steve. I'm not going to hang up on you.
Don't screw this up.
He has a
I
great
hope the Arizona
signature.
guy does call back because I feel horrible. Steve, hold on the line. Line 2 is Steve.
It's a nice signature here.
Yes.
He does have a great signature.
Mickey Mantle has
Mariano.
a beautiful signature.
Yeah. Always took it seriously.
Yeah, look at how Rivera's is so legible and nice.
His liver.
When we did signs with Mickey, and back when I first started Steiner, he would actually come up to me when he would mess up an autograph and be upset and want to re-sign it. He always wanted things to be perfect.
Really?
Took a lot of pride in his autographs, as the way Mariano does too.
I got to ask you a business question. Like, you got this shit figured out, right? Why don't you go into other fields? Like rock memorabilia or...
Trying on the rock and roll. The rock and roll's been tough. I mean,
you can't get some of these guys to come and sign
had a
some
couple, but we need Bruce Springsteen. We need Elton John.
You need the biggies.
We need the biggies to get it kind of kicked off.
Okay,
Maybe to
gotcha.
crack them. But close. Like Sylvester Stallone just signed an autograph deal.
With you?
No, with another company. But I was like, wow.
But you got the business model, so I'm surprised some of these guys aren't,
Every now
coming
and
to
then,
you.
every now and then, we're able to kind of break through and do some different things. But the rock guys really want to do some of the
movie
bands.
stars, any of that
Yeah.
shit.
So we're getting there.
Godfather,
Every now and
imagine
then-
some
every now and
Godfather
then,
memorabilia.
Like Pacino's been signing.
Right.
Al Pacino's been signing.
For you?
Not for me, but for somebody. And I'm able to get some stuff from him.
Pacino, guys, the problem is you're reputable, and that's why you should, because so many guys, I never buy that shit because you don't know if
You
they're
just don't
legit.
know for sure.
I don't care about their certificates or any of that
Yeah.
stuff. Like, you get everybody so you're believable. But
I think
so
it's
many
about
of them are bullshit.
the authentication always is number one, and then putting the right collection together so that it really extends the image and who this person is and what the career was all about.
And you take pictures of the guy signing and all that crap.
Oh yeah, yep, absolutely.
All right. I think we have time for one more if you got
One
something
more?
really cool over there. We can do 2 if you want to.
Well, we got these coasters, these Derek Jeter coasters.
Oh.
I always think you put a dirty martini, you put it on the coaster, you got a dirty martini. It's kind of a cute thing. So they're actually drink coasters with game used dirt from Yankee Stadium on there, commemorating Derek Jeter's 3,000 hit. We do a quick trivia for that.
Love
Yeah,
that
sure.
dirt.
Yeah.
Well,
Number
Who
two.
was the 1978 World Series MVP?
wait, we'll go to the Bronx.
No, I just want everybody in this room to answer it.
That's a good one.
19 what?
1978 MVP.
Not
World
Reggie?
Chris
Series.
Chambliss.
Nope. Not. He was, the 76 was his big home run.
Wasn't Reggie?
Was not Reggie.
He was a heartthrob.
Oh, Bucky Dent?
Oh, is that your heartthrob?
Yes.
No.
Everyone loved Bucky
Nope.
Dent.
Man by the name of Brian Doyle.
Of course, I knew that.
Murray?
Palm the Bronx.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Love the show.
Yeah, of course you do. You have ears.
We all know that.
We're gifted.
No, we're going to give away something. You don't have to suck up here. We're going to give you something
Exactly.
anyway. Don't worry.
I got an idea for a good O&A giveaway.
Yeah.
Window clings or signed WOW stickers.
We do the WOW stickers. You could mail it. What did we used to do? A self-addressed stamped envelope, and we'll do that for you in a
They have
second.
to be
Stamped
authenticated by
envelope.
Steiner, though.
Yes, if you run in with a bomb belt, we'll
Are
give
you a
one.
baseball fan? Baseball fan by chance?
Hockey fan.
Hockey fan?
Okay.
Islanders,
Wow.
yeah.
Who is the goaltender? Who is the backup goaltender for the 94 Stanley Cup Ranger team?
Oh.
Van Beesbrook.
Wildcats.
Definitely not. We're hanging up on you.
Oh, my God.
You're not.
Wow.
Jerry that question wrong and be a hockey fan.
Edgar Mellencamp?
God.
Just hung up on him? All right. Let's go to, you know what?
It was Glenn Healy, by the way. Mike Richter making the big save on Bure, and it's nothing.
Can we
like
send stuff to Canada? Have we figured that shit out between the two countries? Okay, let's go to Joe in Canada. Joe.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
Welcome aboard.
Joe, a baseball fan?
I'm actually more of a hockey fan myself, too, up here in Canada.
More of a hockey fan.
Yeah, what are you doing? You hosing down a fucking... What are you, hosing... I can't think of anything to hose down.
Boy, not hose down.
I bombed.
Where in Canada are you from, though?
Ontario.
Ontario?
Sure.
Oh, man. It's cold up there?
No, it's not bad today.
What number was Mark Messier when he played for Vancouver Canucks?
22.
Oh, you clod. That was Emmett Smith on the Cowboys.
Oh, God.
You're a fool.
Keep hosing down whatever you're hosing.
Hopefully it's a toaster.
You not only let yourself down, but you're letting your country down with that answer.
Oh, wow.
It's Mark Messier.
Well, you could have asked me a Leaf question.
Leaf question, you said?
Yeah, Toronto Leafs.
Oh, all right.
I'll ask you a Derek Jeter question.
Okay.
Ready for this?
Yep.
What number does Derek Jeter wear?
It's also what you are.
0?
No. Number 2.
Oh, shit.
We're going to have to give these gifts away to charity.
Sorry, buddy.
Wow, man. Canada just doesn't know sports.
Nah, they're busy up there.
Do you have a curling question for this guy?
Yeah, that's what you need, a curling question.
Yeah.
What do we do with Joe?
Let's say goodbye to him. He was
Really?
Joe failed twice in a row. No disrespect, Joe.
Oh, Joe,
but
I'm sorry.
Brandon has good items here. We should give them to people who know the trivia.
Jimmy's in control. I'm sorry. I
We
would have
love
given
the
you
show up here in
something.
Canada,
No
guys.
one gives a shit.
Of course you do.
I can't believe they didn't get the Austin Jackson question right. And it's Detroit. I mean, that's just, where's the
All right, where are we going?
fans?
How do you not know who Austin Jackson is?
From
Groovy,
Detroit.
baby.
Brandon, I'm now going to give you cities and states, and you tell me where you want to go. We got Chicago, we got Atlanta.
Let's
we
go
got-
Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't we do Chicago already?
Let's do another one. I have a great Chicago item.
All right, Andy, go ahead.
Oh, great.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey,
How
buddy.
you doing? Who is the manager who's a former Yankee, left fielder, who's the manager of the Cubs?
Former manager of the Cubs over the Yankees.
Played left field for the Yankees.
How do you not know this?
Oh, shit.
He was the manager in the last 3 or 4 years.
Oh.
Not Dusty Baker. No.
Yes. Scott Stein?
Oh, my God.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Exactly.
Manager.
I'm gonna yell at you. It's gonna sound like I'm booing.
Shit, can I have one more?
Oh, God.
Who? Should we give one more?
Sure.
Why not? Oh boy. Name. What number was Walter Payton?
34.
All right, there you go. I got a baseball signed by the former manager of the Cubs, but a really great guy, former manager of the Seattle, Lou Piniella.
Lou Piniella, great,
Yeah.
sweet Lou Piniella.
Happy
That's
holidays.
a cool little fucking thing.
Was he number 14, or am I remembering
Yes,
that wrong?
you're remembering that right.
I love those.
No, that would be the kind of player I would have been actually if I was actually capable of playing baseball.
All right, Andy.
What, big up
Thanks,
top,
guys.
thin legs?
Hold
That was
on,
Lou.
Fiery.
Line
Built like an
one,
alcoholic.
Fiery. We have one more from New York?
Well, I mean,
Someone on the phone, E-Rock?
but we got Atlanta, Iowa, Houston, Oklahoma, Virginia, North Carolina.
I've been everywhere.
I know you got a lot of New York stuff, but
I have other stuff. We go Reds, Boston?
we did Boston. I got Jersey,
You
too.
know what we'll do is let's just give away a couple gift cards then. I'll give away a gift card to anybody you want.
Wow.
We'll
The
come up
extra?
Yeah, you got any
Yeah, you got any
extra
extras laying around? Any
E-Rock,
garbage?
Would you be okay with a gift card, E-Rock?
Sure.
Let's, you know,
wants goodies.
let's
Yeah, I know.
try.
Treat boy.
Let's try Virginia there, Brandon.
This is good.
We got D in Virginia.
All right, D. I'm giving you a.
D is G.
Oh, whatever.
Oh,
Stop. You're acting like a real C.
Like anyone's going to care after we hang up with you.
Sorry about that.
Just try to win this
Who won
shit.
the World Series MVP this year? In this past World Series?
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
I have no clue.
Oh, man.
Wait, but I have. Wait. I called in because I have amazing glove that's signed by a bunch of boxers, and I want to know how much it's worth. You can see it on cam.
How much are they? Yeah, who signed? I have a glove signed by a bunch of boxers too. I got like LaMotta, Floyd Mayweather, a whole bunch of really good ones.
I love those. People buy those all the time. It's amazing how many people have things out there that want to know what it's worth. Again, not that I'll promote the Steiner Facebook. If you Facebook me with those questions, I'll be more than glad to. You got to take a picture of the item. You Facebook me with the item, and I always tell you what it's worth. And for all those you out there that can't get through, and then by the way, if you want to sell your stuff, I'm more than glad to buy it. In many cases, I have to get it authenticated by an independent authenticator, but we're always looking for cool, unusual items. Anyway, it was Big Papi who was the World Series MVP from this last year.
Oh, man. How did you not know
Big
that?
Papi.
Yeah. Wait, who was on the glove that you have, Miss?
I see Floyd Patterson.
Wow.
I am right now.
Okay, I can't see Miss. Who else?
From 1989?
Floyd Patterson. Who else?
Who else is on there?
I can't really make out the signature.
Hold on. Hold on.
Shit. That's Jake LaMotta.
Good. To Robert. That's good. So someone named Bob wants a glove signed by Floyd Patterson and Jake LaMotta. Hold on. Madam, you're holding it upside down. Turn it the other way around.
And you're
and
shaking.
stop touching the signature. I know. Easy, Hepburn. Hold on.
You know who was Floyd Patterson's trainer?
God, you're moving it around like you're fucking boxing with it. Ray Mancini?
Cuss word to Floyd before
Ray. Is that Ray Mancini? No.
Ray Mancini.
Miss, you keep moving it. You're doing a whole...
Oh, my God.
Push it back and stop touching the hand. And she's got her fingers all over the signatures. Why don't you just put butter on them?
Jake LaMotta
What the fuck you doing? Just you grab it by the tippy top.
Gee, hold on. We'll give you a certificate for Steiner Sports.
Exactly. We'll give you some whisk so you can clean that glove off.
$100 for her, right?
$100 gift card for her, yeah.
Exactly. So you can buy fucking something to put that in. I really want a boxing glove, a UV protected boxing glove. I'll pay for it. I don't want it for free.
We're going to send it to you. It's right on the website. No problem.
Go to the website,
I
Sam.
really thought I sent it to you already. I'm sure the mail.
No, they sent me some stuff, but they never sent me that.
What? You got one last one, Brandon, or are we good?
We got one last one.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Houston, Oklahoma, Iowa, Atlanta. Where you want to go?
Anywhere you want.
What is that?
Let's go to Iowa. Fuck it. Let's say hi to Justin. Justin in Iowa.
Hello.
Justin.
How you doing?
To win a pair of coaster sets with Derek Jeter with Game Used Dirt from Yankee Stadium. You also got my book, You Gotta Have Balls, which you got to read that book. It's an inspirational book, my last book I came out with. What number is Derek Jeter?
2.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on, sir. Here's an extra trivia question, which you will win nothing for. Who was number 1, 3, and 4?
Babe Ruth,
Good.
Lou Gehrig, and Mickey Mantle.
No,
everyone knows Mickey Mantle was 7.
Oh,
Yeah.
You could have even gone 6 on Mickey, but number 1 is Billy Martin.
Billy Martin, buddy. And I think
we're still going to let you win the book and the coasters, though.
Number 4 was Lou Gehrig?
Hold on a line.
Number 4 was Lou Gehrig.
And number 5 was Yogi?
No, number 8 was Yogi.
Wait, hold on. Number 5 was a catcher, I think.
Is that Bill Dickey?
I don't remember.
Who's number 5?
Thurman Munson?
No, he was number 15.
Who was number 1? Oh, right. I knew there was 5.
No, Munson's 15.
Sorry. Jesus.
You know what you're saying. We don't like when you mix up Munson.
You get sensitive about the Yankee shit.
Who was number 5? But who else? Who are we missing? Which classic?
I don't know.
Was it
We know
Whitey
Torrey's
Ford?
number 6.
DiMaggio.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. Ouch.
Jolton Joe
man.
DiMaggio.
Joe's yelling at me right now.
Number
from
5
up
for
above.
those knuckles.
I want to thank the good Lord for making me a Yankee.
How much is a DiMaggio ball worth? Just a regular sign baseball by Joe DiMaggio.
About $750 to $1,000.
I would have thought higher.
Range, yeah.
How about a
Mickey
regular
Mantle balls are worth up to $2,000 to $3,000 now. And even up, depending if you wrote one of those cool inscriptions.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good item.
All right. Why don't we thank Brandon?
Yeah,
This was
thank
great.
Really
for
great
real.
stuff.
Hopefully,
we love when you come in.
Thank you for having me, and thanks to all the fans out there. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We'll have you back in the spring.
And I'll come back with a true Opie and Anthony collectible. There's no question.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got to work out the percentages.
Okay.
All right.
I'll have my people call your people. We'll get that worked out.
Unless you're throwing a Babe Ruth. Then,
I just want to know on
then
the
I'll look
air.
the other way.
I want living proof. Are you guys coming up to Steiner offices?
I would love
New Rochelle?
New Rochelle, huh?
It's 50,000 square feet. You need like 2 hours.
Man,
how far is it?
Where are your signings? Are they on Long Island
here.
or no? Most, because I look at your
the
website
Steiner
all the
stores
time.
in Roosevelt Field in Long Island.
Yeah, that's right
You go
there.
to the website if you really want to see what you want before you come to this. It's going to take you 2 hours to go through the warehouse and really see what you want.
Can we go there when there's somebody signing that's cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
This Saturday we have Mariano Rivera up in the office. You want to come Saturday with your kid?
Wait, do you have an area that?
Yeah.
You have a cool area up there as well?
We have a whole room where we have like 100 people. We'll do a Q&A.
Oh, wow. That's
Next
great.
week we're doing the Core 4 with Jeter, Mariano, Posada.
Wow, we should go up there for one of those.
I would love it.
And then we get to check out the warehouse and all
I
that.
want a Pettit ball. I have Rivera. I have Jeter. I don't have Paul O'Neill.
Pettit will be up there next Wednesday. He's coming up Wednesday. We have to show you can come up. He'll probably be up.
Guys from the 98 team
We
or
can
like
go right
the
after the
late
show.
70s
That's
team.
easy.
Yeah,
Half hour
we should do that.
ride. Can we jump on a train?
Yes.
Yeah,
1
Metro
block
North.
from the train. Yeah, keep your fingers crossed and get on the Metro North.
Oh,
and make
my
sure your
God.
life insurance policy is all covered.
Yeah, let's do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Brandon Steiner,
It's been a
thank you.
pleasure. It's always fun being with you guys. Thank you.
What's
Thank
the big
you.
plug? The website is?
SteinerSports.com. And
Okay.
also, if you go to Brandon Steiner and go to my What Else blog, the first 25 people, I'm going to send you a Mariano Rivera gift card. All you have to do is register for the blog.
Oh,
go to
you rock.
BrandonSteiner.com, register. I'm giving you a gift card for the first 25 people. Just go in there and register. That's all you got to do. The
And,
What Else blog that I do. It's a great blog. Great blog. Good pods.
All right.
Thanks for having me, man. I love
Sure.
it. Love
Thank
it.
you.
Thank
Right on.
My advice show is today after we're done here. So if you happen to be sticking around.
I think we'll probably do a couple more minutes of radio after the break. Brandon, thank you. Brandon Steiner,
Thanks, sir.
everyone.
Jim Norton is a moderately successful comedian, an average author, and a terrible actor. And your chance to speak directly with him has arrived. Call 866-969-1969. Phone lines are open. And the Jim Norton Show starts now.
Sorry, the sound you hear is me swallowing a couple of almonds. Welcome to the Jim Norton extravaganza. I'm picking my teeth. There's nothing worse than getting almond in your teeth. Cum or shit, probably worse. But I mean, as far as little snacks that I have in studio, almonds, the only option. Trying to eat better. So call in. E-Rock, what's the number?
866-969-1969.
Okay, how annoying would I be if I just repeated that? It's like their ears didn't work when you said it. All right, let's start with Brandon in California. Not the Brandon we just had here, who's addicted to smoking and can't quit. Hi, Brandon.
Hey, Jimmy, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I've got a real problem with smoking. I quit, and then I found myself start smoking again and hiding it from friends and family because I'm so ashamed of it. I'm treating it like a meth addict, and you know I'm hiding cigarettes around the house.
Yeah, sure.
I take showers before I see my girlfriend. And it's getting to a point where I just feel horrible about what I'm doing. I know I need to quit.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
How long have you smoked?
Since 18.
How many years is that? I don't know how old you are.
Sorry. I'm 33. I can do the math. I don't know.
15 years. Okay, listen. I smoked for 17 years. Quitting smoking is the best. I quit in 2001. It's the best thing I ever did, or besides not drinking. And it's hard, but it's not as hard as you think. The scary part, the boogeyman doesn't exist because again, we think that smoking is a part of who we are. Like you feel like you're giving up a part of yourself. It was a very, very, that's how it is with an addiction. It's a really insidious way of thinking where the addiction convinces you that it's a big part of your makeup and your personality. Oh God, how will I do this? Because what happens is I tied all this shit into smoking. I couldn't picture being on my keyboard on my computer without a cigarette. I couldn't picture enjoying coffee without a cigarette because it had become so ingrained in me. But when I finally quit, and I've told the story before, I used the patch I did it the way that they suggest to do it. My way is always to do it half-assed, to cut it in half. I'll do it this way. I did it exactly as they suggested. I drank a lot of water with it, and it helped, dude. It really helped. You can quit if you want to.
Yeah.
It's not a part. It's not a part of who you are.
I've quit like 10 times, and I always seem to come right back to it. I've done the pill, the patch, the gum.
What's the longest you've quit?
Every time it's successful for months, and then I fall off the wagon. I find a new way to get a cigarette, and I get right back on it. And I'm back to 2 packs a day.
Of course, because that's the way an addiction works. And it's like, the way it works is like they say when it comes to booze, they say it's not the 10th drink that gets you drunk, it's the first one. Because you can't have the second until you have the first. So all you have to avoid is the first cigarette. You don't have to avoid the second pack. You don't have to avoid 10 cigarettes in. Just avoid the first one. And the urge, and again, Colin Quinn told me, it's the only good thing he said to me in fucking 18 years of knowing him. But he said the urge to smoke will quit. The urge to smoke will pass whether you smoke or not. And I never forgot that. The urge to smoke will pass either way. So if you give into it, the urge goes. If you don't give into it, the urge also goes. So you just have to suffer through that jonesing period and realize that your mind is telling you a lie. Your body is telling you a fucking lie. You don't need it. It's not doing anything for you. And eventually that obsession goes away. I would never have stayed quit if that obsession was here, dude. And yeah, you only gave it a few months, and then it gets kind of tough, and you got to stick through it. You got to stick through it. Just avoid the first one, okay? You can quit.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Okay, buddy. Take care. Thank you. You can't scare somebody into recovery or getting sober, but go Google pictures of jaw cancer. Go look at Roger Ebert before he died. I don't even know if he smoked. But look at what it looks like when they remove your tongue because there's cancer on it. Or they take out a fucking, your throat and you're drooling into a fucking bag. That's what scared me. It wasn't dying. Because death is an intangible thing for people. We know it's going to happen, but when you see somebody with half their fucking face missing, that is a very, very real thing. All right, before you do that, Eric, let's just go to a call, and then we can switch that. We have this stupid error message blocking the cunt screen. How about, well, since I can't see anything, how about this? I have a fetish question. Dan in New Jersey. Hello, Dan.
Hey, Jim. How's it going?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
Good. So sometimes on the show I hear you talking about how you would get off to, seeing the girl that you're with get off to, thinking about being with another guy.
Yes.
So my main thing is with my girlfriend is I like to put on, a blowjob scene, on the side of the bed. And I honestly won't even watch it. I'll just watch her watch it.
Right.
And, see her get off to it, and that's what really gets me off.
Yeah. You mean pornography? You'll put a porno on blowjob scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something really, I don't know what you'd call that. I think sometimes what will turn me on, because I've gotten turned on by things when a woman likes them that wouldn't normally turn me on. And I think sometimes a woman's dirtiness can turn me, I knew one woman.
That's exactly what it is. That's what it is for me.
I've told this story before too. I knew a woman who, got turned on by, incest, because she had sexual relations with her father. Now, this is, again, before I knew her, and I met her later in life, and I don't know if it was traumatic for her or not, but she would love to talk about that while she was going down on you. And she would call you daddy and all this. Now, normally, daddy stuff doesn't do anything for me. But because for her it was such a weird turn-on, or maybe it was just reliving trauma, which I kind of feel bad about, but I got very turned on by it because it was so inappropriate and dirty for her to like it. You know what I mean? So I relate to that, man. It's almost like with a hooker, I would never have wanted a hooker to go, oh, you're a whore, because she is. So what would turn me on with a hooker is if there was love involved, or if we talked about loving, caring things. So sometimes the opposite is the turn-on. Is your girlfriend a good girl in real life?
Oh, she's great. That's what my main problem is. She recently, because we've been dating for a while now, I only recently started bringing this into the mix of our love life.
Sure.
So she's now coming and telling me that she feels very uncomfortable when we do stuff like this because she honestly only wants to think about me. You know, and I feel so bad because I feel like I'm just indulging in this like terrible like creature comfort part of myself that I'm not really happy or proud about. Like, it's kind of like I'm a little bit ashamed of it. You know?
Don't be ashamed of it, dude. But here's the thing. Women can do that. I just want to look at you and think of you. Because again, I maybe they're as fantasy based as we are. But for me, I very rarely can only think of my partner all the time. Yeah. Maybe she's afraid that she'll get distracted and then never think of you. I don't know. But I've had that too, where girls like, I just want to think of you. And I'm like, that's great sometimes. But like anything else, it gets to be a little old. And especially in the world we live in now, where pornography and visual images are such an easy and accessible thing, it's hard to not to want to incorporate them a little bit, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Just keep enjoying it. Keep eating her pussy while she watches that stuff. You're a good egg, okay?
Thanks, Jim.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too, man. Okay, E-Rock, this thing has... Well, these computers are dog shit. We've been asking for fucking years for the phones to be fixed, for the computers to be fixed, and they just do nothing. Let's get to one more call first. Craig in Arizona. I don't know what you're going to ask about, Craig. It's a mystery. What do you want?
He has a question about food addiction and what to do about it.
Oh, Craig Schickle. Hi, Craig. Welcome.
Hey, Jim. How you doing? I actually talked to you about 8 or 9 months ago about a food addiction. And,
okay.
You know, I have had, moderate success going to a certain program and that kind of stuff. But the thing I'm discovering, and I probably have already known this, is I'm also very likely, I'm definitely a food addict, absolutely. And I'm also very likely like an exercise addict.
Sure.
And it's probably the reason I weigh 230 instead of like 300 pounds, which is fine. But I noticed that the same sort of compulsive behavior definitely affects, my exercise. And I'm a real shithead to my family and stuff, but I don't get to go for my daily run and that, that kind of thing. So, as an addict, do I need to work on, all of my addictions, or is the, exercise addiction, can I look at that as like a healthy addiction and just kind of go with it? Or, do they kind of play off of each other, basically?
It's a great question. And it's a tricky one because I'm exactly the same as you, where I get hooked on anything that feels something. Doesn't always even have to feel good. It can feel painful, and I can get hooked on it. And maybe that some would say it's the dopamine drip is the same for cocaine as it is for chocolate cake, as it is for the runner's high, as my father would call it, because he used to run marathons. I think that you have to do addictions in order of how fast they're going to get you into a pine box. You can't do everything at once. You're going to be overwhelmed. Food addiction, as much as I've gotten angry at fat people suing the airlines, I have a tremendous amount of empathy for people with food addictions because it's so fucking hard. And sometimes the exercise addiction is just a way to enable us to continue eating badly. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we convince ourselves that it's okay, 'cause I'll go do some push-ups now and then I can still eat the cake. So we're using one addiction to enable us to continue in the other addiction.
Sure.
But, to change the addiction, dude, that's just a symptom of what's wrong. It's the underneath that we have to fix. So whatever the personality stuff is that's making you do this stuff, that's the stuff, the character defects and stuff that you have to deal with, or I have to deal with. So I wouldn't worry as much about the exercise, as long as you're not sacrificing work to exercise or doing things that are really damaging to your life. Sometimes if we're offsetting something bad, having a healthy outlet is okay, even if we're compulsive with it. You know what I mean? I found, don't get crazy and, you know what I mean? I can only exercise for 1 hour. If you're doing 6 hours of exercises, then you're fucking something wrong with you.
Okay.
But, I would just continue to work on the food addiction, continue to go to that. That's the one you should be working on. The other stuff, deal with in time if it becomes a problem. But I think the food is the main one. And make sure you get into if there's any steps involved in your program, maybe get into those and delve into those, okay?
Okay. All right, Jimmy, you rock, man. This show's great, and you do a great service for all of us out here, man. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I know some of this shit and some of it I don't know. But good luck, my friend, all right?
Okay, thanks, man.
Okay, let's see. Anonymous in New York is 90 days sober. Oh, thanks to my advice. Well, it's not thanks to my advice, but I'm happy. Hello.
Jim, Mr. Norton.
Thank you. What's your first and last name? Quick. No, I'm just kidding.
First off, I love the show. It's awesome. I hope it expands and goes to 5 days a week, whether it's on this channel or another channel. But I'll make it brief because I know you got a lot of callers. I just wanted to thank you. I called a few months ago in a very dark place, and I started going to meetings. And I know you don't like to always talk about which groups or whatever.
Right. Yes.
Let's just say I started taking suggestions.
Okay.
I got my sponsor. I got commitment. I go to a meeting a day, sometimes 2 if I can do it.
Great.
And I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. My sponsor tells me just keep doing the work, and I'm going to see the results. And God willing, if I don't take my will back and I let God's will work, later this month I'll be celebrating 90 days.
Great.
And it's just, you know, I know a lot of people call in with all kinds of addictions, as I did with you. And I tell you, if you work it, it works. And I just want to thank you so much. I love you. I know you don't know me, but I love you. I really do.
Oh, thank you.
You're such an inspiration. And I wanted to ask you also one other thing. Levity Live, without giving away any of my location where I'm calling you from,
Sure.
since I'm anonymous, but any chance of you, performing at Levity Live over at West Nyack?
I hear it's a good club. I've never done it. But yeah, sure, there's a chance. I mean, if they come with the cash. I've actually never booked that gig, but it is a good gig, so I will do it eventually, sure. And thank you.
You know what? Well, next time I'm over there, I'm going to mention and say, listen, any way of getting this comedian signed up, because you're a funny, funny man, and like I said, you're an inspiration. And
Thank you.
And I'll let you move on to another call, but thank you so much, and God bless.
All right, thanks, buddy, and good luck. That's 90 days is a tremendous milestone. I mean, the day after it, they say, is just day 91. And the reason they say that is because we look at it, or a year or 2 years, these incremental little milestones we hit of being sober are big deals. I mean, for a guy who's an alcoholic, a drunk, and anybody out there, picture the worst one you know, or the one who's a motherfucker that won't stop. 90 days without it is tremendously important. It's a tremendous accomplishment, and you should feel great about it. And then you realize, okay, this is just day 91, and then you move forward, and then all of a sudden it becomes a year, and then it becomes 2 years, and then all of a sudden this is your life. And you realize all these great things you get. We don't always look at life cumulatively. Like, I forget, I look at my life, I'm 26 years sober or whatever, and I've done a lot of things wrong. Sex addiction has hampered my sobriety. I've done a lot of shitty, unspiritual things. But all that is said and done, I have a comedy career and a radio career, and I'm alive and I'm fairly healthy and I have an apartment. All of the stuff I have is because I'm sober. I would have none of it without being sober. Some guys can accomplish shit without it. Good for you. I cannot do it. So to the guy with 90 days, man, everything they tell you is true, because it was for me, and I thought they were all full of shit. So, all right, let's talk to Trenton, North Carolina. How do you ask your old lady to start doing Kegels? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Is this Ozzy? Because, Sharon had the vagina tightened. All right, hello.
Yeah, we've had 2 kids, and, it wasn't too bad there for a while, but then I guess, I don't know, it's just over time. It's not like it used to be, so how do I approach that and ask that question?
I don't know, man. I'm not married, so and I've never had a girl who's I've been in that position with, but maybe you could just talk to her, and say, do you feel as good during sex as we used to? And she might go, yeah, I feel just as good. Maybe you might want to just mention it to her, just be honest, but be gentle and tell her you still love sex with her. Don't go down on her and then put your fingers in and flop them back and forth and go what the fuck happened? I would say, have you ever considered, or maybe when you're fucking her, stuff some old newspaper in there and go, oh, this feels better, finally. Or, call her old shoebox pussy. Anything you're going to ask that's sensitive like that, I think you have to mention it, because this way you don't build up resentment and lose sexual interest. But just be gentle about it and realize that her feelings might get a little bit hurt. But let her know that you still find her really, really sexy. That's what I would suggest.
Yeah, because it's been going on for a while, and I have started to find myself losing interest a little bit.
Yeah, I better to talk to her and go through an awkward moment. That's all.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, Jimmy.
All right. Good luck, buddy. Rob in Texas, his friend needs some money and you want to lend it to him, but you're afraid it might change your relationship. Good point. Hi, Rob.
Hey, Jimmy. What's happening?
Hi, buddy. How much money?
Pushing $5,000. I've talked to my wife about it. I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe not quite that much. I've known this guy for, 26 years or so. He's about my best friend I have. But he has struggled with his business. And he's tried. He's never asked anybody for anything. And short of putting this on his doorstep, which is truly a struggle for me to do this too now, but I don't want to change the relationship.
Sure.
you see what I'm saying?
I do. I definitely do. Now, let me ask you, is the 5,000 something you have to lose, or do you not have it to lose?
Oh, I mean, yes and no.
How much would you be comfortable loaning him?
I'm not loaning it to him. I would, if I had it, if I had the excess cash, I'd loan anything I could. I mean, I've got a little money set aside I've had. It's more like a not even a rainy day fund, just money set aside, which I don't want to give up. I mean, I have children. I have
Sure, of course, yeah, absolutely. And even though you love this guy, his fucking up or whatever caused his thing is not your issue because you have a family.
Because it's like I know he's got another business that he wants to get into, and he's not like, oh, if I just had this, I have it made. He's not handing that around at all. But I know he could use this, and I've been willing to loot for him. But my main concern is just what that'll do with him and I if I give this to him.
Can you tell him that you'd love to, but you just don't have it?
Wait, say again now?
Could you tell him that, hey, look, I'd love to help you, but I don't have it?
I could, though, but he has not asked for this. I mean, this would be a complete surprise to him.
Oh, I misunderstood. He hasn't asked you for money.
No. He's not hindered around. He's not said, oh, if I only had this, none of that.
Oh, okay. Then why all of a sudden are you saying that you see him in trouble and you'd love to help him, but you're afraid it will change the dynamic?
Exactly.
Oh, I apologize, but I misunderstood. So you have no issue then. This is what you might want to do. Think of how much you could afford to just give him as a gift. Now, maybe that's nothing. But let's say you have an extra $1,500 that you could afford to give him as a gift. You might want to, because he might not want to borrow money for you. So you could go up to him and go, look, do you want to borrow money from me? He might go like, what? No, you're not a fucking bank. No. But if you have $1,500 that you could legitimately not mind losing, then you might want to give it to the person and go, look, here you go. If you want to pay me back, that's okay. But if you don't, honestly, it's a gift, or just give it to him. Sometimes that would not change the dynamic of the friendship if you just gave him a little bit that you can afford to lose.
You see what I'm asking? Maybe it's I'm overthinking it. But I mean, I would be like, if somebody of mine says, here's the money I know you need. I'm like, oh, fuck you. You think you're better than me? That's what would worry me.
Well, maybe you could ask him, do you need anything? Can I help you? That's if you want to do it. If he hasn't mentioned it, dude, you're creating your own issue.
I know it. But I mean, look, man, I would take a bullet for this guy.
Well, look, I've given some money to friends too, okay, who are sick, who have medical issues, and I just send the money when I can, and if I have it, I send it to them, and they don't ask me for it, and I don't want it back. I probably wouldn't accept it back. It's a gift. So again, if you're giving somebody a gift, you're giving them a gift, and if he gets mad at you, go, okay, sorry, man, I was just trying to help you out. No offense. But
well, I mean, he doesn't share with anybody, and God forbid anybody catches my voice and knows what I'm talking about. But he's about to lose his house. He has children. It's really a bad deal. And I just didn't know this. I would anonymously give it to him if I could. But I just, I don't know.
Well, maybe you could talk to him then. I would suggest talking to him and see how he'd feel about it. That's all. But he may not want to borrow money from his friend. So be prepared to give it if he doesn't want to borrow it. Again, he may not want it, buddy.
I hope one of your upcoming callers maybe has some that too. Anyway.
Good luck,
bye,
buddy.
Jimmy.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye.
If you send me money, I'll accept it. All right. Let's see. Keith in Illinois, your ex's sister is showing interest in you. How do you proceed?
Yeah, man. She broke up with me about 6 months ago.
How long did you date her?
Let's see. I don't know, probably about 6 months.
Okay, and the sister, did you know her before? Did you get along with her?
Yeah, I did.
And how is she showing interest in you?
Just starting to talk to me and stuff like that, and not just talk, like really talk. Maybe like hanging out, go to a movie sometime, stuff like that, trying to get me to hang out with.
Well, now, does she and her sister get along?
Yeah, I guess for the most part they do.
Did you think that the sister was interested in you at one point?
I really never paid any attention.
So maybe she's always liked you, or maybe she's just trying to motherfuck her sister. You never know what someone's trying.
Well, that's what I was, that's what I was thinking. Maybe it was some kind of a a revenge thing, and I didn't want to step into something and then get used and feel like complete fucking shit,
Yeah, you don't necessarily
All over
want
again.
to. Do you hate your ex-girlfriend?
No, no, I just really don't talk to her anymore or anything, but no, I don't have a hatred for her.
You probably don't want to do that then. Let it go. Move on. You don't need that fucking dirt, dude. I understand it's tempting, but I wouldn't, no matter how hot my ex's sister is, I don't think I could do that to her. Unless unless again, I was just I'd have to really dislike somebody to do that to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's really, her sister's kind of a cunt for doing it.
Yeah, I now that I look at it that way, yeah, it is kind of shitty, ain't it?
Yeah, it's her own sister, and she's trying to fuck the ex, or just hurt her with the ex. I think she's trying to hurt her sister with you.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks a lot, Jimmy.
All right, buddy, be good. Billy in Boston, a junkie, and I'm having troubles. Oh, no, it's Bill in Boston. Dad, I feel like the government's after me. I'm getting high. Oh, no. What's up, Bill? Oh, not that Bill. All right. Phew.
No, it's not, you nitwit.
Okay, what's up?
I've never talked to you before.
Hey.
Sorry. I got 4 kids. I was sober 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
I just fucking came... I had a chance to pick up some... I ran into a guy that I used to know that dealt drugs, and he still deals them, and I bought some 30s off him, Percocet 30s.
Okay.
And I just... it hasn't taken over my life yet again.
Sure.
But I know it's there.
But you understand what's happening. I hate to say that. You understand that you really are. You understand that the hammer will drop. You just don't know exactly when or where it will drop.
Yeah, I just don't know when.
So let me ask you, how long ago this happened?
It's been a year now.
Okay, and you were sober for 10 years. I'm sorry, but were you sober in a program of some sort?
Yeah. Yep.
Were you?
I went to detox, 13 years ago, and then I got out and I screwed around for a couple of years, and then I got serious about the program.
Now, what happened towards the end? Did you stop going to meetings? Did you lose touch, or was there a reservation in there?
No, my best friend died of a heroin overdose, and my sponsor, it just kind of blew up. He said the wrong thing, and I fucking walked.
Well, here's the reason I ask you that, because Patrice died, and I loved Patrice, loved him, and it didn't even occur to me to pick up. And the reason I'm saying that is not that I'm better than you. I don't mean that, but meaning that what we do as addicts, and you know this, and alcoholics, is we take anything we can, and if our foundation is weak, when that fucking one moment comes where that part of our brain knows that we're vulnerable, it just attacks and we use. And they say picking up is the end of a slip, not the beginning. Yeah. So whatever went wrong started going wrong before that. My suggestion would be very strongly, don't look at the fact that the hammer hasn't dropped as an indication that it's not going to. Be lucky that you have for so far not overdosed and you have not lost everything, and get back to meetings fucking immediately.
All right, Jim.
You know you have to get back to meetings. The fact that it hasn't happened, you know it's going to happen, dude. You will lose everything.
I know. Yeah, I got everything too.
So what you can do is go back, tell your story, and the way you can help people is, okay, maybe your year out there wasn't devastating yet, but the way you can help people is you'll eventually figure out what you were missing in the beginning and why this happened, and then that experience will help other people. Because other people will be in that position where, hey, man, it's the 5-year point. And a lot of times they say between 5 and 10 years, there's a lot less candles on the cake because life gets good and we get lackadaisical and we go back out. So I would suggest getting sober, figuring out what happened, and you can help people, all right?
All right, man.
Good luck, buddy.
Thanks,
don't stay out there because you're going to lose fucking everything, and you know that.
I know.
All right. Good luck, man. I hope you do the right thing. Be good. Let's see here. Hi, Mary in Arizona. Should you be friends with your ex-boyfriend? Well, let's analyze this.
Okay.
How long did you date this cad for?
Oh, almost 2 years.
2 years, and when did you break up and why, in a nutshell?
He broke up with me 1 month ago today.
Okay.
Because he took me to church and he just said, I'm sorry, I don't love you anymore. I'm not in love with you. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. And he kicked me out. And, I didn't talk to him for a couple of days, and then all of a sudden he started texting, calling. I want to have sex with you, like send me dirty pictures, stuff like that. And so now he says he does love me, but he wants to start dating me, but not live with me and not be exclusive.
Okay, let me ask you. He was a little selfish to throw you out on sudden notice like that. That's kind of a cocksucker thing to do. For him to say, look, I love you, but I'm not in love with you is just honest. And that happens to people, and at least he told you. But I would say, for him to boot you is very shitty. And then a couple days later to want sex. And did he pursue you in this relationship in the beginning?
Very hard. And, Jim, right before he broke up with me, like 2 hours before he broke up with me, he put it in me. I was so mad.
Okay, how long did he pursue you before you finally agreed to go out with him?
Just like, I don't know, like a couple months.
So what happens sometimes in a relationship is when we are the pursuer and we finally get what we want, we get, in a way, what they call buyer's remorse, where sometimes the high of getting the person wears off after a while, and it's no reflection on you at all. It's simply a reflection on the motives of the person doing the hunting. So it could be that the idea of getting you is really strong, and then when he finally got you, he had you, there's no more challenge. Then he gets rid of you, and now he has to kind of challenge again. And I'll bet if you start dating somebody else, he'll come after you harder, because he may be addicted to that chase.
I think so. Oh, my God, that makes sense.
So you have to decide, do you want to be with somebody that just likes chasing things around? Because he's probably going to chase somebody else. He probably misses that, so he wants to do it with somebody else. And he'll be much more interested in you, I bet. When he's still single, if you hook up with somebody, he'll probably come and pursue you much harder.
Nice. Okay.
But I don't know if you want to be involved in that nonsense. If you want a sincere guy who wants to just date you, maybe he wants the freshness and newness of it again. Because there's no high in your girlfriend sending you a cunt picture. There is, however, a high in your ex doing it because it feels slightly inappropriate.
Yes. I get it now. Okay.
Okay, so make a decision on what you want, since you probably know what he's doing.
Yeah, I think so. I can play with him for a little bit until I get bored, and then...
Yeah, but you don't want to get hurt, so just, make...
No, I don't.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, good luck, sweetheart.
Thanks. Bye.
There's all these whales stranded in the Everglades. It's very sad. Can't they get a boat and pull them out, put them in a net and drag them into the ocean or some shit? All right. Let's see here. We have Todd in New York has severe anxiety. You know, it's funny, Todd. I go through the bouts of this myself, which makes it hard for me to sleep. How are you?
I'm good, Jimmy. Yeah, I have a business partnership, and lately I've just been showing up to work, and I don't pull my side, yet my name's still on the business.
Okay.
And my business partner's been getting really upset with me.
Sure. What are you anxious about? Anything in particular?
Everything. My sexuality, my mother.
Okay, well, those are big things. So are you straight and you think you might be bisexual or gay?
I think I'm asexual, but I think I'm gay.
Okay, wait a minute. So, asexual, you're concerned because you don't get the urge to have sex very often?
Right.
Were you abused sexually?
Not really. My father did hose my ass out in the driveway once.
Well, what do you mean he hosed your ass out? With a real hose?
Yeah.
Now, why the driveway? That's kind of publicly humiliating, no?
Yeah, it was.
So what was the motive of that?
I'm not sure. My father recently died, and I think he might have been a closet homosexual, perhaps a pedophile. I'm not sure.
Oh, is this fake? Are you joking? Oh, all right. Thanks, E-Rock. Thank you for saying that, 'cause I didn't catch that. Oh, all right. Did that happen to Fez?
Yeah, those are Fez's stories. As soon as he said the hose thing.
Okay, thanks. Because E-Rock was looking. So did Fez's dad really do that? He hosed him with a fucking...
I think that's the story that Fez said one of the traumatic times was that he was taken out on the driveway or in the yard or something, and his dad hosed him down.
Oh, yeah, that would be fucking... That's embarrassing. All right, let's see here. The guy in Queens has a solution for the guy who wanted to give money to his friend. Yes, this is what this show does. We heal and we bridge. Hello, sir.
Hey, Jimmy.
How are you?
Love the show.
Thank you.
Love you. Love the show. Anyway, we had a similar situation with a family friend last year, right around the same time. And what we did, my wife and I did, was my friend also had kids, and I know the guy mentioned his friends got kids. We got little gifts for him for the kids, and told them, hey, listen, bring the kids by. Santa Claus left the gifts for them. gave them little gifts. The kids were really happy. And right then, we just kind of slipped them an envelope with the check and said, hey, Santa left a gift for you, too. And at that point, I don't think we shamed them into taking it or anything like that. It was a gift. And, you know, everybody gets caught up in that sort of gift-giving.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. So maybe the guy you can use a childlike fictional character to give your friend. No, I'm not teasing you. That's actually not a bad idea. I know what you're saying by saying that, and that's not a bad suggestion. So maybe the guy listening, or maybe what you could do is your friend who's having financial troubles. Offer to pay him to fuck his wife. That's a great idea. You make him like a fucking Robert Redford offer, really humiliating.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
And I do have one question for you.
Sure.
As far as I'm concerned, I mean, can I like Uncle Paul too much? I mean, does that make me creepy that I just really, really love?
Not at all. Uncle Paul, like I love doing Chip. Okay, I love it. It's fun.
Not so much, Chip,
but Uncle Paul. Uncle Paul is my favorite, and people. Somebody recently on Reddit, I think, was like, "Jim just does that too well." Do you think and they were just a fan asking, but honestly, I have zero pedophilia leanings, zero. I think kids are fucking revolting, and thank you very much for the call, buddy. I very much appreciate it. Why? I don't know why Uncle Paul. I have a very dark mind, so Paul. It's so fun to explore the humor of something so dark and terrible. But that's the attraction of Uncle Paul for me, is to say these things like you get a little tent in your diapers. Like, as a real thought, that's repulsive. And I think that Ian Watkins, I think he should be executed for what he did. For trying to fuck a baby. I literally think that you should be decapitated by the state. 100, yeah. I think pedophiles, once they're convicted beyond a reasonable doubt, should be killed. But it is fun to explore things, which is why actors always want to play bad guys. You ask most actors, and they'll say it's more fun to play a bad guy because they like to explore the dark side of their psyche. And, in humor, how many taboo things are there for real? Pedophilia is a big one. It's hard to be funny with that. So it's kind of fun to explore the darkest thing you can. And, even around the holidays, I do that. I know you say, well, the holidays, you shouldn't joke like that, but what do I care? And I know there's not a lot of time left before the holidays, and we all know that. But, you gotta go to IHateStevenSinger.com. You gotta get the woman or girl a gift, a little gift. What are you gonna give her? You gonna give her some candies? Here you go. Maybe she don't like candy. Maybe you want it to be a great gift for the holidays. Well, Steven's a good friend of mine. We file trade. You know what every woman wants? Diamonds. They guess they're hungry. They want diamonds. What? Diamonds. Yes, diamonds. The beautiful sparkle like a child's eye. The simple elegance of the diamond. Steven's going to make it easy and affordable. You go to his diamond stud, affordable. Diamond stud earrings. They start at just $1.99. $199. These are really beautiful, high-quality, bright white diamonds. You put them on your fingers. Everyone goes, oh, Uncle Paul, they're so bright I can't see nothing. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com right now, and you see all of Steven's amazing diamond jewelry. Steven makes holiday shopping so easy and affordable. Just go online to IHateStevenSinger.com. Check out that beautiful selection of diamonds for her. The girl in your life. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com, not now. Get your holiday shopping done today. Maybe you're busy. Maybe you don't have time to go to the mall because you go there in your Santa outfit and they start yelling, it's him again. Get him out of here. He's got a hole cut in the front of his Santa Claus outfit. Shipping is always fast and free. A lot of times you order things from overseas and they come in a plain brown wrapper. You got to order magazines that they wrap so no one can see the cover. That shipping ain't free, but Steven Singer's stuff is. He makes shipping fun. Yay! Yay! Shopping's fun. Yay! Whether it's in the showroom or at the other corner of 8th and Walnut. I used to stand on that one corner and I'd take it out next to that Salvation Army bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Kiss the ding-a-ling. Make a donation. Help all the sick puppies. Or you can call 1-888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINJA. Or online, IHateStevenSinja.com. All right, one more. Mike in Ohio has a question on stand-up comedy. Well, Mike, you're calling an expert. Hi, Mike. What's your question?
Hey, Jim. Big fan.
Thank you, buddy.
A couple times. Love your show.
Thank you.
I am just started into stand-up, and I think I write really funny shit, and then 2 days later, I think it sucks. Is that normal?
Yes, it is. The suggestion is a lot of times you just got to keep trying it on stage and taping yourself. That's very, very normal. And you never know. Sometimes you're right. Sometimes what seems funny in your living room is just dog shit. But other times you lose the alive feeling of it when you thought of it. And that's why it doesn't feel alive and good anymore. You'll find out through the process of just performing how much is true that it was shit to begin with, or how much is, hey, that was really funny. I'm just being irrationally critical. Just keep performing the stuff and taping it, okay?
Okay. The other question I have is I grew up Amish. And I could do an hour of crap about that, but I don't want that to be who I am comedically.
Sure.
Because I don't know. I would rather have 10% of the people think it's hilarious than 90% think it's funny and kind of tacky.
Yeah, here's my suggestion. And I got to wrap up, but thank you for the call. What I would suggest, that's a great question. There's a buddy of mine called Raymond the Amish comic. He's got that market corner anyway. You don't want to be the other Amish comic. Raymond is great, and that's what he does. So I would suggest mentioning it because it is your life. Talk about it a little bit, but talk about it in the context that you're comfortable. If it's 2 minutes, it's 2 minutes. Like I don't want to see a black comic do an hour. Who gives a fuck? Or a woman, or a white guy talking about an hour. Talk about it as a piece of your act. Whatever that piece feels comfortable is up to you. But it's good to have diversity in your material. And real quick, American Degenerate is on Netflix. And then here's my upcoming shows briefly. Next Thursday, I'm doing my one LA show in X amount of years. The LA Improv. Go to HollywoodImprov.com. It will sell out. Or Hollywood.improv. December 20 and 21, I just booked Banana in Mount Kisco, New York. It's my buddy Rich Franchese's club. Friday and Sunday, December 27 and 29, I'm in Vegas at the Hard Rock. And then New Year's Eve, San Diego, American Comedy Company. Good Nights, January 9 through 11 in Raleigh, North Carolina. And then the Borgata in Atlantic City, February 14th and 15th, and that's President's and Valentine's Day weekend, and I'm going to book Atlanta, so dates being announced soon. Thank you, E-Rock, for an amazing job fixing these cocksucking computers, and thank you, the listeners. And that's it.
Jim Norton is now done dealing with your bullshit. He'll be back next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. But you can listen to episodes of The Jim Norton Show whenever you want. Go to SiriusXM.com/on-demand for details.